Man, hey, shout out to the LDBC, man. Shout out to my brothers Ticket and Mario, man. If y'all not already, subscribe to NBA Latina. That's Mario's channel, man. Speaks both Spanish and English. And he's very fluent in basketball, knows the game very well. And if you a Denver Nuggets fan, holla at my boy. Man, Mario be cooking, man. Hey, shout out to all my other brothers. Y'all know who my brothers that I rep every show, that I represent every show. So let's get to it, man. There's three teams that got the spotlight on. After the All-Star game, the real season begins. And the teams that got the spotlight on them is championship or bust. You got the Boston Celtics. That's the number one team to me. They've been knocking on the door for the past, really ever since 2018. They really been knocking on the door. Really 2017, the Celtics been knocking on the door for us, competing for a title, and they haven't got it done yet. And you would think by now, with the evolution of Jason Tatum, with the pieces that they got on their roster, with the talent that they have, you would think that Boston would be a champion, and you would think that Boston would have already won the title, but they haven't. They've been coming up short year after year. They've been dropping the ball, and they've somewhat been underachieving. That's the number one team to me that got the most pressure. And to be honest, if they don't win this year, it's gonna be a lot of talks about separating the duo of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. And it's a strong possibility with what's going on in Houston and how Ime Udoka feels about certain talented players, young players on the Houston Rockets. Jaylen Brown, that could be Jaylen Brown's next destination. The number two, the pressure is on the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers, they've been not when they once they got Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, they've been having the expectations of winning the championship. Unfortunately, you had injuries. Unfortunately, you had even mental collapses from the team as well that derailed them and hindered them from competing for a title and winning the NBA title. Within the 4 years, they only made one conference finals appearance, and they was missing their star player in Kawhi Leonard. Within that, with them advancing to the Western Conference Finals. So, end of the day, this is all or nothing. You got Russell Westbrook, you got James Harden, so you basically they dealt all their cards and they all in, and they got their poker face on, so they got to get it done. They got to hope people will fold. And unfortunately, this championship of bust, if they don't get it done, and with questions surrounding whether Paul George will get that extension, I think his extension be dependent upon his playoff performance. And if he doesn't come up big in the playoffs for the Clippers and they do not win the title, I could see the Los Angeles Clippers moving on for Paul George, and that team would not be together next year. Yes, you will have Kawhi, the face of it, but you will have a different team going into next year, going into that new arena. And third, it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Unfortunately, the Bucks, Giannis actually put pressure on himself by basically calling out his teammates and calling out the front office, saying that certain things need to change and certain moves need to be made before he gives his long term commitment. And Milwaukee Bucks gave him what he wanted. They traded for Dame Lillard, and so far they've been having a lot of ups and downs. They still one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference, but obviously their defense significantly dropped, and they don't get the output from their role players like they're accustomed to getting. So right now, because you got Dame Lillard, the guy that never won a championship on your roster, and you got Giannis, you haven't been past the second round ever since you won your title in 2021. Immense pressure is on the Milwaukee Bucks, just to be honest. So those are three teams, in my opinion, the spotlight is on. Um, but end of the day, the fan base that been talking the most though is Los Angeles Clippers. So honestly, my focus is on them. They gotta get it done. They've been throwing excuses out there for years. Well, guys be hurt. Well, Kawhi was having historical performance before the injury, and that doesn't matter. He's been the best player. Woo, woo, woo. But end of the day, they haven't got it done. And you don't get it done this year. What's gonna be the excuse this year? You gonna blame Tyronn Lue? That's a lot of things that I be hearing. And Tyronn Lue, they don't give Tyronn Lue credit for the last game against the Warriors to how he got himself ejected out of the game just so he could spark up the team to get them to rally together to come back and beat Golden State. They don't give Ty Lue credit when credit is warranted. Then if something else go bad, the scapegoats are already made for the Clippers, Tyronn Lue and Russell Westbrook, and that's unfair to me. And the realest pressure is not on the Suns because the Suns really don't have any championship expectations. The Suns really not gonna win anything. Yes, it will highlight Kevin Durant even more. That Kevin Durant hasn't competed for a title ever since he left Steph Curry, and the super teams that he put in Brooklyn has failed, and he didn't get it done. But outside of that, the pressure, the most pressure is not on the Phoenix Suns. Like I gave it an order. Number one is the Boston Celtics. Number two is the Clippers, and number three is the Bucks. So with you throwing Kevin Durant in there, that just show your insecurity. That just show that you guys don't like it when people point out the obvious and point out the truth about your team. That's just how it is. You can't put pressure. You can't say immense pressure is on a team that really don't have a chance to win anyway. The teams that I named actually got a chance to compete for a title. It's just that they get in their own goddamn way. That's why they haven't won. So I finna drop the link, and I'ma see how real you guys gonna be. The realest you can hop on in. I'm not gonna interrupt y'all when y'all talk. I'm gonna let you talk, get your point off, and after you get your point off, when I feel like you went long enough, I will jump in. But I will at least give you 5 minutes to run your mouth and say what you want to say. But for guys to throw in the Phoenix Suns, that just show how ridiculous you guys are. That just show how insecure you are, and that just shows maybe all you guys are afraid of the Phoenix Suns. I'm not afraid of them because I don't see them as a contender. But let me drop the link. Yeah, Mario should be dropping the link shortly. I know the realest ain't no come on her, ain't no come on her, nothing. Yeah, our niggas gotta stop being insecure and stop trying to avoid the pressure. It's obvious that it's pressure on those three teams that I named. That's who should have the most pressure to win the title championship. But the Suns, they're not in that category because if you got basketball knowledge, if you got basketball sense, wherewithal, they not competing for no damn title. They're not winning no damn title. That's just how it is. So for guys to mention the Phoenix Suns, that just basically show me that you guys don't want immense pressure on Kawhi Leonard because I don't think you guys have faith that when immense pressure is on the Clippers, y'all actually believe in your own hearts that the Clippers are going to fold. So I mean, I think you guys are shortchanging your team by not wanting the spotlight on them. The spotlight is on them now. You got niggas saying that Kawhi Leonard the best in the league. You got guys saying the Clippers the best team in the NBA for their peers. So the spotlight is on. The media looking at y'all. The players are looking at y'all. The whole world is looking at y'all now. So I mean, that's just how it is. So I hope Mario dropped this link shortly so I can see what some of you guys gonna say. Cause I think you guys don't want the pressure. I'm gonna say this about half of Clipper, well, some of Clipper Nation, not all of Clipper Nation, but some of Clipper Nation. I think they hate the fact that we hold guys accountable on the Clippers. And the realest, you can hold on to what KD said. That just put in the spotlight heavily on Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers. So that's how I took it when KD said. He just flipping the attention off of him. He don't want the attention on him. He want the attention on the strippers. That's how I took it as. And Kawhi Leonard is not the best player in the NBA. It's Nikola Jokic. I hate to say it, but a Caucasian is the best player in the NBA. Well, really, a European is the best player in the NBA. I hate to admit that, but it is what it is. Whenever you guys are backstage, let me know in a private chat. And and, and Facts 3 Glock 9, Kevin Durant is crazy as hell. That's the last guy to rely on to believe in the basketball tape. Look at you. Yeah, anybody backstage, let me know now so I can let y'all in. Yeah, man. At the end of the day, man, the pressure's on those three teams, the Riddlers, and you can't avoid it. If you want to hang your hat on Kevin Durant, I think you tripping like a motherfucker. I think you more delusional than what I thought. I would never believe anything Kevin Durant said. Man, before you know nah, the realest is not a clip. It's not a clip of hate video. I did this for Trill City, cause Trill City is a Boston Celtics fan, and the spotlight is really heavily on the Boston Celtics. The realest. If you want to be honest, when it comes down to pressure on guy on the team winning the championship, the pressure is on the Boston Celtics. It's not on.
Behind your shit breaking up. Your shit fucking up, man. I can't hear your shit. Probably gotta fix your shit. Your shit got that auto tune on there.
Yeah, y'all hear me now?
Yeah, that shit sound good now. Hell yeah.
Yeah, this you Trill.
Nah, this Z.
This who? Zay.
Yeah.
I was having nigga. Well, yeah, what's your thoughts, man? Who has the most pressure, man? The real season starts now. All this front running shit we been hearing before the All Star break, it ends. A new season begins now. This when you see who's really of that ilk. So who you think is the most pressure on to win an NBA title?
It's definitely my Clippers. Don't get me wrong. You feel what I'm saying? If we don't get this shit, then it's a bust. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you stack all this talent on this team, you feel what I'm saying? Hell yeah, you supposed to win it. You feel what I'm saying? But we not gonna sit here and act like it's not the same expectations. Like the Suns, I feel like the Suns down there got the same amount of pressure as us, bro. Because you gotta think, bro. If you got KD on your team, bro, any team that has KD on their team, you can't sit there and act like it's not no pressure at all. But don't get me wrong, we know they probably gonna fold up, but you still can't say that it's not no, you feel what I'm saying, no
But
expectation
why
either.
y'all ignoring a team like the Boston Celtics that been in conference, been in basically competing to win the conference championship every year since 2017, and they haven't got over the hump. So why they don't get? I say that's the number one team that got the most pressure. I got y'all as number two, and I got the Bucks as number three due to the fact that Giannis was crying the whole offseason. They traded for
Exactly.
Dame Lillard, and they got expectations. So I put the Milwaukee Bucks as the number three team with the most pressure to win.
See, I forgot about Boston because you feel me, my team out west. I was thinking about more teams out west, but yeah, on the east side of shit, hell yeah, it's definitely the Celtics. Because if you got the best record in the league, and you feel what I'm saying, you been there, they been in the mix for years. You feel what I'm saying? So, and especially that franchise, that's a franchise that want chips. Like they down there just like the Lakers for real when it come down to like trying to get rings and shit. For them not even to grab one since '07 is crazy. You feel me? But yeah, it's high expectations on them too for sure. Cause they got everything they need for real.
Yeah, I just told I just told them that y'all backstage, man. So y'all should be in shortly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Hey,
we hear her.
what's
What's
good,
happening?
Herm?
What's happening? The realest, man. What's your thoughts, man? I got the
Hey,
Boston Celtics as the number one team with the most pressure, but y'all right behind their is now. But what's your thoughts on everything,
I,
man?
hey, Herm, I take that, man. I take that. My only biggest problem with all of that, you got to put Phoenix in there. You got to put them in there.
Why, if you use basketball knowledge,
I'm just gonna say you got
they
to
don't
put them
really
in
have a
there because
chance though.
before the season, everybody was picking them to win the championship.
Not basketball aficionados. No,
Come
you
on,
got a
Herm.
lot of
I don't
fans.
want
You
to
got a
hear
lot of
that
K.
shit.
You got a lot
Herm,
of KD fans
Herm.
that
All
probably
I'm
was
gonna
trying
say
to
is
ride the
I
wave.
agree with the team you got already, but you got to put the Suns in there. You got to put them in there.
I actually don't see that as warranted though, because I don't see them competing for a title at all. I don't know what you guys see. I don't know why you guys want to pick on Kevin Durant and put him in the mix for. I accepted what Kevin Durant is. Why y'all
Cause,
have it? You
'cause
know
it's a
what I'm saying?
stat. Cause
That's how I
we,
look at it.
we get that. It's just a fact. It's a stat team. It's a stat
Yeah.
team.
I
That's
was
all
about
it
to say,
is. If you stack,
they got
Expectation
Bradley
was
Bill.
them to you telling me the expectation wasn't for them to win a championship this year, Herm?
No, it wasn't. No, it
Yes, it
Come
wasn't.
was.
on, come on, man.
I'm actually being
Come
for real
on,
because
Herm.
I told other KD supporters this same shit. I don't see them having a chance to win. I've been feeling like this since day one. I don't know why y'all been late to the party. Uh, Mr.
I
Mons,
get it.
what you
Oh,
think, Mr. Mons?
Uh, Salute to all you guys, man. I think the Clippers, Bucks, and the Boston Celtics are the three teams that have the most pressure. Obviously, the Celtics got it because, they're a pretty damn good team. They're stacked. Kawhi is searching for a ring in LA. And so we know what that is, right? James Harden. I mean, that's like a no-brainer. The Milwaukee Bucks, Giannis is looked at as being the best player in the world. He came out this summer, hinted he needed more help. You make a trade for Dame, so now he has adequate help around him, and he still ain't getting the shit done. So yeah, pressure's on his ass, his choking ass. And then Boston, of course. Boston been knocking on the door for the last 4 or 5, 6 years, making deep postseason runs. So
You
it's
mean
time
the
for
Clippers?
Jason.
So
Hold on,
you
bro.
already said Boston. You mean the Clippers?
No, I said the Clippers first, actually, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's all good, bro. So then Boston,
it's breaking up.
Damn,
You know.
damn.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
hear you.
yeah.
Okay, my bad, guys. A phone call came through. Just real quick. Boston, Jason, Jalen, been knocking on the door. You go get Porzingis. You trade for Drew Holiday. They have no excuse not to win the East and be in the mix for NBA championship. I do agree that the Phoenix Suns are probably the fourth or fifth team because of just what they got. But I think Boston, Milwaukee, and the Clippers, are 1, 2, and 3, and the Phoenix Suns are just like right there, in my opinion.
But
Can I
Mass,
say something, Bird?
if you got two team in the East,
But saying,
give me that two team in the West. See, that's how I'm looking at it, Mr. Mass.
Oh, two teams in the West. I just did, bro. The
So
the
no,
Clippers and
that's what I'm
Phoenix.
telling. That's what I'm telling Herm though. If
Clippers
you
and
giving me
Phoenix.
that two teams in the East, and I agree with Herm, you got to give me that two team in the West. So if you want to put the Clippers, I'm gonna put in Phoenix, man.
That's fair. That's cool.
Can I
I
say
agree.
something? Can
Go
I
ahead,
say
Ron.
something?
yeah,
Hey,
go
yo,
ahead,
shout
Ron.
out.
Son.
What up with you, Herm? What up, panel?
What's
Salute to
happening? What's
everybody,
happening?
man.
It's
Hey,
good.
yo, first and foremost, shout out to you, Mass. I just watched that interview with the dude from Sacramento, the
Oh, thank you, Ron.
play-by-play.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna show love, bro. That was some major shit. That was dope.
I
But
appreciate that.
I I, I, I agree with you, Herm. The Clippers, the Celtics, but any team that got KD on it, they expecting to compete for a championship, and I'm gonna tell you why. For the simple fact, everybody's still looking for KD to get that one without Golden State, and then on top of you going there with Devin Booker, y'all added Bradley Bill, so that let me know y'all was shooting for a championship this year. You feel me? So in my hindsight, I think you're right. You gotta include Phoenix in that. Who got a lot of pressure on them because right now they made all the moves and broke up their team. What other expectations could they have, huh? They sent away the number one draft pick and DeAndre Ayton. They sent away Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges, and they thought they upgraded by bringing in Bradley Bill. I think that was a championship or bust move. Now, do they got more pressure than the Clippers? I don't know. We know we all waiting on the Celtics. You feel me? And being that Giannis had made that trade for Dame, it's like, okay, now you got that pressure on you. So I would say the two teams, you got it right, Milwaukee and Boston in the East, because Joel got hurt, so his expectations ain't there. And I say the Clippers and the Phoenix Suns, bro, because everybody's saying the Lakers ain't contenders. People seeing if Denver can repeat, but they the past champions, the last past champions. So it's like we got ours. You know what I mean? So like who else in that that top 4 group you looking at, you expect to win a championship. Who
Nah,
got the
but
most?
the reason I gotta go against everybody when it comes to the Suns, because I
Mhm.
think with the type of moves the Suns made, the pressure is not on them this year. The immense pressure will be on the Suns next year to win the title. I think this year, well, you seen they really couldn't get anybody due to all the moves that they made. So next year you gotta get them opportunity to surround a better team around those
Okay,
three.
okay,
So
So
but
so
who
so
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 who
so
be the
to
Herm,
second
be
but
team,
what's the
honest,
Herm?
no
expectation?
no
Herm,
no
what's the expectations of a super team though? That's a super team over there.
Yeah,
You,
I
you
agree.
what's the expectations of a super team though? If they didn't put that shit together to win a championship, then what they did it for, huh?
Yeah, the
That's
super
a super
team,
team, bro.
the
Come
super
on,
team
Herm.
expectations
I
are
mean,
better
listen,
than
Right.
dominant.
listen, like you said, the basketball aficionados probably feel that they don't really have a chance. You feel me? Because we know basketball, but when you put Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and Kevin Durant on the
Yeah.
same team, you got to
Yes.
be shooting for a chip, bro.
Especially,
And
I
the
agree. I
expectations is
agree.
up
and this
there.
I,
and this is what I'm
but
gonna
but
say. This is why I'm gonna
but
say
all
that. Cause
Go,
my
go ahead, bro.
basically, bro, you gotta look at it like this, bro. They went to the finals with Bridges and all them niggas. You get rid of them niggas and then you add better players with when niggas feel like they better players, then that means you're supposed to win it. That means if you
Yes.
added them, that means you're supposed to get it done because you couldn't get it done with
Yep,
Bridges
I
and Chris
agree.
Paul and them niggas.
Yes.
You
Yes.
feel what I'm
That's a
saying?
great
So
point. That's a great point.
that's why, because that's they getting them to get over that hump. Because they like, damn, if we made it with them niggas, if we add KD and Bill, shit, we can win that shit. So it's definitely high expectations.
I'm not gonna lie, Mr. Man. I think it's more of a cover up because Kawhi Leonard and Kawhi fans and Clipper Nation don't want to feel alone for the immense pressure, so they had to bring Kevin Durant to the
Yo,
forefront
bro.
to make
Yo,
themselves
stop.
Hey,
feel better,
hey,
just in case
hey,
they
yo, hold on.
fail.
Hey,
Just in case
can I?
they fail, they won't feel as bad because they can talk about Kevin Durant. That's all I think
See
it's
her.
about,
I
man.
told you.
Hey,
I told you in the
Yo,
chat.
bro.
This all that shit was about, man. If that's the case, Herm, give me a second team in the West.
I would say Denver Nuggets will have more pressure than Phoenix because a lot of people saying that they don't believe in y'all even after winning y'all chip last year. So I think Denver Nuggets will have more pressure than Phoenix, to be honest, to show that they actually legit. So I
Man,
say more pressure on
what?
the Denver Nuggets.
Ain't no pressure on them niggas and just won.
I look at it like I want to respond to Chess Ready, right? He said KD with an Achilles tear is a super team now. Man, hell, man, didn't KD just start in the All Star game yesterday?
Yeah, it's a super team, bro. I mean, Kevin
That's a
Durant is
super
still
team,
Kevin
bro. KD,
Durant. He's
yeah,
averaging
Kevin
damn near
Durant.
30. I mean, stop it.
Yeah, hey,
What's
yo,
going on
what
right
he
now?
say, Mass? Y'all know who I am. I'm Kevin fucking Durant. You
Right.
feel me?
He's still averaging 30. He's fucking third in 3-point shooting. Like, what are you talking about, man? Like, stop talking basketball, bro.
And
This is
and
crazy.
the fool just tried to put himself in the GOAT conversation.
Right. He's still Kevin Durant. He's still
He's
Kevin
still
Durant.
Kevin fucking Durant. Yo, the boy
Hey,
nice.
So, all right, Mr. Miles, I'm gonna put you on the spot. So, if the Suns get eliminated early, what's gonna be your take on the Suns, and what is gonna be your view of Kevin Durant?
That he didn't get it done and they choked, bro. Period. Because listen, let's face it, Herm. For the Phoenix Suns, it's championship or bust. For the Clippers, it's championship or bust.
for
For the
sure.
Bucks and Boston, championship or bust. So
Right.
those 4 teams, if they don't get it done, I don't care. Listen, I don't care if they get to the finals and lose. You failed. Your
Right.
job is to win a championship, bro. You have enough to get it done. They failed, and
Hey,
so
Right.
they
yo,
have
Chess
to get it
ready.
done. Have to get it
And I,
But
done.
and
we
I,
all
and I see, Herm, I think you getting it confused as like Mr. Miles said. He said he don't think the Suns gonna win the championship. He's on record saying that, but that don't take away of thinking the expectation is for them to win. You see what I'm saying?
There you go, bro.
That's
hey,
that's all it is.
Exactly.
See, I can come in and say I don't think the Clippers gonna win, but I'll be a
I'm gonna
liar
come
to
back
say,
again,
hey,
Herm, on
it
my
ain't
computer.
championship or bust for them.
Right.
That'd be
hey,
a
yo,
lie, man.
Chess ready. You gotta look at it like this. You said, well, LeBron started, but the Lakers had championship aspirations. You feel me? Like, even though we know as basketball fans, man, them dudes we ain't got a chance in France this year. But coming into the season with LeBron and AD and a team that reached the Western Conference Finals last year, our expectations was championship. It's just that the season started and we all realized that we was fucking delusional. You feel me? But the expectation, so you saying LeBron started, that don't mean KD started. That's a super team. Yes, it do, bro. Yes, it do. They definitely got 3 of the top 20 players in the league on one team.
But to be real, just with how I feel though, I put more pressure on the Denver Nuggets more than the Suns, cause Denver got to shut people up even more, cause people really think it was a fluke for them to win last year. So I think it'll be pressure on them, cause people think they're not even gonna come close to reaching the finals this year. People think that they worse because they lost Jeff Green and Bruce Brown. Oh, they got a lot more to prove. People still don't believe in Jamal Murray.
Niggas believe in Jamal. All right, bro. Niggas believe in Nuggets.
Phoenix. Yes, the Royce O'Neal and Thaddeus Young pickups was solid, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to beat the top teams in the West. That's why I feel like really the pressure would be immensely on Kevin Durant next year, and they would be the number one team that they gotta win, or it's just really a bust. That's why I
Hey,
feel the way I feel, honestly.
you want me to tell you the truth? Herm, I don't even think that team going to be together next year. I think they're going to get Bradley Beal out of there. They're going to go back to the 2-man format with the depth. I don't think they're going to keep that team.
I don't know. And niggas, and how we agree with you, like niggas don't
Mhm.
believe in them niggas. We don't believe in them, but
Right.
we not gonna sit here and act like with the talent, them niggas, them 3 bucket getters on their team. If they really was, if they be on their shit, they could win a
I
championship if they
think
on their shit.
I think y'all overrated Bradley Beal, because that's a nigga that only played like 30 games within the last 2.5 years. So how you expect a guy that barely been on the court for 2 years to give a huge impact, a positive impact on winning and competing for a title? I just think that was preposterous in the first place to put that expectation on them, knowing that Bradley Beal really haven't been on the court.
Hey, yo, but Herm, you look at it like this. If you a basketball coach and you got Bradley Beal as your third option, bro, you in good shape.
Come on, bro.
If that nigga's the number 3 option, nigga, you loaded. We
Yeah,
ain't gonna front like you.
but
Listen.
shit,
We hold
my
on,
number
Herm. We
three
ain't gonna
option
front
ain't
like.
played in 2.5 damn years.
Listen, and I
Can't
get you because I just told you the last stream. The best ability is availability, right? But when he available, that's still Bradley fucking Bill, bro. The boy, he got buckets. He just ain't been healthy. But you know what? It's been the same thing with AD, huh? Everybody just canceled AD from the last 2.5 years. They canceled AD because he's been going through the injuries. AD healthy, everybody like, yeah, he's shit. We forgot he is the shit. You feel me? It's just the health thing. We can't predict the health thing. The Phoenix ain't going into the season thinking, oh well, Bradley only gonna play 30 games this year, especially when you got a dude like Mikal Bridges who done played all 82 or 81 or some shit. You getting rid of him for that?
Mhm. And then coming into the season, they probably thought he would be more healthy because he ain't
Right,
gotta take much of the load like how
right.
he did in DC. You feel what I'm saying? But even though the nigga still hurt, but coming into the season, you ain't look at it like, all right, he could probably at least give us like 50, man.
But I
Fucking
finna be on record saying this. I don't think Kevin Durant is never ever going to win another title again. I think it's
neither.
over. I don't think Kevin Durant can win without Steph Curry, and I just think it's a wrap for him competing for titles. I
I
think
don't know.
I,
I don't know,
I think
her.
I
You
think
know what?
nah,
I think the boy got one more bullshit move
I
in him.
think that karma is a bitch. I think that Kevin Durant cheated himself for the last few years in Brooklyn, and I think that's gonna catch back up to haunt him. I think it's gonna haunt him that
Hey,
if he didn't shortchange himself, but that him and Kyrie could have won without getting the third guy, I think he would have had a ring. He
I,
shortchanged
I,
himself,
I
and I think he
I,
fucked up, and I think he would never win another title ever
hey,
again.
yo, Herm,
I
I look at it like this, right? Kevin Durant, from what we've seen from him, like throughout his career, Kevin Durant do what he want to do. He gonna move when he feel like moving, and I think the nigga got one more move in him. I think the nigga got one more. He gonna pick another team, and he gonna be
right.
like, "That's where I'm going." I think he
He,
got one
he,
more
he
move in
must
him.
he must go
It's funny you say that, Herb. It's funny,
he must
Herb.
go join the strippers after he lose
Herb,
this
Herb.
year.
It's funny you said that because I said that too a couple of days ago. But then I put in unless he make one more move, and I
I think
mean
he gonna.
teaming up. But by
He must
but
Yeah,
go team up with Kawhi Leonard then.
I mean,
I
that's
see.
what
I
going
don't see
at.
him winning no more unless he make another move
Now
before
I'm
his
gonna tell
career
you
is
what.
over.
I'm gonna tell you what the move gonna be. He gonna see. He gonna probably the Nick gonna go back east, man, because he's seen everybody came back west. You feel me? Like, don't let that shit fool you. People forget that shit. Motherfuckers forget all the talent is in the west.
But he gonna
You,
join Giannis. He gonna go to Milwaukee and join Giannis.
he'd probably go join Embiid or some shit like that, Embiid and Maxey or some shit like that. Kevin Durant, Embiid, and Maxey would be a monster in the
Man,
East. You feel me?
all three of them
Oh,
niggas gonna get hurt somehow. That'd be a dumb move.
but it's like
I'm just saying.
if he go
I'm
out
just looking
east,
at the outlets that he got. You feel me?
if he go out
Like
east, he can go to the finals. He can go to the finals being out east, but he ain't gonna win the shit because he still got to play a team in the West.
in
He
the
got to
West,
play the
that's what
best
I'm
team.
saying. But you look at it like this. If I'm like, motherfucker, if I can get to the finals, anything might happen. You feel me?
I ain't
As
gonna
we
lie
see.
though. He wants to join Milwaukee though, or join Boston. I think them niggas will win. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie to you.
Cause guess what? In Boston, he can just go hoop. You feel me? I mean, Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum take all the headlines. Present, you know what I mean? So he could just go hoop. He
But
need
I'm
that
gonna be
fit.
real though, Ron. I think if Boston don't win this year, I think
They
they
split
traded
them up.
Jaylen Brown. I think Jaylen Brown will be a Houston Rocket in the offseason.
Bro, I would trade that motherfucker just based off the dunks he did in the dunk contest. I'd be like, get your dumb ass out of here, bro. You just went to the fucking dunk contest and embarrassed us, yo. Like you just did
Oh,
some.
I got a good question for you. I think it need to be a separate video, but I might as well ask you while I got you on. I'm gonna start with the realest. The realest. Do you think the NBA need to do away with the All Star game altogether?
Hell yeah.
And can
Yeah.
you explain why? Because I'm on that tip too.
Me too.
Like you say, man, they just don't put the energy into it, man. It's a waste of time, to be honest with you. I
That
think
shit.
I think the MLB All Star is actually better.
Yeah,
That's a
I
fact.
yeah, too.
Dan, I think this is a few things they need to add in there, and I think you would get a more competitive All Star game. Make it to the point where that, like now, because you could make adjustments to the playoff format too. Let's just say, for instance, whoever conference win the All Star game, that number one seed, I mean, that conference get the automatic home field advantage in the finals. But then on top of that, whoever the number one seed in that conference actually get a bye, don't even have to play a first round, will automatically be in the second round, and you just make 7 and 8 play in the first round, have a 7 game series, and just work out the rest. And whoever
Mm.
the winner out of that 7 to 8 seed will face that number one seed in the second round. And whoever wins the All Star game from that conference, they get $1 million apiece. And
Hey, I
then
got.
like,
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, go ahead, you good?
Listen. I thought about this shit. Right. I said it's 24 players. Right. So four. Let's see. 24 players. Three going to 24. 7, 8 times. Right. So your all stars out of the 24 players that selected all stars. Right. Four of them is captains. The four leading vote getters be captains. And they pick their 3-on-3 team and they have a tournament like the Rising Stars tournament just had. Cause that shit was fire. I liked it. I liked it the Rising Stars game more than I liked it the All-Star game. And the format that they had. You feel me? A 3-on-3 tournament, you picking out of anybody, out of these 24 players here if you were captain. Or the other 20 left. Get your team. And they basically like on the 3-on. I guarantee dudes will play harder and put a bonus on it. I guarantee they'll play harder, like a big 3 setting. And they
Yeah.
probably had never used the big 3 setting because Ice Cube probably sued their ass, but like a big 3 setting. And just do away with the All-Star game or just do old school shit I used to play out in the yard. Knockout 21.
They should
One-on-one
do
tournament. You
they
feel me?
should do one-on-one games, bro.
Yeah,
Like
one-on-one
real
tournament would be
shit.
brilliant. Knockout.
Real shit.
You could
Well,
bring back horse like they
they
had in the
mentioned they
'70s.
mentioned a
You
one
could
on one. They mentioned a one-on-one
You
tournament.
could bring back
Yeah.
horse back when they used to have horse in the All Star weekend.
You just imagine this. You got 4 squads or whatever, you feel me? And Steph a captain. He like, yo, I got Giannis and B. You know what I mean? Whoever, and then it's just a 3-on-3 tournament. And whoever win that tournament get the bread. You feel me?
Yeah, pick up.
And
But I
that way
think,
you still
but I think if you throw home field advantage, and I think you throw in the fact that
the number one seed could get for that particular conference could get a bye and automatically be in the second round. I think that would give them an incentive to play harder though.
Well, they got to do something because them dudes sucked yesterday, man. That shit was so ass, bro.
Yeah, that would be tough, man. I'm not going to.
Yeah,
You get a bye in the second round.
yeah, that's kind of cool.
Who can we get for Jalen Brown, bro?
For us, Boston. I mean, end of the day, the guy that I would want on the most would be Ime Udoka. He's tired of a lot of those young players in Houston. You could tell that he's frustrated how he been coaching lately for Houston. I think he'll give y'all Jabari Smith, Jalen Green, probably a score off the bench that they got, and a lottery pick for Jalen Brown right now.
Oh yeah, I'll take that.
That's
Jalen
what I'm
Brown.
saying, Trey. And I think a guy like a Jabari Smith or Jalen Green will help y'all out.
Yeah, we need some size. I'm tired of these small
Yeah,
lineups. We getting out
yeah.
rebounded every night. It's just disgusting, man. We shoot too many threes to get out rebounded, bro.
And to
It's
give
crazy.
y'all another lottery pick, y'all actually draft well. So to give y'all an extra lottery pick, I think that would benefit y'all as well. So I think that would be a good move for both because I think Jalen Brown will help out Houston because he understand Udoka. He understand what to bring with them. And I think it'll work out for both teams. And so I think that would be the move. If I'm Houston, I consider doing it because obviously they're struggling under Udoka. If I'm Boston, hell, we seeing that the duo's not working between Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum. We got to do something. We got to try something different. And I think that would work out for both teams. And Boston would still be right in the mix with that trade.
Yeah, tell Jalen
What
Brown
what
go to
big
San
contract can they put in there
Antonio.
to make that happen?
The big contract. I think Houston would have to work out a sign and trade with Jalen Green because he could actually go up for an extension in the offseason. So you could do a little extension with him. And they make a throw a third guy in there that actually I forgot who actually gets paid. This what they might have to do. Probably had to throw a Dylan Brooks in there because he get paid pretty good. And you had to throw in Jabbar. Those
Or
three
that,
they
or
had
that
to
dude,
do.
or that point guard.
Yeah, Fred Van Fleet. But y'all don't need a point guard in my opinion though.
Hell no, don't need that.
Yeah, so I think it'll be like Dylan Brooks, Jabari Smith, and Jalen Green because he could sign it. He could do a little extension. He don't have to get the max, but he could do an extension enough to the point where that the money will work out and y'all get a future first round protected pick. I think that would be perfect for both teams. And Houston actually can compete and then you don't could get a guy that actually bought into what he did before. In Boston, you get some young talent that you could develop a little bit. Pressure won't be on them guys to be the number one guys. And then you got a future lottery pick. You know Boston draft
And,
well. I
and that's
think it's a
more time.
win-win.
And that's more time for Cam Whitmore on Houston.
Exactly. Exactly.
Man, somebody need to go
I
San
think that boy a
Antonio with my
stud.
nigga Wimby, man. Somebody need to go down San Antonio.
I ain't even been seeing. Had a twin been playing for Houston?
Yes, he been on the court, so that's more time for him as well. He been playing a little bit, and he fits what Udoka really want for us, a guy to play defense and stuff like that. He just got to develop offensively.
Cause
Once
his
he,
brother is a lockdown defender. I'm telling you, sore in
yeah,
Detroit, boy.
once he finally does that, I think it'll be perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I think it will work out once they do that.
Yeah, I think that's the best trade scenario. I can't see no better one, bro.
I agree. I totally agree. Yeah, the Realest, man, the pressure on your damn strippers to win, boy.
The strippers didn't go get no fucking size. This
See,
shit
this
crazy,
the
bro.
thing. This the thing with my Clippers, bro. I feel like we got too comfortable winning all them games before the trade deadline, and we felt like we was cool with what we got because we looking at it like, man, them last 2 months we only lost like 4 or 5 games.
Hold
So
on. That ain't what Kawhi said. He said they was winning off pure talent. He was not satisfied.
shit, but still, it's still like niggas still got
Hey,
like,
that's a fact, Trill City. That's a fact.
yeah, that shit don't make
Yeah,
no
I could
sense.
tell the way they weren't blowing nobody out, bro.
Yeah. Cause we got weak ass white boys for centers, bro. We got weak ass white boys. I told
Man,
BJ and them, I'm like, bro, we need a African American at the center, bro. You need a you need a nigga, bro. You need a nigga to play that center position. Like you need somebody with some toughness, bro. Like we ain't got no toughness at the center position, bro. There's no toughness.
I think BJ actually got too caught up in what Thomas be saying all the goddamn time. He kind of got lost a little bit. Once he snapped that battle, he gonna realize to speak fluently about what's really going on with the Clippers, man. I think the Clippers are a solid team,
Yeah,
but end of the day, the whoever got question marks about them, I think is valid, and I think it's actually fair because you
yeah,
do got three guys outside of Kawhi Leonard. We know we could trust Kawhi Leonard,
right,
but you don't know if you could trust Russ. You don't know if you could trust PG. Hell,
right,
you don't know you could trust Harden when it comes down to when pressure is put on them.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
And
I
this
think that's valid. And
and
the
this my
size
thing
is the
too.
issue, though. The size is the issue.
And this my thing too. Like I just feel like, bro, if James Harden, if it come down in the playoffs and James Harden is our second best player, we fucked, bro. We screwed. Cause James Harden shouldn't have to be scoring out that motherfucker. He should be taking a step back. That's why I don't even really. I'm not even tripping off Harden. Cause Harden's supposed to be taking the back seat anyway. He's supposed to just be playing point guard. So I'm not tripping on him. It's really PG's bum ass. Like I really hate PG. I don't like the nigga. I don't
And
like the
I'm
music.
and I'm gonna tell you what's been going on. And I'm not surprised that nobody hasn't really mentioned it. What's
Yeah,
been going on with the Clippers? But before the All Star break, James Harden actually has been the second option,
that's what I'm
and
saying.
that's a bad sign.
That's what I'm saying. And you said something, bro. I ain't gonna lie, huh? You said some shit, even though I ain't want to hear it, but you was like, you said something about let James Harden get his bad games out the way now, bro. Cause cause he played too good now. And then when the playoffs come around, we gonna stink that bitch up. Cause PG bum ass ain't gonna be playing up the par, so he gotta step up. And then you know
That's
how
why I
that
was
goes.
telling. That's why I was telling them niggas. I don't even want James Harden to play good right now. Get all that shit out your system right now. I don't even want you playing great, man. That's why it's crucial for Paul
Yeah,
George to go ahead and take that second option back. Cause James Harden been the second option. He been the
right,
guy that actually been changing the momentum of games. And
right.
that's a bad sign if you a Clipper fan.
Mm-hmm.
If you watching that, that's actually a bad sign. I wouldn't
Yeah,
want James Harden to be my damn second option.
that's for sure. I've been saying that he shouldn't be. If he's the second best player, that's an issue. Because he should be coming. Because if he coming here to be the second best player, he might as well should have stayed in Philly if he was going to be the second best player. You know what I'm saying? If you supposed to come here to be the third, fourth option, like to chill. He's coming here to chill. You feel me? Put niggas in their spots, not come to do step back threes and shit like that. Like, he's supposed to be getting at least like 12 assists a game playing with us, bro. Not 20 something points a game. Like,
Exactly. I don't know why niggas take it like I was hating. Like I troll sometimes, but
yeah,
a lot of shit I say go over people's head though, and they
right,
really don't realize it until it's too late. That damn, I see why Hearn was saying what he was saying. And then if you a Clipper fan, you most definitely gonna be scared if the game, if the series go into game 6 and shit. I'll be afraid like a motherfucker. I'll be scared as hell.
yeah,
I'd be
bro.
scared
I'll
as
be
hell because
afraid.
I don't know what to expect from my counterparts. I
I
don't
just,
know what Russ go do. I don't know
mhm,
what Harden go do, and I damn sure don't know what PG go do. I know Kawhi could do it, but can
right.
Kawhi overcome three niggas choking in pressure moments? I don't
That's
think
what
he
I'm
gonna
saying.
overcome this shit.
But then he gonna wind up start playing like trash. That's really what happened in that bubble series against the Nuggets. You know, Kawhi was
Exactly.
doing this shit, then that shit'll rub off on a nigga, bro. Like, you feel me? There's a nigga gonna be like, man, fuck this shit, bro. I'm over here. I'm the only nigga hooping. All these niggas out here just doing whatever out
Hey,
there.
look at my boy Three Glock 9 cooking Kawhi. I mean, I do gotta admit, Three Glock 9, you are right. Right, the last time we did see Kawhi fully healthy, he did have a bad game 7. I can't deny that, but out of them other three niggas that I also named, we seen him come through in big time moments. So
Yeah,
other than that, I mean, I ain't gonna go too far with Kawhi. But
yeah,
for us with Russ, Harden, and PG, I'm scared. If he get to a game, if I'm a team that playing the Clippers in the 7 game series, Man, y'all, all we gotta do is get to a game 6. When the pressure is on them niggas, we got 3 niggas that we know that will be uptight. As long as we get to game 6, we got a chance to win the series.
Yeah,
That's
but
how I
like
look at it.
all
That's how
niggas
I look
like
at it.
that's why I don't like playing them teams with them wings and shit, bro. Cause all they do, like I ain't gonna lie, the key to beat us, bro. All you gotta do is roughing us up, bro. All you gotta do is get physical with us. You getting our grill and shit like that, bro. Eventually we gonna start making mistakes. Like you feel what I'm saying? That's the only thing I don't. That's why I don't want to play
Hey,
them
Kobe
niggas.
Jordan, I just told
Yeah,
Mario to drop the link for you, so hopefully you drop the link, and I want to hear your takes on who got the most pressure. So, yeah,
yeah,
Kobe Jordan, man. Hey, man, you got to tell BJ and them, man, to let the boy on. Kobe Jordan was one of the most loyal niggas over there. They pushed him away because he got different outlooks on shit. It's
I
really
was on
because of
that show. I was on
it's
that
really it's
show. That
really
shit
it's
was
really
crazy.
because of Thomas capping ass. But you know what I'm saying? Kobe Jordan was a loyal guy. He's 100. Man, they need to let that boy. They need to leave Kobe Jordan alone. I don't like how they did that, man.
Yeah, I fuck with Kobe Jordan. That's my guy. That's my guy. Yeah, I was on that show that night. That shit was funny as hell. Cause niggas try to make him bet against the team and shit like that and all that.
Look at LaShawn Walsh. Everybody know Hearns teams. I grew up a Chicago Bulls fan, and when the Grizzlies came to Memphis, I support my Grizzlies. My Bulls actually been playing good. We gonna be a play-in team, but we actually a scary team to face. I think we could beat Milwaukee in the 7-game series right now. That's my honest God opinion about my Bulls. We've been actually looking good. Now my Grizzlies, we know we done, but they play hard, and we found some young jewels. I like Double G.
Mm-hmm.
He been balling.
He cold.
I like Vincent Williams. We got some young pieces that could build on to next year. But outside of that, man, I don't trip. I tell the truth about my team. Niggas was saying I was hating on John Moran last year when I said that, man, we gonna lose in the first round. I don't like our style of play. Niggas said I was a hater. No, I just knew our style of play is not going, work in the playoffs.
Yeah, he threw y'all team off with all that gun shit.
Yeah, we not a strong we don't have a huge IQ. We not a great jump shooter team. I knew we was gonna lose in the first round. And end of the day, folks said I was a hater. No, I'm just telling the truth about my team.
Mm. What the fuck? What Marcus Smart over there doing? I know he hurt.
He been hurt. He been hurt.
Dang, I got D Rose over
But he
there. That.
did play good. He did play good when he played, but he been hurt though.
Mm-hmm. Type of shit.
And Kobe Jordan, if you backstage, let me know.
All
Was
right,
you on
cool.
that stream when I was saying John Moran was the unquestionable leader of that team, bro? And they was
Yeah,
saying he
yeah, yeah,
wasn't.
yeah, yeah. You said that, Trill. See, a
You
lot
said
of
he was.
shit you say, go over a lot of people head too though.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I be saying, bro. For
Like me
real.
and you talk shit to each other, but you be saying some real shit that'd be like a lot of niggas don't catch on till it's too late.
They thought Memphis couldn't just win without, bro.
Nah, we could in the past because we had the right pieces,
Yeah.
but we didn't have the right type of pieces. We didn't have a Tyrus Jones to supplement and somewhat good. You know what I'm saying? Try and give us good energy and play elite point guard ball. We didn't have the same type of guys like we had in the past. I knew we wasn't gonna do it this year.
Taj Jones, his ass basically
And he's showing Marcus
good as
Smart.
a
He a better leader than Marcus Smart, man. That nigga overrated, bro.
starter. Damn. Yeah, but that young nigga number 45, whatever, yo, tough. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, man, Double
Man, I
G
like that
hooping,
seven
boy.
foot dude on Memphis, man. They sleeping on
That
him.
shooter. You talking about that stretch shooter we got?
Ooh, that boy cold to me, bro.
Yeah, we got a bright future, man. It just that shit. In the day, John Morant out, and what he got to do though, he got to make himself a threat and make people respect that jump shot. If people start respecting that jump shot, sky's the limit for our team, and we gonna be
Mm-hmm.
even more dangerous. Cause Desmond Bain developed, he actually made improvements.
Yeah, he a
So
bucket. He a bucket for sure.
yeah,
I actually think they can use a good draft pick this year. I don't really think they need to be pressing for them playoffs like that, bro.
Yeah, y'all got rid of Steven Adams hurt ass. I seen his ass, Steven Adams.
Look at Trav 414 say, man, come on, bro. Chicago now beat them and walk on their worst day. Shit, I just seen G League Grizzlies beat the Milwaukee Bucks. You think how the Bulls been looking lately? We could ball now. My Bulls been looking good. Ask Trill City. How my Bulls been looking lately? My Bulls been looking pretty
No,
damn
the
good,
Bulls.
man.
Look at the Bulls record. They ain't no. They playing. They a playing team, and they ain't even been doing nothing at the beginning of the season. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they definitely a threat at the bottom, bro.
We started out real bad, but we turned the corner once Kobe White started cooking. Shit, we ain't looked back.
Yeah,
Man,
Kobe,
they been
Kobe,
cooking in
Kobe
old boy
numbers went up.
absence too.
Yep.
They had Drummond. They had Drummond looking like a somebody want to get on the trade deadline.
Look at
Yeah,
John Wick. He said Boston at the G League. I know, but D'Angelo Russell been an all-star before. And we got to be real about that, John Wick, man. The Lakers got several guys that could ball, though. They weren't
Man, they
like
gotta
him.
stop doing that, Herm. They gotta stop doing that. Like the
Yeah,
Lakers ain't got no talent, bro.
Lakers got some talent, bro. My Grizzlies, it was no way in hell we was supposed to beat Milwaukee. We did, though. We whooped
And it,
their ass.
and I'm mad at the Clippers for not signing Christian Wood, bro. They
yeah,
could have got him, bro.
yeah.
That would have helped them out, actually. I actually really
Yeah,
like
I
that.
mean, good 20 minutes off at least. Man, he gonna at least rebound, bro. He's soft, but he gonna rebound, bro.
He actually will. The Clippers, man, they go be good. We know they gonna be a top 3 seed. I just don't trust Russ, Harden, and PG. I just don't trust them three, man. And I don't think Kawhi Leonard, he can't overcome them three. Now, if he just had one of those type of niggas on his team, I think he could. You can't overcome three niggas that's like that, man. You can't. That's hard to overcome. Like when the pressure's on, when the series get tighter, when it's a win all take all type of game, man, you can't overcome three niggas, man. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
Cause Russ be the nigga to be turning the ball over the course of the season on some
They don't
goofy
get no
shit.
extra possession.
Yeah, yeah, my
Now,
takeaway
John,
was
now John Wick, we know Boston laid the egg, bro, but you just can't make it like it's the same thing like the Grizzlies did to Milwaukee Bucks. That's not comparable though. D'Lo is actual former All Star. D'Lo would cook majority of the point guards in the NBA now. Just that D'Lo don't get to showcase his talents because initially y'all was holding him back. Now they realize we gotta let this nigga play ball. Y'all letting him play ball now.
yeah, you gotta that's a nigga you gotta let hoop. You keep him away from
They
shit.
realize that's the different thing with him too.
Mhm. I thought they was gonna ship his ass off. Even when he was
Oh,
playing
John
That's
Wick,
good.
that was a bad loss because anytime the Celtics is already bad as is when they lose to the Lakers anyway. But it was bad to lose to them at home like they did without Anthony Davis and LeBron. That was a bad loss. But Boston, they bounced back from it though. So I mean, Milwaukee though, they been looking bad.
but they definitely didn't see what happened in that motherfucking game. The Lakers, shit, the Jackson Hayes had his best fucking game because this motherfucker getting rebound after rebound after rebound after rebound.
I forgot how many first half turnovers y'all had. I think y'all had over 10 of them motherfuckers though. I never seen over 10 in one half like that in a long time for Boston. But I think it was like y'all had over 10 turnovers in the first half, if I'm not mistaken. I had to go back and look at that trail to be accurate. But I think y'all had more than 10 turnovers in the first half.
I think they had what 20 something at the end.
Yeah, I think y'all had like over 25 at the end. It was that bad of a game. And the Lakers just took advantage of that. And the Lakers played with more energy from start to finish.
Man, like I always said, Doc
That's
Rivers,
what I'm saying.
Doc
We
Rivers
can't
keep
let that
getting
shit happen,
jugs.
bro.
Doc Rivers keep getting jugs, and teams keep getting rubbed.
Hey, we better be real. I think the Denver Nuggets been coasting. I think the Nuggets gonna win the championship again, man. I think they got the best player in the league. I think when it's all said and done, people not paying attention. He been cutting minutes down on purpose of certain guys, whether it's Jamal Murray or Michael Porter. KCP been sending out games, but in the midst of that, they done discovered another player that's gonna get the same type of energy as Bruce Brown. That Watson kid, he been balling. He's very athletic. He's very energetic, and I think that's the only thing that was missing. Now you done discovered it. I think Denver gonna be right back in the mix again, and I think they gonna go back to the finals and win it all.
Yeah, if it ain't my
I hate
Clippers,
to
I'm
say it,
definitely saying
we don't let the
Celtics.
European be the best player in the league, man.
Yeah, we let international niggas run this shit. International niggas taking over the league for sure.
Man, Denver win it again. This shit gonna be boring as hell, boy.
Kansas City shit. Kansas City shit for real. Be a waste of a season.
Oh shit! But they hate. But see, that's how I know guys don't be paying attention. Denver done slick discover some shit. Why they bullshit?
They the
And
only team that make no moves.
no, cause Mike Malone said it when they asked. He said, "Man, we good where we at." And when he said that, I was like, "That nigga a slick motherfucker." And when I think about it. When you see niggas, when you seen these guys playing not a lot of minutes like they was doing at one point, I was like, he trying to find something. In the midst of it, Mike Malone found something. So that's why he confident. And sometimes that's what you gotta do in a long grueling
Yeah,
season.
steady developing MPJ too.
Yeah.
So,
When you going through a long grueling season, you gotta develop some niggas on the midst of your team. Man, fuck it. I don't have to play Jamal Murray this many minutes. Man, Jamal, you got a sore knee. I know you could play, but man, I'm gonna sit you out. And,
nigga
and you
said,
could discover some talent by doing
And
slick
that's
shit like
what
that.
Joe Mazzulla didn't get, bro. I was watching the whole year. He never was playing Nemus Quater. So this
mm,
nigga was not getting developed. So when he start getting in, it's like, okay, you see he can do a little something, but he ain't doing enough yet because he ain't been developed, been playing enough, bro. This is
mm,
what I don't understand, bro. That's what Jonathan Kaminga did when them bursted out because he started getting that playing time, bro. You can't just sit niggas on the bench, bro, and think they finna come out there and give 100% of their full potential, bro. That's goofy shit, bro. You
yeah,
gotta
them
play
niggas
them
ain't
niggas, see what
ready.
you got, bro.
When you
Cause
sitting on
I
your
think
edge,
Pritchard, I think Pritchard could be a dangerous motherfucker. You just let out like you remember how y'all had Ada House back at 07, 08. He could be that same type of nigga if you give him an opportunity.
oh god,
And another nigga off the bench, I forgot the other cat that's kind of they got the size on. I forgot the other cat name. You make it figure it out. He could do what James Posey could do. You give him an opportunity. What's that cat name? Damn, I can't think of it, Trill.
Number set, because I think he got traded.
Damn, I forgot the other nigga name,
Not
man.
Lamar Stevens, not uh
Damn, it's the Hauser dude.
oh Sam Hauser.
That's what I think I'm
That's the
talking
white
about.
boy. That's the
yeah, the
white
white
boy that
boy,
would shoot the
Yeah,
three.
I like him though. I like him though.
you'll be hitting. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he was getting his little tick, but they just weren't playing the big guys. They weren't playing no
Mm,
big. Yeah, boy.
shit, that's how I feel. That's how I feel with Brandon Boston on my Clippers and
I
shit. I
think
feel like
Boston need to sign a guy like a Robin Lopez. I think Robin Lopez, he's physical. He's a guy that if they do go to the hole, he ain't gonna let no motherfucker get an easy bucket. You don't need him to score. You just need him to play defensive rebound. And he can finish strong at the rim.
I
I
take a
think
flyer on him or sign Whiteside. Where he at? Like what
yeah, that
the,
white
the
side
hell?
man.
We need some motherfucker that's mobile down there, man. You can't just
and
put it
I ain't
all on.
gonna lie, I think Robert Lopez probably going to the Lakers though. I think the Lakers get a guy like a Robert Lopez, that would most definitely help them in the series against Denver. Because now you got some fouls you could use. Robert Lopez could just be physical. Man, just rough up Jokic a little bit. Man, we just need AD to guard him in the fourth quarter. I think AD could guard him one quarter of the game. He just can't guard him throughout the course of a whole game. And that's why they beat Denver before, because they had three motherfuckers that could actually give them three different type of looks. And I think with a guy like Robert Lopez, he could give you the physical aspect of it. And I think that would help out AD if they was to get Robert Lopez.
Hell yeah, I would love for Robin Lopez to play over Jackson Hayes and motherfucking Christian Wood. Cause I really think they more of a threat for real.
And Mr. Man's backstage. Hold on.
I don't know why. I don't know why Boston ain't get Marvin back. They could have just got him for some cheap.
Yeah, yeah. Boston was kind of tripping on that because really, I wouldn't even want to play Al Horford until the playoffs. I don't even want that nigga to.
Exactly.
I don't even want that nigga to raise no energy until the playoffs.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying, why wasn't you playing Nemus Quater? Fuck the record, bro. We gotta work little dog in. Come on,
Yep.
man.
See if
What
he
up,
can
fellas?
actually contribute some. Salute,
Salute.
Ma.
What everybody? Salute, man.
Kobe Jordan, man. What's up, Mingo Juster? I know Mars already gave his takes, so I know Kobe Jordan. I want to start off with you. Who do you feel has the most pressure on them for us winning
Clippers,
the
Clippers,
championship?
Clippers, 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 Clippers. And
Can
and
you
and, and,
lighten
and
us on that?
yes, I can give you a lot of enlightenment on that. It's multiple reasons why. The other teams that you may or may not mention, those teams are younger. They have a lot more time to, win a championship. Kawhi and PG, these guys are all towards the end of their career. So I mean, that's just the obvious. Moving into the new arena, I mean that's a big thing. We want to put that banner up going into the new arena, and then the investment standpoint, right? All of the draft picks that we gave up for PG, obviously West took a pay cut. James Harden is up for pay this off season. So this is the time. This is the time that they have to win. I don't think it's going to be next year. It can't be the year after that. This is the year, bro. If they don't win this year, and that's just me standing on business. If they don't win this year, bro, it's a complete failure, bro. And then Paul George, he's a free agent at the end of this year as well. So now you look at it and say, okay, well, if we don't win and PG leaves, this would be the biggest catastrophe of all time, I think. And then it's the Clippers, right? We've had some of the best teams, in the 2015 era with the Chris Paul, Blake Griffin era, they didn't win. The Doc Rivers Clippers, when he had Kawhi his first year, they didn't win. And then this year. So if it to me, bro, these dudes, they all have something to prove. Like if them niggas don't win a championship, bro, like I still trust Kawhi, but them other three dudes, they legacy on the line. So that's just it, bro. There's no other team that has more pressure. There's no individual player. I think we got the three guys, bro, in this last decade, bro, that literally hasn't proved that they could be a number one or number two and win a championship. So you gotta go with these dudes, bro. They gotta
I
win it.
agree
No,
with you.
keep cooking, nigga. Don't
Yeah,
stop,
Kobe
don't
Jordan
stop.
been
Keep
cooking,
cooking
man.
And
these
so
niggas, man.
it's like what angle do you want me to cook it at? Because you could talk about the age, you could talk about the investment, you could talk about the legacy. Like what part do you
Talk
want me to
about talk
dissect?
about the legacy aspect.
So for the
Okay, yeah.
So for the legacy aspect, we look at dudes in the Hall of Fame, right? We can say, okay, James Harden and Westbrook will be Hall of Famers. But when you look back at their career, you'll say, okay, well, these dudes really didn't win at the highest level. There's guys that we've seen done that. But I think it's unfortunate because I think what those dudes have done as far as the assists, the rebounding, the triple doubles, it's to me, it's actually it's a knock because those guys have been not the one, not the two, but they've been everything you could imagine. They've been a one option, they've been a second, and they've been a third, and they still haven't won. And to me, that's the part, right? So you'll say, well, how good were they really? Right? West was the number three, they still couldn't win. West was the number two, he couldn't win. James Harden has been a one, two, and three his whole career. He hasn't won. So now is it a character issue? Is it something that these dudes are they not winners? When it comes down to crunch time moments, is it more about self or do they actually know how to play within an offense and get everybody involved and still be impactful? Because you can put up a lot of numbers and it's not impactful. So for me, those two guys are in the same category. Now on to PG. PG to me is separate from them two. For me with PG, it's not skill, it's nothing. It's all mental. When you watch a dude on the court, bro, when I used to hoop, I could tell the niggas I could talk trash to and it'll affect them PG one of them dudes to where you can get underneath his skin, bro. It's gonna affect him, bro. He's worried about non-basketball related shit. So again, when you have mentally dudes who have mental lapses, I'm not gonna call him mentally weak. I'm gonna say when he has mental lapses, you're not in the game, bro. And the reason why I know that is because I've seen that, bro. I've had these experiences. When I used to be a Clipper fan, when I was a Clipper fan, I'm still am. But when I was watching those Clipper games with Chris and Blake, you know one thing I used to see? I used to see Draymond bully Blake. I'm like, how come Blake always struggle against the Warriors? I'm like, the nigga is bigger than all of these. He's stronger. He's more athletic. Like nobody can really stop him. Like laterally, like him vertically, it's hard to contain him. It was mental, bro. Draymond came out and said it. Oh, I used to talk to him like Chris Paul. He really don't like y'all really don't vibe like that. He only passed into you for a six, right? When you say shit like that to Blake Griffin, mental, bro. Them the type of dudes you can count them out for 2 or 3 quarters and you good. Long as you get them out of the game mentally, you already won the game because they're not in the game mentally. Same with PG. My biggest fear with him is, bro, he might play 1 or 2 good games and then he gonna be incognito for a good half a series, maybe a whole series. That's it. Kawhi Leonard, no issues with him. Mentally solid. He gonna come. He gonna give you his production. He gonna defend. He gonna play winning basketball. Them other 3 dudes will pull you down. And this is the last thing I'm gonna say about this team. When I hear dudes like these other Clipper podcast dudes talk about how we don't need size, this is where they're delusional. They keep trying to put guys in unconventional positions and say, it's gonna work. You can't teach size, bro. When we play a team like Denver and play teams like the Timberwolves and Pelicans, they gonna say, well, those teams, those fours, they don't really dominate you in the post. But they not talking about the above game. What about the leaps above you to get those extra tip-ins and those offensive rebounds? They forget about the above game. I'm not worried about MPJ beating me off the dribble and dunking on me. I'm worried about him getting to the basket and his 6'10 being an advantage over some of our wing guys just to get extra points and extra rebounds and dunking on your head for tip-ins. That's the shit that they don't look at, bro. They just think the game is one linear way. And that to me blows me, bro. Because I know this game, bro. And I know one thing you can't go without is size, bro. I never seen outside of Golden
That's a
State,
fact.
I never seen a small ball team win at the highest level outside of Golden State. And guess what? They're an anomaly, bro. You can't do what they do. Most teams ain't got 2 of the best shooters of the era and then have some of the guys who can defend multiple positions and still be able to not give up as many points. So you gotta fix that issue, bro. It's the buyout. Guys like Drummond, I like to get him because of his size. But he may not be available. We got till March 1st to make a move, and we'll see what they'll do.
I say get a guy like I think Robert Lopez is the best big man that probably will be available. I say get a guy like Rob, even though even though one of my partners, I think Zay said another Clipper fan said, man, he don't want a white boy, he want a black boy. You know what I'm saying? He don't want
Right.
a white big man. He want a black one. You know what I'm saying? But Robert Lopez though actually is very physical. He actually will do all the little small dirty things. I
I
think he'll
agree.
be a great addition to any team that's contending in the NBA right now. I
I
think
agree.
that's gonna be the big move. Whoever gets to him first gonna help them significantly. Mans, what you think about Kobe Jordan's take? I think he expressed everything on point to
Well,
me.
salute to Kobe Jordan, man. Salute to the chat, man. The panel. Kobe Jordan was spot on, and I gotta be honest right now, man. He's been the only Clippers fan who has spoke truth. Not saying he's not a Clippers fan or is not picking his team to win, but he's not naive or he's not stubborn about their shortcomings or their lack of. His point about size, I'm gonna give you a good example. A guy like Aaron Gordon, right, a bigger four. Like he'll give the Clippers issues, right? A lot of teams out west can put out their certain lineups, and the Clippers don't got good size on the wing, you know. And then he talked about PG and James mentality and stuff like that. That's a great point. And they're perimeter oriented. The Clippers don't get a whole lot of easy baskets from their wings. They're primarily one-on-one isolation scorers. When the shots going down, it looks great. When they're not making shots, then they're just mediocre. That's why James Harden playing downhill, creating for Zubac and the bigs is so important to get easy baskets and easy buckets. But I like Kobe's take because he's not afraid to call out their shortcomings. He's not afraid to say, well, what if we don't do this? What if that doesn't work? We're lacking here.
A lot of diehard fans are scared, or like they don't keep it 100 on their team because they like their team. Like, I mean, the Clippers have flaws. Don't get it twisted. And Kobe Jordan gave you guys a list of them, and they're valid concerns. I just find it hypocritical that some Clippers fans feel like this Clippers team have no flaws. They're
Maz,
unbeatable.
you got to put Trill City up there with the most honest Clippers fans as well, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well.
Like,
Yeah.
when
Trill
they
too.
had that '06 run, when they went 6 games losing, I said,
Uh
give them
huh.
some more time, bro. I was one of them guys, man. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. So for sure. So let me close with this real quick. We gotta be honest about what we see with our two eyes and how we assess it. The Clippers are a damn good team, but they got flaws, and there's teams out there who can exploit their flaws. And if Kobe is still on, just real quick, Kobe, a question to you, bro. Like, I think if you guys played Minnesota, that's going to be a major issue. That's
Oh
going to
yeah,
be a problem
yeah,
because Minnesota defends and rebounds, and they don't give up paint points. So that means that Kawhi, PG, and James and Norman Powell, you have to hit perimeter shots. And so that
Ooh,
means if there's
Maz, you
games
cooking
where
right there. We
shots
losing to
ain't
them.
going, then it's going to be a long series. And so, listen, there's teams out there who can exploit what the Clippers do back. It's
right.
just that you just hope and pray that guys like PG and Kawhi and James make shots. If they're making shots, they're going to be damn near unbeatable. Let's just call a
Right.
spade a spade. But if they're going like 5 for 15, and listen, I can see it where Kawhi, I think we all agree. Kawhi, listen, I trust him. He's Kawhi. I think he rises to the occasion. He gives me no pause or concern whatsoever. But Kawhi can go for 30, 35 points, and PG and James can do what they do and fail and be mentally weak, and Clippers lose the game. Last point. I point back to that Lakers game in LA, obviously, and you saw Kawhi do his job, but you saw when James and PG, when the moment became the moment and they turned the ball over, taking bad shots, you know what I'm saying? Having dumbass turnovers. That's what Kobe Jordan is referring to. And if that happens, bro, they're gonna go home and they're gonna go home early. And so, listen, man, it is what it is, man. It just is what it is.
And can I add on to that one point he mentioned about the Timberwolves, Herm, real quick?
Hey, go ahead, go ahead.
So it's funny because he said it because I don't know if you know, but I'm actually from Minnesota. My cousin, he calls me. We talk every night, right? And his team is Minnesota, and me and him was just talking about matchups. And me and him was like, man, if the Timberwolves play, I feel confident against y'all. And I said, I see why. And the reason is because it's three. Well, I would say two teams that I do have concerns because of the perimeter defenders. But when the Timberwolves, when we play them, it's not a coincidence that these dudes are going 5 for 15 or 6 for 13 from the field and 3 and 9 from the three, right? There's a reason why. And what Matt said was spot on. We could beat them, but we would have to shoot the three at such an elite level. I don't think it's sustainable. And again, we are the number one 3-point shooting team, but against them, it's not as easy. Those looks aren't the same. They got guys that can run you off the three. Their closeouts are different. And then once we beat that first man, you got another nigga who is in the paint, who then he changes the direction of your shot. Kawhi had a mid-range easy at the basket. He hits that 10 times out of 10. He literally looked up, took a step, spent backwards, and then tried to shoot over him. He made the shot, but just how tough that shot was, we can't sustain them type of tough shots for a 7-game series and then give up the type of rebounds and size issues that we do on the other side. That's my point that I keep telling these guys. Against the smaller teams, if it's just a shooter, I feel confident of going up against the Thunder and OKC or Thunder, Dallas, Phoenix, because we know they don't have the type of defenders that can guard us. The Timberwolves do. And then when we go to the bench, here's what they don't understand. They still got guys like Naz Reid and Kyle Anderson coming off the bench who got size. So our bench players don't even have the size to contain their bench guys. So it's all about size with them. I'm gonna say this last thing. 3 of the last 4 games we played them, 4 of the last 4, dating back to last year, 2 of the games last year, that these dudes have scored 60 plus points in the paint. 4 of the 5 games. You can't tell me it's not a size issue. They make it an emphasis to beat us in the paint on purpose. It's just that simple, bro. It's all just understanding the game.
You spot on. Y'all spot on, man. Mingo Jester, you in here? Cause I know that nigga say he was backstage. I don't know if he in here or not.
Yeah,
Uh,
man, I'm right here, man. But
yeah, what's your thoughts? Who you think got the most pressure, man? You can list a couple of teams and not just one team. Cause I said the Celtics had the most pressure, but I understand why people saying the Clippers. But who you got? The teams who has the most pressure to win the title? Because the season starts now. To me, All-Star game over with. This is when shit get real. So, who you think got the most pressure, man?
I mean, you can name quite a few teams that you saying got pressure, because all teams want to win a championship. I mean, you like you said, you could say the Celtics, the Clippers. Some people may say the Lakers because they fans. You know how they fans is. They fan is Lakers fans are they vicious, man. If you don't win, but they get to turn it on everybody, even themselves. So, I mean, you could say Timberwolves young, OKC young, but I'm gonna have to go with the Clippers too with y'all. I got to go with y'all on the Clippers because people been waiting on the Clippers to win since they got together. These dudes ain't won nothing since they got together. At least the Lakers won a championship in 2020, and the Clippers haven't won anything. And these guys got to get it together, bro. If they don't do it this year, bro, I don't know when. Kawhi got to be healthy. I think it start with health first. Me, I'm gonna go with health first, and then all the stuff that Kobe Jordan was talking about, plus the stuff that Maz had mentioned. That's how I'm gonna say it. But it gotta be health first. Because if you don't have health first, all that stuff that y'all was saying, it don't really matter. So I'm gonna say health first, and then all the stuff that Kobe Jordan said, plus the stuff that Maz said. That's my take.
Yeah, who's still in there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just
Yeah,
letting everybody go, man.
yeah, we
Oh
here,
yeah,
man. Yeah,
for
yeah, we
sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, hey, man, I feel y'all on the Clippers point because at the end of the day, they got together for a reason. It's to bring a title to Clipperland, and they've been knocking on the door. Some instances they collapsed, some instances they had injuries. None of that shit is the excuse this year. They got to get it done, even if they get hurt. They still got to find a way to get it done somehow, some way. So yes, I agree with y'all, but I put it on Boston. To me, they've been knocking on the door since 2017. And you
Facts.
add a guy, you add a guy like Jason Tatum. If he want to prove that he's a superstar in this league, you got to get it done this year. You've been knocking on the door for too damn long. And for you to be considered one of the best players in the game, which people trying to put him in a top 5 conversation, he need to show that now. This the year you show that you a top 5 player. If you that much of a top 5 player, you'll find a way to get it done. And that's why I'm putting the pressure on the Celtics. They've been knocking on the door since 2017, y'all. It's 2024. It's 7 damn years. Cause you gotta remember that was a conference finals before even Jason Tatum got there.
Pressure on Joe Mazzulla too. We got to get rid of him if he
I
can't
think
get it
it
done with
yeah, I
Jason
think his
Tatum
ass
and
would
and,
get I
and
think his ass would
Porzingis.
get fired.
And you got all these, you got Drew Holiday, Porzingis, all these weapons, bro. And you don't get it done with Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, man. We got to get Joe Mazzulla out of here, bro.
I still don't think the Nets. I still don't think the Nets should have fired Jock Vaughn. What he's supposed to do? Look at his team, man.
Right.
Then
He
they
got a
trading guys and getting guys. What he
Yeah,
supposed to
he got a
do?
whole bunch of role players, man. He got a whole but he
Then they traded Russ O'Neal. Like what he supposed to do?
but see
Oh,
the
they
thing
fired
about
the
the
Nets coach. The Nets
yeah, they
coach got
just
Yeah,
fired.
fired him, I think yesterday.
Javon did get fired. He did get fired this morning.
Oh yeah, this morning
Huh.
they
Yeah,
announced
the
it.
black coach has a short leash. That's crazy, but
That's crazy.
yeah, a short leash.
But
So
but you know
I got
what
a
black coach
question, man.
doesn't have a short leash is Doc Rivers, man. That's the one black
Oh,
coach that
got it.
that nigga.
There you go,
Listen,
bro. That's where I'm
bro.
going with it, bro.
Bro. Do y'all know he was the coach and the GM at the same time? I ain't never seen
With
that,
the Clippers.
bro. He
With
was
the
the
Clippers.
coach and the GM. I don't think Greg Popovich has ever done that.
Nope.
Yeah, that's where I want to go with it, man. I think Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis has a lot of pressure too. This
That's
guy,
the third team I
this
got.
guy was in the offseason talking about the team needs to get better, but he a top 1, 2 seed every single year. You trade for Dame, right? You got 3 coaches on your payroll, and you're not getting it done right now. And so I know the Clippers in Boston are probably at the top of the list, but bro, like Giannis has to come back and make me think that championship that he won isn't a fluke. I mean, when other guys won championships, we say, okay, that's cool, but like, can you do it again? Like, show me it wasn't a fluke. Like, a lot of things went right for the Bucks that year. A lot of things. And so Dame has, I mean, not Dame, but Giannis has to right that wrong a little bit to me. And so for me, I think the Bucks are right there. You know what I'm saying? This is a guy who a lot of guys deem the best player, in the world. He's the most impactful defensive player, even though his team is pathetic on defense. And so for me, I think the Milwaukee Bucks are right there. And here's my last point. It's funny how we're blaming Damian. I'm not blaming him, but guys are blaming Dame now. But just maybe a few months ago, I heard a conversation saying if you switch Dame with Steph Curry, then Dame can do the same thing that Steph can do with that roster. Well, Dame has Giannis and a pretty damn good roster. So you go from saying if you put Dame on the Golden State Warriors, he can do A, B, C, and D, and all of a sudden Dame is trash. He can't do this. He can't do that. It's just the hypocrisy is at an all-time high, bro. So for me, it's the Clippers, it's the Boston Celtics, and it's the Milwaukee Bucks.
Hey,
Giannis
hey,
has to get it done, bro. He has to get it done in my eyes.
And
and I
I agree with
He's a
y'all
fucking
earlier,
fraud.
man. I agree with y'all earlier, man, by putting the Phoenix Suns at number 4. But I don't think they got a chance of winning. But I understand people put the Phoenix at 4. So Kobe Jordan, how you feel about the pressure on the Phoenix Suns, Kevin Durant and the Suns?
Yeah, that's an interesting one because I didn't even think about that team. I just don't think they have enough to compete against the top 4 teams in the league. But defensively, I would say I just think that to me the pressure is really on Kevin Durant more than anybody on that team because I mean we're still waiting on him to win without Steph, and he stores in his career too. Devin Booker, he's still younger, but I mean I think Devin Booker still got time to build around him. Dudes like Bradley Beal, it is what it is. I mean if he could be a second or third piece, but if anything, yeah, I do think they wait that team would have to be up there because 2021 they didn't get it done. Uh, they've had the way that they lost against what was it, Dallas, getting blown out in Game 7 at home. So they have to definitely come back with a revenge, but I just don't think they have enough.
And Kobe Jordan, bro. Isn't it funny how people may say, oh, they're saying these guys need to win, right? Well, we're only mentioning 4 teams, right? Isn't that, listen, when we say pressure's on you, if you flip the narrative, isn't that like giving them a compliment because we're saying that we think you are
No
that good?
doubt, no
We
doubt.
think
That's
you
it's
should win. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
See, Mass is spot on because, this is why I like Mass a lot because he's not like he don't talk basketball in the bubble. He's not just a fan, right? So the thing is, us saying these 4 teams, we're not saying that these dudes aren't good or they don't deserve
Right.
credit. We're saying the pressure's on them because they're expected to win. These are the
Because
four
they
teams
are
that
good
we are
enough.
expect. They
Because
are
they
more
are
than good
good enough.
enough, right? Like
Correct.
they're more than good enough coaching downward to win a championship within these last 4 years. They've had enough talent. So
Yep.
it's like, what are we? Why are we like you? Like we can't keep avoiding giving these dudes smoke. Kawhi Leonard, he's gonna get smoke. I gave him smoke with how he played in the bubble, right? But I understand that was a weird situation. Outside of that, he still played great. But it's like these dudes, man, get these dudes smoke. And guess what? I'm starting to get to the point where we're not mentioning Joel Embiid in this conversation. Why? Because he's had great teams too. And this man, if we keep using the excuse he's been injured, I would put him as individually on that list with those stars.
Hey, Kobe Jordan.
PG, all of those
Hey,
guys.
hey, but Kobe Jordan, who was the first nigga to say that I don't think Joel Embiid would never win as the first option? I was the first
Yeah, I
nigga that
remember
put it
you
out there.
saying that.
And
And
so, I mean,
they was blaming Ben Simmons that year, but I was and
yep.
this is what bothers me, bro. I understand the Ben Simmons thing because he can't shoot. It's 4-on-5, but here's the point: when James Harden in Game 1 had 40 plus, and in Game 4 had 42, I think he gave you what his production was. We know James Harden gonna give you at least 2 games. Them other 3-4 games gotta come from your star. So where was Joel Embiid at? Where does he not get it? Oh, is he hurt again? See, this is the shit, bro. We can't keep saying nigga hurt, bro. A lot of these dudes is hurt. Kawhi Leonard was partly hurt against against in the Buck series. So it's like, come on, man. We can't keep saying this, bro. At what point do we got to give these dudes smoke?
I
And we
called
can't just use
Joel.
injuries
I
Like
as an
called.
Jalen
excuse.
Brown.
I called Joel Embiid Mr. Second Round for a reason. I think he just can't do it as a number 1 option. I think he had to be a number 2 option. And I think he had to be with a real legit superstar that's not afraid of the moment. For some reason, when it comes to moment and pressure situation,
I
Joel
agree.
Embiid, whether he gets hurt or he just come up small in
He don't.
situations.
One thing about Joel Embiid is he has like he's like James Harden. They got number 1 potential, but they don't got that killer instinct when it comes down to it. And we got to get a list of those guys that got because a lot of guys give them too much credit. They put them as a number 1 when really they're number 2, maybe a number 3, and that's to me an issue. Joel Embiid, he don't got the mental, I don't believe, to be a number one. James Harden is not a number one. PG's not a number one. To me, I don't think Jaylen Brown's the number one. Like Jason
Absolutely
Tatum,
not. Jalen Brown, of
Jaylen
course not.
Brown, like even Jason Tatum, to me, like he keeps struggling against the Heat. At what point do we go? Okay, is it mental? Like what is it? So like I don't know, man. Those guys,
Hey,
I
because
don't
of
think those are
Jordan,
number one guys. I'm
Giannis,
sorry.
Giannis also struggled against the Heat against Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, he said that at the All Star
He
game.
struggled
He
versus
did say
Boston
that
too.
he struggles with Boston.
Yeah,
So we'll see. I mean,
and that
like I said, I
speaks to
gave my
his,
take. So
and that speaks to how much of a fraud he is, bro. I ain't never heard Kobe or MJ say at a goddamn All-Star game they struggle with anybody. I ain't never
never,
heard
bro,
Kawhi Leonard say
never.
I struggle with anybody, bro. Listen,
Shaq, I've never heard
even if you
Shaq either.
struggle,
Like, come on, man.
even if you struggling, Kobe Jordan, you don't say that nonsense
You
out there.
never, but this is the thing, though.
Crazy,
Man,
man.
the fact that he says that
Right.
outwardly, and this is why I have issues with PG because I watched some of his podcasts. The shit he says, Herm, bro, it throws me, bro. He almost acts
Yep.
like this nigga act like he don't even know how to. The nigga said, man, I don't know how to do I don't know how to backdoor cut. I just don't know how to do it. And then it's like and then he says, oh, I'm not a number one. You know, this is Kawhi's team I didn't gave. And it's like when I hear even Shaq asked this man a few weeks ago after a Thunder win, he said, where do you guys rank? Where do you guys think you're going to finish up at? He said, man, the ball is in our court. Shaq was like, nah, man, you got to tell them you want to win a championship. If you don't say it, I feel like you don't believe it. Like, it's to
Right.
me, this game is more psychological and mental than y'all willing to give it credit for. It's one of the dudes that I love. Remember Jason Terry with the Dallas Mavericks? Do
Of
y'all
course.
remember that year when the season started? He got a fucking championship logo
Tattoo.
tattooed on his
Yeah.
arm, bro, before the season
Yep.
even started, bro.
Yep.
That's real, nigga. That's real faith and confidence, bro.
Hey, you know what? They want a script. They want a script. So you gotta say shit like that. I agree with Shaq.
Like you gotta come with it, and people keep. And here's what blows me, man. They'll tell me the Clipper fans, the so-called tell me, well, PG, he doesn't need to act like that because he's not a number one. Yeah, but you don't need to be a number one to have a number one mentality, right?
That's a great point, bro.
Jamal
That's a great point.
Jamal Murray said it in the post-game interview against the Lakers. Once we beat these dudes, we're gonna win a championship. He said that we're gonna win a championship. He was saying that in post-game.
Guess what, Kobe Jordan? Even though PG may not be a legitimate number one, there's going to be games and times during a game where you are the number one.
Fact, you have to be the number one. And you're going to have the matchup to be the number one. You're literally going to have the opportunity. That's it, and that's my point. Like, just because you're not a number one don't mean you can't perform like it or act like it.
Bro, could you imagine, bro, Kobe Bryant telling Shaq that he's not, bro, nigga, give me the ball. Like, nigga, what?
Bro.
I want it. Give it to me. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Right, bro. Yeah, bro. The mentality, the mental state of some of these players is beyond me. I don't get it. I don't know what I don't know where that comes from. You got guys going in the media, telling on themselves. Like some things, keep to yourself and let your game do the talking. If you struggle, you struggle. It is what it is. But you don't come out in a media type setting and then you expose like these type of things, bro. You're giving fuel and you're giving ammo to your opponents. Like this is crazy.
Facts, and I know it was still bothering me after Dame Little hit a game-winning shot to put OKC out when Paul George, Melo, and Russ was on the team. Paul George could say, "Man, that was a bad shot." Nigga, you could have got up on them and made them take a tougher shot.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like that mentality, and this is why it bothers me, bro, because we've never questioned his skill set. Paul George has been one of the most skilled players since he's been in the league. For me, it didn't become more exposed to me until he came to my team because I really wasn't in tune with Indiana and OKC, so I wasn't really watching him game to game. But when dude's on your team and you get a chance to watch him pregame, postgame, interviews, you know what I'm saying, interacting with the team, you now get closer to what his philosophy on basketball is, and you get, you know what I'm saying, knowledge about this dude, and it just growed on me. Like, man, I can't blame, like in 2020, yeah, we give Doc blame, but bro, Paul George shooting off the backboard ain't got nothing to do with Doc. Like the way that he's playing in some of these games, it's almost like, bro, I don't know if y'all been watching them. Other day we played the Timberwolves. This man threw an alley-oop. Bro, it was the worst pass I've ever seen in my life, Herm. Jaden McDaniels and Anthony Edwards was literally trailing him, and Terrence Mann was behind them. He threw an alley-oop to nobody, bro. Like I've never seen shit like he
Yeah.
does this throughout
Mental
games, bro.
He
collapse,
threw it
bro.
to all people. He threw it to Terrence, man. Hey. Then I
You
gotta
got to
ask you,
compare
man,
Paul
this
George to
Kobe
Klay
Jordan.
Thompson, bro. Like he can't do
Then I
what he
gotta
used
ask
to
y'all
do.
this. Now, then I gotta ask y'all this: haven't teams been picking on Terrence Mann lately? Y'all been seeing that, haven't it? Teams been looking for Terrence Mann to get on them and switches. So what? How y'all feel about that? For us
Overrated.
to
He's overrated, bro. Terrence Mann and everything. People
I
listen.
never
He's
liked
a
him,
cool little
man.
role player. Yeah, he's a cool little role player. But I mean, he's been cooked, and he's been cooked often. You know, listen, he's nothing special. He doesn't shoot the three ball well, even though he had a good start to the new year. Other than that, bro, he's a bona fide role player. Whoop de doo, bro. Like, I mean, listen, like his name is brought up too much for a guy of his stature.
I
Like,
would have rather
what has he
kept Mook
done to
Morris
be
over
talked
him,
about this
Max.
way? Nothing.
I would have rather kept Mook Morris over him, Max. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I'm gonna take Terrence Mann because
Yeah, I'm gonna
Terrence
still
Mann.
take Terrence
I'm
Mann
gonna
because
take
Terrence
Not
Terrence.
Mann
not for the
plays
playing
defense.
time, but just for the bench. Just I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know,
but
bro.
Terrence does a lot of little things that the stat sheet don't show. So
Yeah,
I mean, I
that's
can
a fact.
lie.
But
And
but
Marcus
He's
key
just
and
Morris,
not
reason for
what
them to play that small lineup
he's
too. So
just not everything everybody
Hey,
says he is.
and I gotta ask y'all this too, though. I gotta ask y'all this because this been on my mind too when it comes to Dame Lillard. Do you guys believe that he's the reason why we not seeing the possibility of Chris Middleton being back to being the number two guy he once was, or being the guy that could take over
100%,
games?
100%. Because when you take that many
Yeah,
shot attempts out of his hand, I mean, Dame Lillard, that man he's taking a large amount of, he's taking a lot of shots. Chris Middleton, he's getting a lot more assists, but now Chris Middleton is becoming more of a facilitator and more of like a kind of a spot up shooter. That's why if you've been watching them, like when the beginning of the year started, they had Chris coming off the bench a little bit more, playing with the second unit, trying to get his offense going. I just don't think it's going to work. 'Cause for me, their defense is so horrific. That's number one. And then to me, to add Doc Rivers onto that, like who's in the front office making these decisions, bro? I could do this shit better than these dudes, bro. It just blows me, bro.
I think if Doc, this is something he can do. I just don't think he don't have the nuts to do it. He'll have to literally tell Daniel Lillard, bro, you got to be our third option. If we gonna win, you got to be the third option. I need you to be more of a facilitator. We know you're not great defensively. We just need you to play with effort. We need to get Chris Middleton the ball. We need to get him involved often. If you everything that people say that you are, Dane, you would be cool with coming through when we need you in fourth quarters. Outside of that, I need Chris Middleton to at least get 18 to 20 shots a game. I need your shot selection to go down to like 12 to 14 a game. That's the only way it could work because they need Chris Middleton. And Chris Middleton not playing at a high level, there's no way Boston will win. I mean, no
well,
way
I
the Bucks will
mean,
win.
I don't care if Dame takes 14 or 18 shot term. Like Kobe Jordan just said, bro, his defense is so bad that
Right.
they can overcome that, bro. And you asked a question. Listen, man, this is all on Giannis, bro. He's the leader. He's the best player. It's on him to get his guys to come along with him, right? We give KD and LeBron and Kawhi the same smoke. When things ain't going well and guys is shot jacking, taking bad shots, they're called bad leaders. You know what I'm saying? And they say, well, why didn't KD? Why didn't Kawhi? Why didn't LeBron? Well, shit. Why didn't Giannis get on Dame or you know what I'm saying? Like show leadership. And so for me, I don't care what nobody say, bro. I'm not blaming Dame. I'm not blaming Chris Middleton. This is on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Point, period, blank. And for the record, the defense, bro, not only is Dame bad defensively, bro, but Giannis has been bad at times as well. Not getting back on defense, bad rotation, showing no help side defense, getting cooked one-on-one. And so this is a team thing, bro. It's funny how we put the defense all on Dame, but the whole team's been bad
Yeah, that's
defensively.
a fact. That's a
And
fact.
Giannis has been bad defensively in some key moments as well. So for me, this is all on Giannis. He's a leader. Because guess what, Kobe Jordan? When they won the championship, nobody says that Chris Middleton and Lopez dropped 30 points in Game 6 in Atlanta
Nobody.
without Giannis to get to the finals. They gave
Right.
Giannis all the credit. Nobody said that Chris Middleton hit big fourth quarter shots. They gave Giannis all the credit. So when they lose, he gets all the goddamn blame. This
They
is
don't
on
talk about
Giannis
Drew Holiday's
Antetokounmpo.
defense either.
Point,
Like
period, blank.
he was amazing.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
especially on Devin Booker in that finals, they needed Drew Holiday on Devin
Yeah.
Booker to give him that pressure. Without Drew
Right.
Holiday, they were already down 2-0. Like they needed that pressure.
Right.
And then I'm gonna
Right.
say this, bro. Here's why they can't win, and this is why my pick for the East is up in the air now because I think that before I thought it was going to come down to, I still didn't really believe in the Bucks, but now with Doc, I for sure don't believe in them now.
Yeah, me
So,
too.
and the reason why they can't do what you're saying, Herb, is because listen, man, I don't know if y'all know Doc Rivers. Dudes in the chat earlier, I was gonna speak on it, saying, "Oh, he's a great coach, man. The Doc Rivers hate is real." Listen, do y'all know he's choked the most 3-1 and 3-2 leads ever of all time? Do y'all
Yes,
realize that?
yes,
Like
I
this
know it,
man
bro.
has literally he has the most losses being up in a series of all time, bro. Of all time. 3-1, 3-2, it don't matter, bro. And then he
Crazy.
doesn't make adjustments. So you can
Zero.
say how you feel or whatever you think about Doc. Oh, he's a motivator. Fuck all that, bro. The
Yeah, he
man,
sure ain't no
he
goddamn
played. He's
motivator.
very
Yeah,
stubborn. He's not gonna play some of them young guys, and he's
he
gonna
sure
run
ain't.
his lineups very short with those 7 or 8 old guys. And by the way, the Milwaukee Bucks are the oldest team in the league. Look it up.
Facts, bro.
So you
Preach, bro.
can't
Preach.
like this. Is what I'm saying. These dudes are just talking out of emotion when they don't do their research. They don't know what they're talking about, and
They
I just
don't,
look at
bro.
them and laugh. I just bet my money on sports every day because I know what to look for. I have to look for this shit
You
because I'm
saying they
betting.
the oldest team in the league and they ran a coach out of there that was 30-13 or something like that?
Yeah, yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah.
These some
No,
immature dudes, but they give
yeah,
Robbie
bro.
Portis and all these dudes
Hey,
credit. Like these
hold
dudes
on.
is
Hey,
immature.
Troll City, bro. Let's be correct, bro. Don't say they ran him out, bro. Giannis Antetokounmpo got the coach fired, man.
Right.
He got the coach
Oh
fired,
yeah,
man.
yeah, 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 yeah. Him,
You
him,
know
him,
what
him.
he's trying.
He the leader,
Coach
bro. He
fired.
the
It
leader.
feels like
He's the leader.
He
he's
the
trying to
leader.
be. Why is he trying to act like look GM all of a sudden these last few years since he won a championship? It feels like
Right.
he's starting to become like a
Ooh, Freddie.
LeBron X type. It's just bothersome to me because I did this
Me
wasn't
too,
the
man.
Giannis 4 or 5 years ago. This is
It
a
sure
new
wasn't.
Giannis.
He's a diva
I'm,
now,
I'm
bro.
gonna
He
give
turned
y'all.
diva.
I'm gonna give y'all the real. This is the real on Dog Rivers. When it comes to handling personnel and being a people coach and getting players to play hard, for us to get the morale boost, to get guys to fight for each other, Dog Rivers is good at that. But when it comes to X's and O's and adjustments, he hasn't shown the best ability to do that. And it's given moments like I brought up. It was the series in Orlando. This was the first time he blew a 3-1 lead when it gets to Detroit Pistons. They was up 3-1 as an eighth seed. Um,
But
Rick
Herm, real.
Carlisle, Rick
Oh, I'm sorry.
Carlisle made the adjustment to put a rookie Tayshaun Prince on Tracy McGrady. Tayshaun was a fucking problem for T-Mac, right? But instead of Dog Rivers not adjusting, creating easier opportunities for T-Mac, he constantly let T-Mac ISO'd against a 6'9", 6'10", young, vibrant wing, and Tayshaun Prince guard him, and T-Mac was the deficient for the rest of that series. So Dog Rivers not making adjustments to do pick and rolls with T Mac or get T Mac to play more off ball to get easier
But
looks.
Herm,
Great point, Herb.
but
Slash a little
Herm,
bit. That was Dog Rivers' fault in that series against the Pistons when they blew that 3-1 lead. So we know he's a good coach to bring different personalities together. But when it comes down to X's and O's, he's fucking terrible and
I
he
agree.
does an absolutely poor job at that.
But here's one thing I want to add to that, Herm. What you said about motivating players and getting dudes ready to play. Here's what people are ignoring, right? Doc Rivers is an old dirt coach. He's an old school coach. What you saying applied to like that '08 Celtics teams who have mentally tough guys who can take that type of criticism. In this new era,
Right.
these dudes are soft mentally. You trying to yell at, look what Trae Young is doing with these coaches in Atlanta, bro, and Ben Simmons. These dudes are soft today. So what Doc is trying to do, it to me, that generation has passed. The mentally tough dudes like James Posey and PJ Brown and them dudes, they could take that type of yelling and pressure. This era is different, bro. That's why I don't think it's gonna last. Like today, these coaches
That's
are
true.
softer, bro. So it's
That's
harder
true.
to. It's just
And,
tough.
and I'm gonna tell you what Tony Allen told me in person, nigga, because Tony Allen still be heavily involved in Memphis, even though his playing career over with. He was tight when my brother Lester Hudson, that was on the Grizzlies for. He didn't really get a lot of clock, but they tight and shit. But Tony Allen basically told me, bro, when it comes to Doc Rivers, he said, man, he was a father figure to us. He's a great person, but outside of that, he's not a guy that do a lot of X's and O's. He's more of a coach that's there for egos and for us bringing guys together. But he was like, the problem is, like you just alluded to, Kobe Jordan. Tony Allen said it the most. Tony Allen was like, nobody gonna be able to handle that tough love that Doc Rivers love to give. And with that tough love that he gives, Dame not gonna take that shit. Giannis not gonna take that shit. Really, nobody in the league anymore is gonna take that type of shit. You can't really give tough love like normally loves to do, and that's gonna bite him in the ass. That's why I think Doc Rivers would be. I think he is more better suited as an advisor
But,
instead of a guy that
but,
actually coaches.
but just think about this though, Herm. How you gonna give tough love? And I get what you're saying, that's facts. But how you gonna give tough love to a dude who'd have been rated high since he was in middle school, got both his parents? Like Tony Allen, he's speaking to a group of individuals that needed a coach like that growing up, right? I give you that. But bro, some of these dudes, they coming into the league divas, they already handed the keys to the franchise. What is Doc gonna tell them? Like that's what I'm saying. It's just a different mindset, I
Not a
believe.
goddamn thing, bro. And for the record, I'll just say this: one of my good friends played for Doc. I think Herm know who I'm talking about. He says
Yep.
he says the totally opposite. Huh? I mean, I'm not gonna say what happened, but he says behind the scenes on those Clippers teams that he played on, yep, dysfunction at of the highest order, bro, of the highest order. And I'll leave it right there.
Yeah, man, you funny, man.
No, I'm being honest.
Nah, he
I
ain't
know,
trolling.
bro.
He ain't
No, I
trolling
know
on
you're
this,
not
bro.
trolling, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I know, bro. I know.
Yeah. So, I mean, some players like him, some players don't like him. So it's a mixed feeling. So, and just real quick, that's okay because I may get along with Kobe great, and Herm may not mix with Kobe Jordan great. So I get how people are different, and different players, can coexist with certain coaches better than some other players can. So I'm not going to use that against him. I'm just saying some players have come out and says Doc ain't this, and some players have come out and says he is that. So I mean, he's somewhere in the middle, which is, that's cool.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Like for example, Matt, you're right. When you had Shaq and Kobe, they didn't always get along, but
Right.
them dudes had such a superior focus on winning and mentality on winning to where they weren't going to let that stop them from winning because it was more ego for their legacy, right? But when I see dudes like Chris and Blake arguing over dumb shit and then them just not wanting to play, that's what I mean by immaturity, right? It's a level of
Right.
immaturity that you cannot have to win a championship. And so it just
Correct.
comes down to the individual player. At some point, the coach
Well,
can
It's
step
it's
in,
it's, it's up to his
but
staff too, because remember
also
he had
too,
Tom
check
Thibodeau
this
and he
out,
had a
Kobe
good
Jordan.
staff.
yep,
Hey,
Check this
man,
out,
I gotta
fellas.
ask you this though. I gotta ask
Yeah.
you this. In that Detroit series, if you was Doc Rivers and you seen Rick Carlisle made the adjustment to put a young Tayshaun Prince on him, a very
Uh-huh.
lengthy athletic defender, what
Yeah.
you would
I
have
know that
done to
feeling.
help teammate get easier shots?
Well, I mean, you have to make an adjustment offensively to where the defense has to make different decisions. Put T-Mac on the block, run them off ball, pin down screens. Like I mean, when a guy has a ball ISO, that's probably one of the easiest sets to guard. But when you can run a guy off screens, pin downs, flares, different looks, different actions off ball, weak side, strong side, then you can create easier shots for him going to the basket, doing what he do. So yeah, but just real quick though, this situation right now with the Clippers where Bones Holland and PJ Tucker were sent home, and they're going to rejoin the team after the All-Star break. Like that's a perfect example, Kobe Jordan, of dysfunction setting in. So like I need Kawhi and PG to step in and James Harden and Russ and get on PJ and Bones Holland, right? Like, hey, like now's not the time to be doing that or being selfish. You know what I'm saying? PJ's mad because he's not playing. Well, let's face it, you can't play. Like, I mean, we're already small. I can't play you with Kawhi. You feel me? And Bones Holland, like this is your second time being sent home. Denver sent your ass home, and now the Clippers sent you home. And I agree. I think Bones Holland should be playing. I think he's a good player, but he's not playing. And so it's little things like that that can kind of sink in.
I'm
mm-hmm.
gonna
He
be
should
real.
he should have
Tear
been
the team apart.
traded. He should have been
I'm
playing and
not,
he
but
should
I'm
have
gonna
got
be real.
traded.
I'm gonna be real, man. I think the Clippers actually should play Bones Highland more minutes than Terrence Mann. To be honest,
I agree.
I'm be real.
Absolutely,
No,
bro.
the reason why I
Absolutely.
disagree with that, Herm, and
It
I
depends
get
on the
why you say
matchup.
that because Terrence Mann, I get why you say that, but Bones Highland plays zero defense and he's a minus. He's a negative. Trust me, he doesn't give any effort. He doesn't play defense at all. He just doesn't have the size. He doesn't have athleticism. He just doesn't do it, bro. So you can't have a dude like that on your
And what does
floor.
Terrence Mann give you offensively?
Terrence Mann's not put on the floor for offense. He's mainly for a defender because that's what we want
Right,
that
but that's what
that
Bone
defense.
Highland is. Bones Highland is in there to break down the defense, score the basketball, and get down there and
So let
get
me ask you
Zubac
this.
that bump pass.
So here's what I'm asking you: why would you have four guys on the floor that could do that?
No,
Why
I
would
ain't
why?
saying put four guys on.
No, I'm
We
saying
said
if you
I don't want the
put
small
Bones.
lineup. Period. I
No,
think
but
they
here's what
put.
I'm saying though. Why put Bones in the? Because when you put him in that starting lineup, you're putting him in the starting lineup with three guys who do what he does, who's better at it.
I ain't say
And
put him in the starting lineup. I ain't know that was the topic. I'm talking about him. He should have been playing. He was getting in DNPs. He should have been playing and got traded, or he should have been playing, bro.
yeah, I
Period.
mean, I get what you're saying. I think he should have been traded, but the timing of it, what his market was at the time, is null and
But
void. I
that's
think
on
that
the Clippers. They
I
wasn't playing him.
agree.
How
Nah,
can
but
you
I ain't
What?
gonna
trade
lie.
him?
Once James Harden got in, though, you knew it.
Yeah,
You knew it
you
was
already
over
knew he
with.
was
You
gonna
knew
take
it
a
was
back
over
seat. The
with.
thing is that you can't avoid that. Like the thing is, the thing about Bones, right, is we're not the only team. There's other teams that with guys that want to play. We're not the only one. I mean, it's just we have a lot of depth at the guard position, and I think that's our downfall right now. And I've been saying it. I feel like we could have traded one of them guards and went out before the deadline and got a big, which is what I was telling her. Now that it's passed, it's almost like it is what it is, right? We
Well,
just got to deal with
that's
it.
not Kawhi them fault that they front office not getting rid of guys they supposed to get rid of. Now you got this dissension in the locker room and all this stuff when you could
But
have
but
avoided
but
all of
here's
this,
the
bro.
thing, though, bro. Every year is you can't. It's not what you
Bro, you
can't.
making excuses for these
It's not
moves not to be
excuses,
made, bro.
bro. You're
Come
not
on,
you're not
man.
understanding what I'm saying. Bones Highland, what do we trade him for? Like who? What, he was there was no market for him, bro. You can't
Only
make a
thing
market
you
if
gonna
there's
get
no
is second
market.
round picks for him. That's
Yeah,
all
like
you gonna
that they
That's
were.
all you can get, but you gotta move him, bro. You can't just sit him there. That was a dude that was showing promise. He was showing like, oh, okay, yeah, he doing, yeah, like this dude can make a difference in off the bench or
But they
within
might
the
be keeping,
lineup, bro.
but look though, they might be keeping them too because they may feel like just in case shit do fail, we may
Just in
not get
case.
Paul George back, we may
Right.
not get James Harden back, so they might be keeping them for that.
It's no rush. It's like it's not a rush, bro. There's no rush to get rid of him now. It's not like he's up for contract. We don't have to get rid of him right now anyway. You putting his personal
Second,
feelings into
second,
it.
second, second trade, second round trade picks is way more tradable than Bowles Highland that don't get no playing time.
Well, if we lose Russ next year and we lose Hard next year, Bones is definitely going to be a nice player to have in our rotation come next year. I mean, this dude is
Yeah,
still
he's a good
young.
player.
He's
He's a
still a
good
good
player.
player, so
Yeah,
I don't get
he's
why
not.
we have to rush to get two draft
He
second
needs
round picks
to
for
have a
him.
better mindset
Like
and a better
what
attitude.
what
So,
what two second round picks is going to do for us right now? Nothing.
Hey, bro, two second round picks got Bojan Bogdanovic and Alec Burks from Detroit. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but do we have those players on our team right now?
Do you agree with me though, Herm? Like
Yeah,
we can't
I see what you're saying.
like second round
What you could
picks
do
ain't
with
no
second round
we
picks.
ain't finna sit here
We
and act
not,
like
but we not acting like a
bro.
second round pick is going to turn out to be
yeah,
what you
but
But
thought
those
was
bro,
going to
guys
be. That ain't
we
all I'm
can't
aren't.
have
saying.
the we can't have the final say to be the Clippers made the right moves, bro. That's
Hey,
what I'm
listen,
saying.
bro. I think this is a business, and I just think it is what it is. It's a business, bro.
That's that one.
You gonna have players that are unhappy. It is what it
Why is
is,
you got
bro.
Now,
somebody you not
but
playing,
Trill,
bro?
they got no choice but to keep him though, because they
It's like
very
just
well can
deal with it.
lose Russ.
Man, they
They
can
very
keep
well
Terrence
can lose
Mann. They don't
James,
gotta keep Bones Highland. I mean, that's what
and
they
they can
want.
lose Paul George. They can lose all three of those guys next
Bro,
year.
they was
So
trying to move Bones Highland though. They couldn't
And I just
because they
told you
wasn't
that
playing him. No, but that's
there was
because
no market for him.
they wasn't playing him. It was a market for
I
Bones
can
Highland when
agree
he
with
was
that too.
playing.
I can agree with that aspect because you do want to showcase what team may be getting before they trade for him. But you couldn't. But after you got James Harden, how he was gonna get his minutes? It was gonna be hard to get his minutes.
Yeah, I thought they should have moved him right after that. Because two
Well,
second round picks at the trade deadline would have went a long way. They
yeah,
could have
I
got
mean,
So
Bojan
Herm,
Bogdanovic. They could have got
so Herm, did you say like your top four teams with the most pressure? If you can like repeat them for me, because I can't remember what your teams were.
No, I had Boston Celtics ranked as the number one with the most pressure. I had the Clippers coming in a close second. And I had the
Okay.
Milwaukee Bucks at three. And number four, I agree when they brought up when Darilla's earlier brought up the Suns. I actually agree
Okay.
with that. Even though I think the Suns have no chance of hell of winning, but I see their premise on why they do. And you want to do number five? I'll throw the Denver Nuggets in at number five because a lot of people think it's a fluke that they won.
Okay, I see what you're saying. No, I got you. I was just making sure. So nobody got Philly in there yet, huh? It's too
nah,
early.
Well,
nah.
Okay.
you know I'm ahead of the curve of the Philly thing though, so I feel you
Right,
when you
right.
talk about Embiid. I'm ahead of the curve though. I've been saying Embiid cannot be a number one option. But
It's just we praise this dude every year for regular season stats and MVPs, but when it comes to playoffs, it's just he's hurt every year, so everybody give him a pretty much a cop out, I believe. But that's what I feel.
they say he may come back from the playoffs, depending on how Philly fall.
Well, he
He
said
may
he's out
come
for
back for
another
the
3 or
playoffs.
4 weeks. So I mean, they say he's out for another 3 or 4 weeks. So he should be back by early April. So he should be back.
Could y'all see a team like the Heat or Knicks upsetting one of those top two
Yep.
teams like the Celtics or the Bucks?
Not the Knicks, but the Heat. Yeah, the Heat for sure.
Because I think that OG Anunoby pick was huge for them defensively. I think that I still have issues with their offense sometimes, but bro,
You know why I say no, bro? Because
I don't
Bojan
look at
Bogdanovich ain't
like
got no
that, bro.
defense. Jason
Yeah,
Tatum
you
ain't
overrated
protect.
to me.
And Julius
yeah, no,
Randle will
he's
fuck
definitely
up
overrated.
somehow. And Julius Randle will fuck it up somehow.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, Nobi
But
to me.
I'm
I
gonna
just
tell
like
you who got a better chance though, Kobe Jordan. The Pacers got a better chance to upset the team.
I disagree with that. The
Not over
Pacers
the
are
Heat.
one of
They
the
don't. The
the
Heat.
Pacers. They give up the most threes in the league. They're one of the worst defensive teams. I just think that
That's Rick Carlisle team. Yeah, they don't even play
Yeah.
like that.
they don't
But you match them against the Milwaukee Bucks. Had they been playing against the Bucks, man, I
MJ the
don't
GOAT
know.
23. What's
yeah. If you face them against the Bucks, any
Yeah,
team you got.
they can go big with the Bucks.
Any team you got against the Bucks, I'm with you, bro. You ain't got to give me no explanation.
Right. Yeah, they're frauds. Yeah, the Bucks. Yeah, get them out of here.
They had the damn Jazz down by like 15. The Jazz came back and smoked their ass.
Right.
Like I'm
The
sitting there
Heat
watching
without
this
Jimmy
game.
or Terry Rozier, Kobe Jordan smoked them.
This is crazy, bro.
Crazy, man.
I
That's
think
crazy.
they are jumping the gun with the Knicks though, because this is one thing about Jalen Brunson. Even though he been balling, I love the way he been playing, but he will have a stretch to where he can't make a damn bucket at all, too. So just the
Yeah,
very
that's why I
way he
said
been hot,
offense. Yep.
he'll fuck around and get cold too, and we seen that as well in the playoffs. So I want to jump the gun if I'm a guy that's rooting for the Knicks. I want to jump the gun. The Knicks are still missing a couple of pieces that could get them over the top.
He's
And
small.
Yeah.
He's small. He's a manager guard. I mean, Boston would take advantage of him on defense. So I mean, size does matter in some situations. I think Boston can.
Yeah, Boston will beat them for sure.
But
And they don't got Mitchell Robinson back.
I hate to say this, but a team that, if they're fully healthy, that can make a deep run is the Heat. I don't know how they do this shit,
100%.
but they just play the game the right way. They have elite shooting, and they're tough.
It's easy, man. The reason why they keep doing it is, and this is why I don't understand why they don't get their credit. They've been the last 4 years, bro. 3 Eastern Conference Finals and 2 finals in the last 5 years, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, why do we not look at what they do well? They got great coaching. They got defense. They got mentally tough guys, and they got a system. Most teams don't have a system.
I'm gonna tell you
most
why.
underrated thing.
Power. They ain't got no star power to me like that. So.
I agree. There's not a lot of egos over there.
Yeah, for sure.
They don't allow it. I believe it's the culture, regardless of what Gilbert Arenas says.
If you watch their offense, so I saw this versus the Bucks, and Jimmy and Terry Rozier wasn't even playing. They don't stop moving.
They don't. I've been saying that,
and
bro.
Duncan Robinson, bro. These two motherfuckers, they don't stop moving.
Bro, and they have a weird system. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
like if they don't move the ball and move offensively, the coach Eric Spoelstra will bench your ass for that. It's simple shit that they do. Highsmith comes in, he gives a lot of energy defensively.
Yeah,
but if they're not moving that ball, bro, and they're not moving, one of the things I watched when they played us about a month ago, bro, them niggas kept moving around the perimeter. I'm like, bro, they do not stand still at all, bro.
Yeah, they keep moving. And most teams aren't in shape to deal with that. I mean, they may guard it for a couple possessions, but those guys are in tip-top shape. They don't.
That's why they're training. That's why they have the body fat thing for their training camp. You got to be at 5% body fat, 8% body fat.
Man. It's crazy.
That's the reason why, bro. So yeah, I got them. I would say I'm picking them in Celtics in my 2 picks.
That's a good pick, man. Yeah. See, I got Boston and I got the Heat in the conference finals. That's what I got.
In the West, it's so volatile, bro. It's just changing. Like I don't even know.
I got Denver and Phoenix.
Man, see, I can't rock with you on the Phoenix, man. I just can't trust. I can't trust their defense, bro.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment.
And I think that with Devin Booker, he's gonna give you his 25. But I seen some stuff that I like when we played them. Yeah, he don't really defend like that. He doesn't chase his man off them screens. We was running screens off him. Norman Powell was cooking. Paul
Yeah, he
George was
lazy.
cooking him.
Yeah, he
He's
lazy.
lazy. Bradley Beal, I don't know how I'm feeling about his back injury. Is he fully healthy? I don't know yet. I'm trying to watch him and see. He been playing
His
well
back
though.
is fine, but he just messed up or strained his calf or something a couple
Yeah,
right before the All-Star break. So
because in
yeah.
the beginning of the season he didn't play. So I'm like, is he healthy yet or what? So, but yeah, it's gonna be a showdown, bro. But one thing I do want to say with the West, bro, is it comes down to matchups. I keep saying that Minnesota presents a lot of matchups for a lot of teams, but one thing people not saying, I think Thunder gives the Minnesota a tough matchup.
What's your thoughts on Dallas?
Dallas, I think they had the best pickups in the trade deadline. I think Gafford and PJ Washington were two underrated picks. I'm
Yeah,
just unsure of. I gotta see more of them healthy playing together. I want to see a lot more Kyrie, Luka, and then I want to see
here's
how
my
them other
thoughts on
dudes
Dallas, bro.
compensate. You know what I'm
And
saying?
if they can get if the Mavericks can get a game in the postseason consistently to the fourth quarter and keep within striking distance, and they just let Kyrie or Luka do what they do, then they'll have a chance. Because
I
in those
agree, but
moments, like to guard two guys like that, it's like saying get the Phoenix Suns to the fourth quarter and it's close, and you got Kevin and Devin. I mean, that's how I view that. So for the Dallas
what if
Mavericks,
they play? What if they play a Phoenix Suns in the first round where so much off like
I think
firepower?
Dallas wins.
You think Dallas beat Phoenix
Yes,
first
yes,
round?
yes, yes. Because the Suns don't defend well, and I just think that I trust Dallas to get better shots and get their shots over the Suns do. That's just me.
Yeah, I could see that. I think if
And
Dallas faces
then
a
and
team
then
like Denver, it's gonna be
and
tough.
then the clutchest nigga in that series would be Kyrie Irving. So
Yeah,
that's the
that'd be a
clutchest
good
nigga in the
matchup, man. I
series.
would want to see that matchup. It's a lot of offensive firepower.
Yeah, it would
I'm
be.
gonna tell y'all, don't
Yeah.
sleep. I hate the Lakers, but don't sleep on them motherfuckers for
The
all of a sudden
Lakers, I'm gonna
getting
sleep
on
on
the
them, bro.
turn.
I don't trust them.
The Lakers not beating the four teams in the West, bro.
The only team they can't beat, honestly, is Denver. They could beat everybody else.
They can't beat Minnesota.
Who?
I think they can.
Who was that?
The Lakers.
The Lakers can't beat
Yeah, see the
Minnesota
thing
to me,
about
bro.
Lakers, bro, as long as we got that play in, they always gonna have a cop out. That's why I'm not even them niggas may make the playoffs just because of the play in, bro. It frustrates me, bro. I don't like the play in, but it is what it is.
No, I don't like this playing no more, bro. Cause now people playing for the 10th spot and all this shit. They still doing goofy shit, bro.
That's
Like you
what the
gotta.
Lakers doing. They
Like think
playing for
about
the
it. You could be the
play-in.
10th seed, and then in 2 games you could jump to like the 8th seed or the like. This shit's crazy. 7th seed.
You can tank and still get the 10th pick like Dallas and
That's
no,
crazy, bro.
no, I'm not feeling it, bro. I'm
Them
not
niggas
feeling it
they
no more.
got hey Herm, they got 576 more free throws at the second half of last year. So that and they barely and they got into the play in. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on, bro. The craziest
If I'm
like
the eighth
finesse
seed,
job of all time, my nigga.
if I'm the eighth seed in the damn tournament, play-in tournament, you better spot me 15, 20 points or something, bro. You know what I'm saying? I handle my business or something. Come on, bro. Like this shit ridiculous.
Let me ask you this, man. If you looking at these young teams in the West, who would you say could go further in the West? The Thunder or the Timberwolves? Who would you
The
say?
Timberwolves,
Timberwolves.
because
Okay.
they rebound and defend.
I
Give me the
got you.
team that rebounds and defends.
No, I got you. For me, my questions have always been about Cat. I feel like the shit I'm seeing now, I feel like
I got you.
he's a shell of himself in the playoffs a lot of times. I still like Ant. I trust Ant. I trust Mike, some of them guys on the
Well,
perimeter,
and
but
well. I mean,
The Lakers can't beat the
you were about
Kings
to
either,
say his name
Herm.
right there, Kobe Jordan. But I mean, if the game is close, I mean, Mike Conley running your offense. I mean, like I trust that.
right.
I mean,
It's
I never
consistent.
seen Shea or Giddy, in high pressure moments in the postseason to where you gotta make a quick decisive decision in winning time. We've seen Mike make those decisions on the biggest level, on the biggest stage. So I'm gonna trust Minnesota, man, all day, every
Yeah,
day.
they're a tough matchup, man. They definitely tough. And these dudes that keeps telling me the way that you beat them is pulling Willie out the paint. I keep telling them that's not what it is. You can't just pull him out of the paint unless you got five shooters, but deadly shooters, and you still have to put up so many threes in order to beat them because they put up points too, and they defend at such an
Don't let
elite
that
level, bro.
Terrence Mann. Don't let that Terrence Mann
Trust
game
me, you ain't got.
fool you.
I asked
I
her, what you
mean,
willing
That's
to
a
put your
one
I
off.
money
ain't never
on?
liked Terrence
That's a
Mann,
one
bro.
off,
Oh,
baby
I'm
boy.
telling her to drop
Give
the
me the
link
other
for
team.
Young Africa capping ass now.
Hey, I told them, I
Hey,
said,
that
are you
other
putting your
man that
money
played for
on
OKC.
who?
Oh, look at
Jalen
Africa in the
Williams?
chat. Africa, stop it, man.
That other man that played for OKC. I liked him better than Terrence Mann, bro.
Who you talking about?
What's his name? Some T man. I forgot his name.
Trey Man. Yeah, he Trey Man. But no, I just feel
Oh,
like with the way
OKC
that
just too wet behind the ears, man. They a talented team. They gonna be one of the best teams in the future, but they're just too wet behind the ears right now. They got to Gordon Hayward is not the veteran presence that they need because he ain't even gonna be on the floor with their ass no way.
right.
They got to add some veteran presence next year. Before us right now, they're just too young and. It's gonna get the best of them because they really should have beat the Clippers the last time they played when they was at the Clippers. But they gave up that game in that fourth quarter with young mental mistakes, and they
Because what
showed how
happened?
young they were.
The Clippers, they got this. They locked in defensively. See, with them teams our size, we play them teams really well. That's why I keep saying, I would if I'm the Clippers and I'm running it, the teams that I would rather not face right away is the teams like the Timberwolves and and the Pelicans because I feel like they got the size, right? And if you look at what our guys struggle with, what is it? James Harden struggles with front court pressure, defensive pressure, wing length. Paul George, he struggles with longer defenders. So it's like that's the shit that we struggle with mostly.
Yeah, is young Africa in the building?
Salute Africa, you in here?
He should. He in the chat. I dropped the link for him to see if he can get in. Told Mario to drop the link for him.
Yeah, no, drop the link. Yeah, let them come here. I want to know what it takes here. He talking about the Timberwolves is not for real. Nah, you got to get them boys that credit, man. They've been playing, and they got a lot of depth, man. Alexander off the bench. Nas Reed, bro. That nigga cold, bro.
Yeah, he is. And you
I
know
seen
what?
him at the
He came
mall,
off the
bro. He was with a shorty.
He was crossing the Clippers players
yeah,
left
he
and
was
right.
killing the Clippers, bro.
That
Like
nigga was at
easy
the
now.
mall. I seen him at the mall like 2
That's
years
why I
ago.
said they gonna beat the Clippers in the playoffs. Nas Reed, they got a 3-man, big man rotation. This is going down. He finna have 17 and 15,
Yeah, but the thing
25. Come
is
on, bro.
that the Clippers and the Timberwolves gonna be. I feel like they're gonna be 1, 2, and 3 seed most likely, so they're not gonna see each other right away. So
Oh, well, that's a good thing. I'm telling you, that's a
yeah,
good thing.
Clippers probably gonna be. We'll see. But if they get that second seed, they're gonna play probably Dallas or Pelicans. And one team nobody has talked about because I see why I don't
The
believe in them, but
Kings.
the Kings ain't nobody brought up the Kings not once, and they like the
That's
fifth
what I
seed, fourth
said, bro.
seed. It's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. They another threat.
I think
They like
I think they
ooh,
like the sixth seed, ain't they? Let
man.
me
Them
see.
boys, they gonna knock somebody out the first round, bro. Probably the Clippers, nigga.
Who the Kings? Nah, nobody believe in the Kings, man. We blew them boys out twice.
Hey, young Africa, if you in the back, let me know so I can tell Mario to let you in, man. Cause
But no,
I want to hear the cap you fit to say.
I just hope my take on the Clippers, bro, was fair and just term because I get a lot of smoke from my colleagues. You feel me? So I just try to keep it 100, bro. It's shit crazy out here, nigga. I didn't been booted off of 2
Yeah,
chats, my nigga.
you ain't doing nothing wrong. I hated it too because I know you was very loyal. And you always showed a lot of love, and you used to be able to say anything you want on that motherfucker till a particular guy got on that motherfucker. But we'll get into that another
Yeah,
day.
man. That freedom of speech shit, that shit a fallacy, man.
Yeah, you used to have freedom of speech. Now you used to say a lot of shit, and nobody stopped you. But now, cause somebody else coming upon with the dumbass shit they say, it's a problem now when Kobe Jordan speak his mind.
Freedom.
But
Or you got freedom to get your face slapped, nigga. What you mean? Look.
look at your.
Hey,
Yeah, you
salute
see me do
Africa.
that.
What up, my boy?
Hey, now, young
What's
Africa,
up, man? Hey,
before you go 100 miles per hour, young Africa, I gotta ask you this question. Then you get into the other shit you finna get
go
into.
ahead, Herm.
Who
Go
you
ahead.
think has the most pressure to win the title this year? You can name your top 3 teams, and then you get into the shit you finna get into.
Oh, top three. They ain't really a top three, man. There's only one, and it's one by far. And it's called the LA Clippers, man. That ain't even close, man. That ain't even close. If you look at it, and it's by far. Look, Minnesota at the top, exceeding expectations. OKC at the top, exceeding expectations. Golden State done already won their shit. Their dynasty is coming to an organic and natural end. LA Lakers just went deep and exceeded expectations last season. They don't want to chip in the bubble. Mission complete when it comes to the LeBron era. Then we go to other teams like Phoenix. Now, you could say Kevin Durant has pressure, and that would be the next team I would say. But even that, right? Injuries to Bradley Beal, depth issues on the roster, a newly built team. The pressure is there because of the greatness of a Kevin Durant. But when you look at the actual team continuity, chemistry, coaching, in which they switched up on, you can't put unrealistic expectations. They got a year or two. Next year's where the real pressure comes in for a guy like Kevin Durant. You expect a deep run this season, but you don't expect a championship. But when it comes to the Clippers, right? The last season, you got contract extensions hovering over Paul George. You got the team banking on a guy like Terrence Mann and not trading certain pieces. You got an owner who's about to get a new stadium. There's a lot of pressure on a lot of brothers. You got Kawhi Leonard, who people claim he's one of the greatest players of all time, being the best player since how many years ago, this and that, right? But at the end of the day, what have you done in the Clipper jersey? What have the Clippers done as a franchise in NBA history? There's a lot of pressure when it comes to that. Can you get out of the Lakers shadow? Can you start the new era of LA Clipper basketball by actually doing something of meaning and significance in the postseason and not that fake ass Western Conference run that you had when Kawhi was out? And we knew Paul George maxed out. At the end of the day, man, it's really on the LA Clippers, and it's on the LA Clippers as a whole because you have a championship coach, you got a championship leader in Kawhi Leonard, and you got players like Westbrook, Paul George, James Harden, top 75 all up and down the roster, right? That's what they said about the Lakers and when they got him, right? So let's keep the same energy and put the pressure on the LA Clippers, man. If he is so great as y'all claim, if Kawhi Leonard truly is an MVP candidate, get it done in the playoffs. Now, I'm going to say this, Herm. I'm going to say this. Because I stay cooking, man. ESPN should holler at a nigga. But hey, I'm going to say this, though. When it comes to the actual NBA, right? I'm disappointed in brothers like Moss. I'm disappointed in brothers like Kobe Jordan. Because we do this every season. We hype up the regular season and forget and overhype what niggas are doing in the regular season and forget that the playoffs is a whole different style of basketball. The playoffs come, right? And then niggas go to the same stereotypical shit that they hear on ESPN. Hey, playoff basketball different. The tempo slowed down. The half-court offense don't look like that. That's exactly what we're going to say about a team like the Minnesota Timberwolves. The exact same thing. They ain't got the floor spacing necessary when they have Rudy Gobert out there to max out their defense. And then when he is out there in the clutch, my nigga, we sagging off that nigga. We making dudes like Karl Anthony Towns. We're making dudes like Jaden McDaniels. We're making these other dudes beat us, and they ain't going to beat us enough times. We loading up on Anthony Edwards. We ain't letting him get that shit off. And at the end of the day, they ain't got enough guys to shot create off the dribble to give us problems, bro. So what y'all talk about with this Minnesota Timberwolves talk? I don't get it, man.
They do got
Bro,
Monte
you know why
Morris. They do
ESPN ain't
got a
gonna hire
Nas
you?
Reed coming out the
Because
bench.
you know why
Nas
ESPN
Reed.
ain't gonna hire you, bro?
I ain't never
Because
heard of a backup big making significant changes in a playoff series when you're talking about it. Like now if Nas
Shit.
Reed plays more than Rudy Gobert, oh, you might have a point, Herm. I don't think he's gonna play more than Rudy Gobert. I don't think the coach got enough balls, right? That's the difference, right? A coach that
He
ain't been
asked
deep
you
in
to
the
do
playoffs,
though.
is he gonna
He
start
asked you
playing
to do
Nas
though, young
Reed
African.
more than he does Rudy Gobert? He ain't got that experience. He ain't got the nuts to even do that.
But
And he
Monte
should do that
Morris
if
was
he
a
wants to.
huge pickup for the Timberwolves.
Who? Nas Reed? Nas Reed been on
Nah, I'm talking
the
about
Denver.
Monte Morris.
who they got from my Pistons
Come on, bro.
for
Monte
nothing.
Morris.
They used to play for Denver. He could create his own shot
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
that.
He
he was
couldn't
just
get off the
playing for the
bench in Denver, bro. Come
Detroit.
on, man. Come on, bro.
He was just playing
Jokic
for
was getting
Detroit.
first round and second round exit with Monte Morris, man, and Will Barton and them dudes, man. Stop it. Come
I
on,
mean,
man.
Will Barton was doing most of the damage though, more than
Come
Monte
on.
Morris was.
No.
Monte
So so so
Morris
so
won
so
the
how you gonna
games
make
for
me
Denver in
believe
the
in the
playoffs.
Minnesota Timberwolves? Hey, Herm, you notice when I pull up, man, Miles go real quiet, man, when I start dropping these facts, man. That's what happens, bro.
Now, but why you not mentioning pressure on the Boston Celtics? I'm disappointed in you, young Africa.
No. See,
Now
I
holding
don't
them
believe
to a stand.
me personally. I think they got many years to contend. I don't think the pressure's on them like that. I think they exceeded expectations already by going to the finals, and so
How?
I feel like they have years. They
Now,
once they get to
how you
28.
can say? I'm gonna ask you this, then, because this how I'm gonna get you. How? If Jason Taylor is that guy, and he went into a team that already was in the Eastern Conference Finals a year before he got there, would you think that player would have been, if he's a superstar, if he's elite, would have been brought home a championship by now?
Uh, just like you could say, there's only a few
Oh,
players
God.
that could have done that. There's not many, but there's many people. There's many players that wouldn't have even got to the finals. Herm. See, I look at it
That's
as
cap though.
glass half full, huh?
If
That's what?
If Larry Bird was
No.
drafted
See,
as a rookie, went into a team that was in the
hey,
Eastern Conference Finals a year before, they would have
Herm,
won.
you
Magic
think that's
Johnson,
a diss,
same
Herm,
thing.
but really you're
LeBron
putting Jason
James,
Tatum
same
on
thing.
Larry Bird
Kobe
level, Herm. That's
Bryant,
a
same
compliment, Herm.
same
That's a
thing.
compliment.
Shaquille O'Neal, same thing.
Oh yeah,
Elijah
yeah.
Wan, same
Keep
thing.
naming those
Michael
top 10
Jordan,
all time.
same
Hey,
thing.
is that what
Got
you say Jason Tatum is? Is that what you say he
Kawhi
should be?
Leonard,
Yeah.
hell, same thing. Tony
Rookie
Parker,
Kawhi.
same thing.
And then,
Nah,
Manu
hey,
Ginobili,
that's a
Africa,
same
cap.
thing.
you can hear me?
Manu Ginobili. Stop it, Herm.
Yeah,
Stop.
yeah, I'm going that
You
far.
can hear me?
Stop it, bro.
Africa. So you was mentioning the Timberwolves. You said you don't believe in them. Is that what
No,
I heard?
no. Yeah, exactly what I
So
said.
now, and so your reasons is why? Well, why this year are you saying it? Because of their youth, their
Because
offense? What
because
is it?
yeah. Looking great on offense, looking great on defense, doing it all right. But let me tell
Okay.
you this, man. I've seen Rudy Gobert in the playoffs, right?
Uh-huh.
One of your better defenders in the NBA becomes unplayable in the clutch on offense in the
Got
playoffs,
you.
right?
Perfect. Okay.
Destroys your floor spacing ability, which means this is a question, right? For a young coach and a young team, that's one going to put a lot of pressure on Anthony Edwards to create. And if they load up on him and leave Rudy Gobert, can you have enough of a courage of a coach in his first playoff series? I believe, I don't know if that Finch dude has made have gone to the playoffs, but to have the balls to play Nas Reed in the clutch over Rudy Gobert. He's going to have to make these type of decisions. And I don't think he's going to do that in his first playoff run.
Okay.
I believe he's going to ride with the niggas that got him there and say, figure it out. And maybe do this, do that off ball, Rudy Gobert, to try and be a threat. Or put him more in pick and roll action, which is going to limit what you do naturally. Because you don't really want Rudy Gobert sending a lot of screens and rolling and doing all that shit. We ain't looking at you like that. We shouldn't be looking for you like that.
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, I say when it comes to the clutch up offense, fourth quarter offense in a half court, they looking bad when it comes to the playoffs, bro. And so, and then if you have to bench Rudy Gobert, now your defense taking a hit. Nas Reed, for as great as he is as one of the best backup bigs in the NBA, ain't no rim protector like Rudy Gobert, ain't no defender like Rudy Gobert. So at the end of the day, you're gonna take hits, and if you make your offense better, you're gonna take a hit on defense. But will he play Nas Reed in the clutch? He don't even play Nas Reed 25 minutes now, bro. The nigga playing 19, 20 minutes a game, and he can't even get a lot off like that. And he's still getting it off, and he ain't getting them minutes. So I don't believe
No,
the coaching
so here's what I'm
experience is
saying.
necessary.
I
I
think
don't believe the players got enough experience, man, straight up to make damage in the playoffs. And then Mike Conley, this and that, nah, in the playoffs. I done seen you in Utah too many years, bro. Nah, you ain't like that.
right.
And
I think number one, you're right. Monte Morris, they picked him up to me for an insurance on Mike Conley because he does tend to be hurt in the playoffs. And they still need a point general. But my only thing is this, right? When the game slows
Let me
down
cut
and you're not,
Africa after you done, bro, quick.
he said a lot of BS, right? So when you talk about bringing Rudy out of the paint, I keep hearing this comparison of bringing him out of the paint when they seen that happen in a different situation in a different team. And to me, it's weird because with Rudy Gobert, he has even been playing with the small ball lineups. When we went small, they didn't really take Rudy Gobert out the paint, right? And so a lot of teams, when they go small, it's still hard because you still got other defenders like Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Edwards, who can still guard the perimeter. So he doesn't have to really help out on his man. Now, I agree. If you got 5 guys who can shoot, you can then probably take them out of the paint.
well, of
The
course.
other
What happens if
issue
they
is,
come across Phoenix? Facts. Phoenix. What happens
but
if
here's the
they
thing,
KD
though.
at the 5? What you doing?
Here's what you give up with that. And I agree. You take out Nurkic, and now you still have those other guys. But here's what I keep telling people: when other teams go small, you still have a hard time scoring against the number one defensive team in the league. So does that put you don't have a rhythm at that point? And then they're not big enough to contain guys like Rudy on the boards. As much as we like to down Rudy and say, oh, he's not this dude, bro, this nigga, you have to put a body on him for size purposes because he does get extra rebounds and extra tip ins. So just from a physical standpoint, you still got to be physical with him. You can't just put your shooting guard on him and expect him to box out Rudy Gobert.
Before Mars start capping, this is what I'm saying. Look, if we've seen KD at the 5, they had a nice run with KD at the 5 for a few games, right? And so if you watch what happens, right, the point of the playoffs to me and what I see is that, in my opinion, is that you dictate your play onto the other team, right? If you're able to dictate the play and make them fold first, then you have won that certain battle. And that's what coaches are meant to do, right? Put you in position and play to your strength. So if I got KD at the 5 and you saying, oh, but we still got Rudy Gobert, he can crash the boards, what does that mean? That means he's in the dunker spot.
But here's what I'm saying, though.
Hold on. That means he's in the dunker spot in the paint, and that limits who? Our best slasher, best shot creator, best rim force in Anthony Edwards getting to the rim, because we're gonna have help on that all day. If you're gonna throw them lobs to Rudy Gobert every time, go ahead. You ain't even gonna pass it like that, Anthony.
No,
I'm
I agree.
You to get 15 assists and lean back like that. And so this is what I'm saying. That works to our advantage. Then on offense, when KD comes down the court and Rudy Gobert has to guard that nigga, and he cooking him for 5 possessions straight, the coach is getting sweaty palms and calling timeout real quick. See, this is what happens in the playoffs, bro. Runs, stretches of dominance, take your shit up. And when that happens,
but here's the thing: they wouldn't have. Here's what I'm saying, though. They're not gonna put. Here's where you're wrong. Hold on, Africa. Here's where you're wrong.
We don't see this too many times, Mars. I'm surprised that you believe.
I get it. You get emotional. Here's what I'm saying, though. Why would they have Rudy Gobert on Kevin Durant when they got Jaden McDaniels? Why would they do that?
In that starting 5, who is he guarding, bro? Who is he guarding?
Everybody can shoot. No, Rudy Gobert. Who's the 5? Who are the 5 shooters that the Suns will throw out against that team?
KD at the 5, right?
Okay.
They got they got Booker at the 4. Obviously, they got Bill. They got Grayson Allen.
So that's 4. Who's the 5th guy? Who's the 5th deadly shooter? Who's the 5th deadly shooter that's gonna pull Rudy out of the paint?
Eric Gordon, my nigga.
Eric Gordon? That's cap. That's cap. Now here's why that's cap. Here's why that's cap, right? What you're saying,
cap, Africa, because they don't play Eric Gordon with Grayson.
That's what I'm saying. They've never done that. When have you seen that? You haven't seen that lineup play 20 minutes together.
You've never seen that this season.
You haven't seen that lineup this season. They've been playing guys like Me Too and what's the other dude? Josh and Kobe, all of these other dudes.
Bro,
he's a capping ass nigga.
What are y'all talking about?
The reason why that doesn't work, you know why that doesn't work, is because you now. Here's what you do.
In foul trouble.
You gonna put KD and Devin Booker in foul trouble, and guess what? You have no attack, no POA defenders on guys like Anthony Edwards, and then
Grayson Allen.
Okay, so as much as we hate guys like, bro, you're still ignoring the fact that guys like Nas Reed will beat your bit. He's gonna beat them smaller guys. He's gonna beat them niggas on the boards, and he's gonna get to the basket. And then
and I forgot Bol, my nigga. Don't forget about Bol.
Oh my god, bro, Bol, bro. Okay, this nigga was just on the trading block. You talking about Bol?
Hey, Cover Jordan, hold on, Cover Jordan. Hey, Mr. Mars. Mr. Mars, go on cook this nigga because he think he can cook you. So go ahead, cook you on Africa, Mars.
Go ahead.
Listen, man. The only good point he made was in the postseason, coaches react to certain stretches. So if Rudy Gobert's on the court, and let's say a team goes small, and they're hitting perimeter shots, then yeah, that's going to force the Minnesota coach to make a decision. But he also said that you need to enforce your will on the other team. Sometimes, Africa, don't let a 4 or 5 stretch of shot making dictate what you do, because it's a make or miss league. I trust. Listen, to beat Minnesota, and we saw this versus the Clippers. If you're not shooting from a high clip from the perimeter, then Minnesota is going to impose their will on you. You have to hit perimeter shots
at an elite level, though, Mass.
Yeah, at an elite level, because you're not getting easy baskets inside the paint,
and you don't get a lot of second chance points.
It's not going to happen. Hold on, bro. Hold on. Real quick, seriously, just real quick. And so, listen, I think people overreact to the Terrence Mann breakout game 6 versus Utah when he hit like 7 or 8 threes versus Rudy. But I think Minnesota is so much more defensively sounded and so much more defensively on a string than Utah ever was. And so I think Minnesota is good enough to hide Rudy, good enough to where, yeah, you may give up some fucking open threes because he's going to drift to the paint because he's a natural big. But I don't think no team is going to force Minnesota just to bench Rudy. Like, that's not going to happen to me. I mean, that's not. And then you mentioned the Phoenix Suns. Kevin at the 5. Then you got Booker, Bill, Eric, and Grayson Allen. Bro,
yeah.
Bro, I mean,
Great lineup.
Hold on. No. Hold on. It's a great lineup.
No
we agree on that. But the
Crazy.
game's played 2 ways. And we know that in the postseason, you can't just trade shot for shots. You have to get stopped. And so who between Kevin, Bill, Booker, Grayson, and Eric, like their matchup against Edwards, Cat,
physical dudes.
I mean, what are you talking about, bro?
Right.
Like, they won't get no stops there.
Cat.
And then he's not talking about
really
the foul. Hold on.
good
What about the
post up.
foul
We got
trouble?
Grayson.
What about the foul trouble on the other end? Guys like Booker and Bill getting in foul trouble with Edwards, who's gonna attack you. Like this team.
We got Grayson Allen guarding and Edwards.
And
bro.
by
Ain't
the
no
way,
Bradley
if
Beal
by the
guarding.
way, the
Grayson
Minnesota
Allen?
team.
Yeah,
hold on,
Grayson
hold
Allen.
on.
Yeah.
By the way, Minnesota. By the way, they're top 5 in running guys off the 3-point line. By the way, so you're not gonna just get a lot of these open threes that
you heard about Phoenix Suns? They the meaty fucking kings, bro. What are you talking about, Kobe
What?
Jones? Don't play games
They're
with me,
what?
bro.
Hold on.
What are
Say
you
what?
talking about?
What are
They
you
get
talking
to the
about?
mid-range. They're a mid-range scoring team, bro. They got 3 elite mid-range scorers on that
Okay.
squad. What are you
But okay, but you're still. But what about the defense? And you
running
haven't
me off
addressed
the
that one
3? That's what
time.
I like to do, nigga. Who you talking to, man? What you talking
Hey,
about?
that's cool.
Hey,
That's
Mars,
cool.
man.
But
Look,
where's the
Mars,
defense at
No,
though?
hold
This
on.
nigga
Because
said
I just
Grayson
fried
Allen
you.
and
You
Eric
can't move to the
Gordon.
next one.
No,
I'm
it's
gonna
not
get to
about
what Mars
frying
was
me.
saying.
It doesn't matter.
Right,
Y'all are not
look.
gonna get that. Those middies is not gonna affect. It's not gonna be that. Like y'all not gonna be killing them from the midi the whole game. What are you talking about,
You
bro?
a Clipper fan, bro? Do you not remember what Devin Booker did to y'all, man?
Hold on.
Who you talking
Hold
to,
on.
man?
Are you talking about when we just played y'all last game, which y'all had all 3 guys healthy?
No.
And we blew y'all out the water?
You should have vivid memories of what happened in the playoffs last year. with
Refresh
Devin
my
Booker, bro.
memory. What are you
Vivid
talking about?
Memories, my nigga.
Refresh
hold on.
Refresh it. Tell me.
What did Phoenix do to the Clippers in the playoffs last year?
They beat a team without their 2 best players. Is that what you're talking? Is that what you're telling me?
I ain't talking about.
No,
narratives.
I'm asking a question. It's not. I'm talking about facts.
I ain't one of these niggas, man.
Bro,
Look,
how
did they beat y'all? They beat
I'm not.
y'all
You know what?
by getting to
Listen.
the
To
mid-range,
start
bro.
the new year, hey Herm, I became a different man now. I'm not gonna argue with
Exactly,
trolls.
man.
Here's what I know.
Exactly.
Hey,
I ain't
Max, hold
trolling.
on, real quick, Max.
Look at
These
him, bro.
guys, no, it's a
You
troll.
just want to talk because you get cooked right now.
Here's the
I
reason.
asked
No,
you
it's
a
not about
question,
being
bro. No,
cooked.
ain't no
Let me
finesse in me.
finish.
Look,
Let
how
me
did they
finish.
beat y'all last year, bro?
You beat a team without their 2 best players. Who you supposed to
You want
win?
to talk narratives? I'm
You're
talking
supposed to
basketball, bro.
win,
How
bro.
did they beat y'all?
Hey,
I'm
Max,
talking
am I
basketball.
giving Max? Can I be honest with you? Should I give them credit
Yeah.
for beating a team without their top 2 players?
No, Mars.
No,
Hey, Kobe Jordan,
Hold on,
dumbass
in
nigga.
2021, bro, the only reason why y'all got to the finals is because y'all faced all injured teams. What are you talking about?
bro?
Every team y'all played, you were injured in 2021
Kobe
in the finals.
Jordan.
Do you know in 2021 was the worst?
You get him
hold
mad
on.
for no reason.
Hold on, I'm not getting mad. I'm telling you the facts. In
You made a
2021,
point.
do you know in the last
bro?
hold on, in the
Look at
last
this
10
man
years, let me
getting
tell you
mad.
something.
Hey, go ahead.
In
Man.
the last
Finish
10
your dumb
years,
shit up,
I'm finna tell you, in
You goofy
2021
as
was
fuck,
the
man.
lowest
You
viewed
made the
fucking
point. Shut
finals.
that shit up, man. I try to hear that. Look,
I'm
you
cooking
made
him now,
the
so he
point
wanna
that
now overtalk
Minnesota
me.
runs
He wanna
niggas off the
overtalk me.
3-point line. I told you Phoenix like doing that and like getting to the mid-range. And then I told you
and my counter, here's my counter to that. Here's my counter. My counter was it's not going to be deadly enough to beat them. It doesn't matter.
How did the Clippers lose to the Phoenix Suns? Mid-range scoring by Devin Booker, all-time heater Booker, getting to the mid-range. Kevin Durant,
but you
getting
got
to
it.
the mid-range.
That's
niggas
wild.
cooking off the dribble. That's what they do. So when you
That's
talk about
crazy,
Minnesota's
man.
able to run niggas off the 3-point line,
He's talking about cooking niggas that played.
We laughing at that. And
you
talk
talking
the game,
about
bro.
cooking?
Stop
You talking about cooking niggas like
about niggas getting
He's
injured.
talking about cooking niggas like Norman Powell. What are we talking about, bro? Are we really giving team praise that they beat
nigga talk about how
team?
the Clippers got another nigga injured this
Hey
year,
man,
and that's why
what type of niggas is on here, bro?
Man.
Hey, Herm, can I ask you a question, Herm? No, Herm, I got a real question for Herm.
I'm trying to talk ball.
Hey, Herm, no, Herm. In what generation? I must have missed this. I'm a young nigga, right? In what generation did we start giving trophies to niggas beating injured teams and
I had
teams?
one fucking basketball question. This nigga talking about beating injured niggas, man.
I'm trying to figure this shit out.
I told you to break down how they lost.
You know,
I didn't say
it doesn't matter how they lost. Those mid-range shots would have been unavailable with Kawhi Leonard on them. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So here we go.
So insecure about your squad. You acting like I was cooking the Clippers.
These niggas is bugging me. This is crazy, man.
As to how the Clippers lost, bro.
This nigga is up here praising a winning. So let me ask you this. Don't
ask me no questions, bro. Keep on to the topic of discussion. Nah, I ain't one of them. Nah, I asked you a basketball question and you straight swerving that
This
shit.
man
I
don't
ain't one of
even
them.
want me to
Nah,
ask him
you
a
can't finesse
question,
me.
bro.
I ain't one of them. I ain't
Hey,
answering nothing
Africa,
till you actually talk
relax.
basketball, bro. Talk
Africa,
basketball.
relax, bro. We
No.
good, bro.
You
Relax.
trying to finesse, you
bro.
trying to swerve. I ain't about that, bro. If you ain't
Just
gonna have a
relax.
conversation, leave that in mind,
We
man.
just
Shut that
talking
shit up and let
basketball,
me
bro.
talk then, man.
You're
I'm
talking,
trying to talk the
but here's
game.
the thing,
And
though,
you're talking
right?
about why are we giving niggas trophies? Who's giving niggas trophies?
No,
Who's talking
bro.
about Minnesota?
So why bring it
You
up?
brought up the
Nobody
point about
cares
Minnesota.
about that.
I countered that point. I ain't trying to hear you, bro, because you ain't listening. So I ain't
Is
trying to
Devin
listen to
Booker?
you.
Hold on.
No, Mars,
Is he
like
gonna
I said,
average
man,
35
as I'm
against the
talking the game
Timberwolves? If
and we
he's gonna
actually
do it
talking
again, is
basketball,
he gonna play?
these niggas can't defend
It's
when it
crazy.
comes to in the fourth quarter, bro.
He's
They can't do
trolling,
that.
bro.
And when you talking about niggas trying to
Africa,
run niggas off the
Africa.
3-point line,
Mass,
that's what
cook this
Phoenix
nigga,
Suns do
Mass.
best.
This nigga's trolling, bro.
Africa.
That's what
What's
that's
a
what
better
the Suns
shot?
do best. So at the end of the day, that hey, I'm gonna roll the dice on our offense
I know
versus
you
y'all
rolling the dice,
defense
nigga, and
and
you
see
finna get
what
scared,
works
nigga.
out.
You are.
I'm going with the historical. Hey, you know, Maz, in the modern era, right? See, I'm talking the game. I ain't trying to talk on that. In the modern era, this year especially, when we see the offensive greatness of all the teams and all the players and the heights of the offensive ratings of all these teams, right? And we talk about the playoffs. Offense is going to beat defense. There ain't no defense with Rudy Gobert that's going to stop a great off the dribble shot creating team like the Phoenix Suns, for example. So what you mean? So Maz, if you gonna bet on the Minnesota defense over the Phoenix Suns offense, if you
They
have to
got
roll the dice,
four
that's what you
wing
betting on, Maz.
defenders.
You betting on
No,
that?
it's
You
not
betting on
about
that?
Rudy.
good
They got.
No, hey, hold up, man.
They
I
got
asked
four
Maz,
wing
man. Shut
defenders.
your ass up.
This nigga's a troll, bro.
Shut your ass up.
Africa.
No.
You
You
keep mentioning
want to
Rudy
talk to
Gobert.
basketball? Don't talk to me, bro. You want to talk narratives? You want to talk feelings? Nah,
Africa.
I ain't about
Africa.
that, man. So Maz,
Africa.
you betting on me defense
Yeah,
over
let me
Phoenix
ask the
Suns
question, bro.
offense? What?
Let me hold on. As good
Damn, this
as
nigga talk a lot.
What?
the Suns
Nigga,
offense would be
kick
with
that
that
shit.
what as good as offense would be with that small 5-man lineup.
It don't
I mean,
work.
the fact that the Phoenix Suns don't play elite defense, I
Right.
think the Minnesota Timberwolves offense will be just as good because they're
We
going
don't
to be
need to play
getting.
elite.
They're going to be. Hold on, bro. I
We
think
got a
Minnesota.
liability on the court. We don't need to guard him. So
I
it's
think
4-on-5.
Minnesota can get. I think Minnesota can get any shot they want inside the paint. Where and
That's a
also
fact.
too, I can see Anthony and these guys penetrating the paint, drawing and kicking to open threes, shooters.
Facts.
And so, what you trust more?
Which shooters? Which
Hold
shooters?
on, bro. What you
Which
trust
shooter?
more? KD and Booker shooting contested mid-range shots over lengthy defensive players.
Bradley
Or do
Beal.
you trust
Well,
the
why you
Minnesota
forgetting Bradley
T-Wolves?
Beal? Like he ain't out there.
Hold on, bro. Or do you trust the Minnesota T-Wolves getting closer shots to the basket, more efficient shots? Oh, and by the way, defensively, because the game is played two ways. Who do you trust more defensively, the Suns or the T-Wolves?
Timberwolves on 10 times out of 10.
So, Africa, I'm going to go with the team that can score versus Suns. Oh, and by the way, they're a top 5 defense in the league. I'm going with that team.
So?
That's
So,
a fact. He said so.
Africa's looking at one side of the ball.
So hold on, Africa. Can I ask you a question? Hold on,
That
Africa.
defense,
So hold on.
like
No,
I
hold
said,
on.
bro. Man,
So hold on, let me ask you this, Mass. Let me ask Mass one question. When have you seen a small ball team that doesn't
you
play
agree with him, why are you talking, bro? Let me cook that shit. No,
when
you
have
agree with
seen
him.
I
But
don't know.
why
I'm
are you
asking him a
talking,
question, bro.
though?
Shut the fuck up. I'm asking him a question. Mass, when have you seen have you now I could be wrong because I haven't I'm a young nigga, right?
No, it's a nigga saving you.
Good, bro.
No, I'm asking the small ball teams that don't play elite defense. Do they typically win championship? Like, have you seen that one at a high level? I haven't seen it.
I haven't, and neither has Africa. Who? Name the team. Who? Name them.
Nigga,
Name a small ball teams that's won without playing elite.
So y'all niggas just gonna agree with each other? What are y'all doing up in here, bro?
Well, I mean, on that topic,
no, I'm asking
What's
for
up with y'all
clarification.
niggas, man?
We agree.
I'm trying to
y'all came to
clarify.
do, Maz? To ask each other
No, this is not
dumbass
no echo
questions?
chamber. This is
on that.
no.
No,
This is
Africa,
we.
on that topic. I mean, I agree.
Can I talk? Or y'all just gonna just jack each other off like that?
No, but I'm trying to find validity in what you said. Africa. I'm trying her Africa. You might be right. I'm trying to find validity what you said because you may be right. But
I ain't even get to talk yet. And so how you gonna find validity in what we doing, bro? What's up, man?
No, I'm saying, can you show me when that has won?
Hey, can I talk first off?
I haven't seen it, my nigga.
What said or what, man? What we doing, man? Hey, this is how it go, Kobe Jordan. One nigga make a point. I refute that point. If you got a point, you hold that.
No, I was asking a clarifying question.
This nigga crazy.
This nigga weird, bro. I can't ask a question.
Nigga, you agree with Maz. So why?
No, I don't always agree with him. It wasn't even a topic. We're talking about the Suns.
Okay,
he don't.
Go ahead,
me,
bro.
hold on. Me and him don't even agree.
We love the debate, but y'all gotta let each other talk.
Me and Mass actually don't agree. He actually picked the Suns in the Western Conference Finals. I don't agree.
I don't really care, to be honest, bro. This is ridiculous.
I'm
right
just
now.
trying to figure out what you're saying,
I just need to
bro.
come to a point. Look, Maz,
The
Yes.
Phoenix Suns ain't gonna pay no small ball for 48 minutes, bro. You understand that, right?
And
So
Rudy
I'm saying in
Gobert
the
won't be
fourth
on the
quarter,
bench for 48 minutes.
Exactly.
in the 40 in the yeah, okay. And so when in the 48 minutes, when it comes to the fourth quarter,
Uh-huh.
Rudy Gobert is gonna become a liability. We're gonna expose that. And when we go KD at the 5, even a guy like Ball at the 5 that can space the floor is gonna
You
create
said Bobo.
problems for Rudy Gobert.
Wow.
And so this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
When you talk about elite offense from a great defensive team, let me tell you
Uh-huh.
something. Did you know the Denver Nuggets last season were the 15th ranked defense in the NBA and won a championship? Did you know that? Mm. So,
Yeah. But they had
when you
guys like
talk about
Eric Gordon.
Hmm?
But they had guys
What?
like Aaron Gordon and KCP who can hold
Oh,
their own
okay.
a little bit
Hey,
or
hey,
good
hey, hey, no,
enough.
no, no, no,
And
no.
But
They had them guys and was
they
still
were
Phoenix
ranked
top
Suns ain't got
rebound. They
that
15th.
were a
Africa.
top.
The
Look,
Phoenix
look, look.
Suns don't have
Hey,
nothing
y'all
but
don't
that
want to let me
torch.
get it off.
They
Go
were a
ahead, man.
top
Go ahead.
rebounding
Go
team
ahead.
too. You
Go ahead.
The
forgot that they
Phoenix
were a good
Suns don't
rebounding
have
team
no
too.
elite
Hmm?
perimeter defensive players. And
That's
again,
a fact.
you're acting like the Minnesota T-Wolves can't score baskets against that defense. Like you're ignoring
Exactly.
that part.
This nigga's crazy, bro.
When
But
you
go ahead,
play
Trav.
4-on-5 on offense in the playoff mods, when the pace slows down, it's going to be very difficult to play for. See, in the regular season, teams don't expose Rudy Gobert like that because one, the game planning ain't the same as it is in the playoffs, and two, you kind of hold your clip and understand that that's something you could always go to for that's
We
historically
agree on
been
that.
done
We agree on
in
that.
the playoffs.
Minnesota,
And so
hold
once
on.
again, you call Aaron
I got
Gordon
you,
and
bro. I got
KCP
you, man.
elite defenders.
Yeah,
Hey,
Minnesota,
what did they show? They showed they were
but
middle of
I
the
forgot.
pack
but here's my
defense
issue. But
in the
Max, my
NBA.
issue with what he's saying is that in order to pull Rudy out of the paint, which Finch really rarely does, even when teams are shooting out the gym, Rudy Gobert still gets his normal minutes. The issue what he's saying is you would have to have 5
That's
guys
my
starting
point.
the game. But here's what I'm saying: you would have to have 5.
No,
No,
Hey,
listen,
Hitman
you would
X,
have to
I'm not
have
no
5
Suns fan,
spacers
nigga.
on the
So
court to
shut the
start the
hell up,
game
nigga.
and to be shooting at
Hitman
such
X,
an
I'm
elite
not no
level.
Suns fan, nigga.
That's what my
You ain't
point. Like
defending me, nigga.
Rudy Gobert,
Shut
you might
your ass
hit,
up,
bro,
nigga.
just because you hit a few open shots, like
What are you
Rudy
talking about?
Gobert still doesn't come out of the game. Even that's how I know you ain't been watching the Timberwolves.
hey,
There's small ball
hey,
teams
Kobe
that win.
Jordan. Let me
Hold
ask you a
on.
question, bro, because you
No,
talk a
I'm
lot.
not
Kobe
done.
Jordan.
I'm not done.
Kobe
I'm not
Jordan.
done, nigga. I'm not
Yeah.
done. I'm not done, nigga. Shut
Let
up,
him
nigga.
Nigga,
Let
go
me
they
quick.
talk.
finish.
Go
After you
ahead,
get
man.
Let
that,
me
let him
cook,
Go
go.
ahead,
nigga.
man.
You ain't finna
Trying to
overtalk
flex.
nobody, nigga. Shut up.
You trying to flex, man? Go
Listen what
ahead,
I
man. You my
said.
son, nigga.
When you
Go
play
ahead.
the
Cooking you right now,
Timberwolves,
Africa.
even if you go small out and have spacing, that the way you have to hit shots is not sustainable for 48 minutes because of the perimeter
This
pressure
is
defense that
crazy
they
coming
got.
from a Clipper fan, bro.
No,
Sustainable.
I'm telling you the truth. I'm being unbiased right now, nigga.
No, no,
Even
no.
with
What happened last season, bro?
hold on, what happened?
I
What you
just
mean?
got a question for you, bro.
Bro,
Was Zubac? No, 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 no,
bro,
no.
it's
What
semantics.
happened?
I'm
What
not
happened?
finished, bro.
This
Let me
nigga's
cook.
crazy, man.
Don't ask me
How are
no
you not
questions,
finished,
nigga.
bro? What else you got
When
to
I'm
say, nigga?
cuz you
Go
was
ahead,
talking
man.
for 10 straight minutes.
Go
Man, young
ahead,
Africa
man. You
getting
ain't saying
cooked. Hey,
shit
young
though.
Africa, let Kobe Jordan talk. You been getting
You ain't
cooked though,
really
young
saying nothing,
Africa.
but go ahead,
This
man. Go
another
ahead.
point, right? He gonna
Go
say
ahead.
we gonna put
Another
bro.
point. Go
Every
ahead.
time somebody tell me they gonna beat Timberwolves, it's always back to the narrative of pulling Rudy out of the paint. Bro, the teams that have beat them and went small like the Thunder, bro, it only worked for a few minutes and they made an adjustment. Guess what? Then Thunder, they couldn't sustain the amount of threes for the whole game. Their defense locked in. The Timberwolves, and guess what the Timberwolves did? They moved the ball well, and they get open good looks, bro. They have enough size to defend you, and they got guys like Niles Reed who can defend perimeter guys. Rudy Gobert has been playing against small ball lineups, and he's been effective, bro. You don't have 5 deadly three-point shooters to the fact where it's going to pull Rudy out of the paint every possession. Look at this from a possession standpoint. You can make maybe a 8-0 run, 10-0 run on them, but you're not going to be able to sustain that type of three-point shooting. The Clippers, our issue was been size. Every top tier team that's been losing to them, most of the time it's been because of the size issue, bro. It's all about the size. You still got to put a big body on Rudy. This is why I'm gonna say this to be finished. When the Bulls actually played Drummond and Vucevic, that was actually the ingredients to beating them because they had 2 bigs, which one of them could spread the floor. And guess what? Rudy Gobert was getting fit. He was getting outboxed out by Drummond, and they came back by 20 and won that game, bro. You have to put size on them, but you still have to
Uncle
shoot lights
Cole.
out.
Hey, young Africa, to add on before you get back to going, young
What?
Africa, you must have forgot. You must have
Dumbass.
forgot. You must have forgot last year
Hey,
with
what man?
Minnesota. Hold on. You must have forgot last year with Minnesota. They was injured. Jaden McDaniels broke his damn
That's
hand
a
in the
fact.
play-in
They
game.
didn't have
They
their
was
best
not.
wing
They was not
defender.
100%, and they still gave a Denver one for running their money. It
Facts.
was a close. It
He
was
don't even
close
care about that.
games. It was close games in that series. To which, if Jaden McDaniels was playing, I think he could have made it tough on Jamal Murray, made it a lot more tougher for Jamal
Hey,
Murray, and it could have made that series a series. So I
hey,
mean,
man, I got. Hey, see,
you
when niggas
forget
talk
certain
this much, bro.
factors, man.
No. Hey, also, I hear you on that, Herm. And see, when niggas talk this much, bro, like what he did, I'm gonna just keep it short and sweet, right? Because I'm gonna just hit him with the facts. Not
You
even
keeping it short and
I'm a,
sweet?
He
no.
don't even keep it
I'm
short
about
and
to.
sweet.
Hey,
What
look,
is
can
he
I go,
talking
Herm?
about?
Can I go? Can I go,
You
Herm?
talking
Yeah,
for
go
a
ahead,
minute
y'all.
straight.
You can go. You
Okay,
can go.
look. Because this nigga getting emotional already. I ain't even said my shit yet.
I'm cool, bro. Go ahead.
Okay, then chill the fuck out there. Look, last season, right? When they had a DeAndre Ayton, right? Who is still small, the Phoenix Suns. I mean, who's still big and plays as a big, but he's able to space the floor, right? And at least get to the mid-range, right? He's able to do that. Guess what? The Clippers, 5-man lineup that played the most minutes, and the lineups in which they closed with was Kawhi, Westbrook, Norman Powell, Eric Gordon, Terrence Mann. Zubac got the 6 most minutes on that team, right? See, this is what I'm trying to say when it comes to facts.
Hold on
Facts.
right
No,
quick. I gotta tell the chat to
oh,
do something right quick. Hey,
yeah,
here,
I know.
man.
You got to come in. Go
Any
ahead, go ahead.
mods in the chat, man? Y'all put that milk and honey nigga in timeout for at least 24 hours, man. He going too far. He
That's
could
crazy.
troll, but he going too far. Put that nigga in timeout for 24 hours. Any
What'd he
mods,
say,
man?
Show?
Now he's saying fuck Ticket, fuck Elder, fuck Two
Oh
Raw.
yeah, he wilding, bro.
Yeah, he wild. Put that nigga in timeout, man, for 48 hours.
Hey, man. But like I said, man, short and sweet, bro. Zubac gets the 6 most amount of minutes. Why? Because when Phoenix Suns are cooking and when they go small and they're able to utilize KD at the 5 and KD at the 4, and they have floor spacing bigs like a DeAndre Ayton, you have to go small and match that lineup. And that's why, because offense dictates to you. Now you could rely on your defense. You could say, "Hey, I'm gonna still play Zubac," but what did the Clippers do? And what does a guy like Ty Lue, as a championship coach, do? Lose faith in Zubac very, very quickly. That's what teams do. And so Chris Finch would have to have an option. And so that's my point. He's probably gonna ride with Rudy Gobert. And when he rides with Rudy Gobert, that's gonna be the death of the Minnesota Timberwolves. And so you're gonna see that. And that's why I would ask you, Kobe Jordan, why did Ty Lue play Zubac 6 most minutes on the squad, closing with Terrence Mann and Norman Powell over that nigga when it came to the Phoenix Suns? What's up?
I could tell. I could, bro. I'm glad you asked me that because I was actually gonna
Yeah.
go right into that next topic.
Oh,
So the reason,
go ahead.
yeah, let me go. So that's easy.
Go
That's
ahead.
not even a cook statement. What you're saying is that you need space, and the issue with you have spacing. Zubac doesn't give us spacing, but here's what you can't have. You can't have 5 guys out there with a Westbrook who can't shoot. That's an issue. So Rudy's still in the paint. So you're telling me what I already know, bro. They're putting 5 guys out there. Reason why you put Westbrook out there is because in late game moments, he's good for offensive rebounds and other rebound situations. But guess what? He's still not being guarded by Rudy. It doesn't work. The issue is you need to have 5 guys out there who can space the floor and then be able to defend. This is why OKC gives Timberwolves problems when they play, because they still got a big in Chet who can defend, but he also can shoot. And everybody else on that team can shoot. Lou Dort can shoot. Shea can shoot. Giddy can shoot. And this is why I think the Thunder will give the Timberwolves the biggest matchup.
You ain't even addressing what I said, bro. How you
Because
going
what you're
to
saying,
OKC,
I answered it. I said, you asked me why did Zubac play the less minutes? It's because he don't space the floor. What that's the answer.
Oh,
nigga.
so how does that not apply to Rudy Gobert, bro? What is this nigga talking about?
Hold on, but here's what I'm telling you. We still didn't have enough 3-point shooting, enough deadly 3-point shooting to affect that. It didn't matter anyway. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Westbrook on the floor doesn't make it better. Him and Westbrook, him and Zubac are the same player then, nigga. That's what you're saying. They're the same nigga.
So let me say this then. No, hold up. Because you saying you can't play Zubac because of Westbrook. To utilize Westbrook, Zubac can't be in the game. So let me tell you this.
No, they can't shoot is my point.
Yeah. I understand that, nigga. Hold up. Look, when it comes to Rudy Gobert, we know he can't shoot, right? What would you call Jaden McDaniels? Is he a shooter?
He could. What is that?
Hold on. Answer the question, bro.
He's the timely shooter, though.
Question, bro.
He makes time to jump shots.
Hold on.
Jaden McDaniels a shooter.
You just messed up your point. Here's why. Because what you're saying.
No, nigga,
I'm finna cook you.
Hold on.
No,
are you gonna answer my question before you go into your own tangent?
Jaden McDaniels can shoot. He can hit it. He's hit most of his knockdown shots. What are you talking about? Have you not watched
a shooter? Would you define him as a shooter?
Bro, he doesn't. He hits timely threes.
He's a timely shooter.
Hey, Herb. Hey, why this nigga finesse? What the fuck is Tomlin?
Bro,
threes, nigga?
he's not
Can that
a
nigga
bad.
shoot or
Hold
not?
on.
Is he
How
a
much?
threat or not?
Yes, he is a
Well,
threat. He's a threat.
I put it like this, yo.
He is a threat.
He can hit a big shot if they need
He
him to hit
does,
a big
bro. He
shot,
hit,
though.
bro.
No,
He hit three.
that's
Hold
not
on.
what I
He hit
asked.
all,
Hey,
no,
Herb, you
he
know
hit all
scouting
3 of
reports.
his
We
shots
play the
against us.
percentages, nigga. We don't play the timely shot type, nigga, man. So don't give me that
Okay,
dumb
but
shit.
here's
Nigga.
my point.
As
If
a
you're playing the
defense on that
percentage,
scouting
okay,
report,
let me
do
tell
we
you.
fear
Let
Jaden
me tell you.
McDaniels from 3 or not, nigga?
Here's
Or do
what I'm
we
saying.
sacrifice the shot and say, go ahead, just like we do Dando, nigga? Take
Okay,
that
but
shit.
guess
Beat
what?
us
Guess
with
what?
that
Here,
shot. What
but
do we
here's what
do?
you're
No.
saying, though.
Since you
Here,
don't want
no,
to ask
hold
the
on. Here's
question,
what
Herb.
you're
I mean,
saying.
Kobe Jordan.
You're trying
Herb,
to
you
make
answer the
on
question.
too much.
Do we
No,
fear
I'm about
Jaden
to answer
McDaniels when
it.
it comes to the
It
three-point
doesn't
shot,
matter if
Herb?
you fear
Do
him.
we
Here's
do that?
why. No, here's
No,
why.
Herm. Answer my
No,
question. This
Herm,
nigga
I
ain't gonna
gotta,
answer my
Herm,
question,
I
so I
gotta
need you to answer
respond,
the
Herm.
question, Herm.
Herm, I
Don't
gotta.
finesse
All
with the
right,
nigga, Herm.
yeah, Africa.
Yo,
Let's see
quiet
what
for the
Kobe
nigga,
Jordan
Herm.
finna say, yo, Africa. Let's see what he finna
What?
say.
Here's
Man,
what I'm
shut that
saying.
soft shit up,
Here's what I'm.
man.
No, you not because here's what you
Niggas ain't answering
ignoring.
questions, man.
He keeps talking about their offense. We understand that they do have some type of, but they move the ball well. By the way, and here's the other thing. Even
Move
if
the
they
ball
have,
well.
hold on, even if they
What
have
this
Jaden
nigga
McDaniels on there, bro, Jaden McDaniels hits his open shots. Nas Reed hits his open shots. Those
Hey,
other
what
guys
the
hit their
fuck
open
is this,
shots.
bro? Hits his open shot. The nigga gets left open. He better hit open
And
shot.
guess
So
what?
why is the nigga shooting
If okay, and
35% from
guess
three
what?
then?
He still and
No,
guess what?
hold up.
Even if he's
Why is the
left
nigga
open,
shooting
he
35%
still
from three
drives
then?
and penetrates. He's still effective
This
on
nigga,
the
bro.
offense. Westbrook, they're leaving him
We,
wide open
hey,
every
hey, hey,
single
hey.
time.
This nigga. Why are you talking about Westbrook? I'm talking about Jaden
Because you brought
McDaniels.
up
You
the
gotta
Clippers.
stay
You
on
you talked
topic,
about
bro.
Zubac, nigga. You the one brought up the Clippers.
No, it was just for your goofy ass mind, right? Your amateur mind.
This
It was
nigga's
just
a
an example
dumbass.
for
He
you to be
brought up the
able to
Clippers
relate
and
to.
asked me why
Now,
am
it
I
was something for
responding
you
to
to
it.
relate to,
What
nigga.
type of
It was
nigga is
some.
that?
It
This
was
nigga
actually a
crazy.
sample size of what I was talking about with
So
Phoenix
okay,
and how they already did
let
this
me just
for a
answer
team.
the question
They
straight
already
up.
done did
Here's
this.
the question. I'm gonna
They
answer
done
your
did this.
question straight up.
Hey
Yes,
man, answer the
it is.
question. Is Jaden McDaniels
Yes,
a shooter or not, bro? You
he
still ain't
yes
answered, bro.
he can shoot.
Timely
Yes,
shots, this and
he
that
he
ain't
does
the
hit
answer,
timely
bro.
shots. Yes. The
No,
same way,
that means no, nigga. That's what
the
that means,
same way
nigga.
that
That
Grayson
means
Allen
no,
can hit
nigga.
his time. Yes, he can hit his timely shots.
What you say?
I
Wait,
say
what?
yes because he's shooting like in the mid 30s for 3-point percentage. So I say
Yeah,
yes.
that's average, nigga. That's league
All
average
right, that's
on
all
wide
you
open
need.
numbers.
That's all you need is average shooter.
No. Average shooting ain't gonna beat us, huh? That's the point. Are you gonna rely on that
It
average
will.
shooting in the fourth quarter
This
offense?
nigga,
It
hey, you
See,
know
will.
how
that's
I
what I'm
know he
trying to.
don't
Hey,
bet
Herb,
Herm?
It
He
Herb, you
don't
will.
don't
bet
play
the
on
averages.
basketball, Herb.
He
When we
don't
leave
bet the
that nigga
averages.
open, are you gonna rely on that, or you gonna have to
Yes, if
switch
he's
your
hitting
shit
it
up?
50% of
And
the
this
time,
is what I'm trying to
30% of
tell
the
you, Herb.
time.
Hey,
Yes.
I ain't trying to hear all that shit, Kobe Jordan. Because if you ain't gonna ask the question,
Dumbass.
we ain't having a conversation, nigga. Because I be frying
Herm,
you on
answer the
all
question,
things called
Herm. You ain't
basketball,
been
nigga.
frying
Look, hey
nobody.
Herb,
You
hey
all your
Herb.
points has been
When I'm
debunked.
packing the paint, Herb, Anthony Edwards, your
I
best player,
I
is
can't
gonna be limited. It's gonna be limited to
I can't
attacking
lie,
the
yo.
fucking paint.
Africa. I
Rudy
put it like
Gobert,
this.
no,
Not,
Herb. You let this nigga slide, Herb. The Herb body
I
show is
ain't
just a
letting them slide.
finesse.
That's y'all
Twerk on the
argument,
real
nigga.
pressure
I
show,
letting y'all
basketball
talk.
fucking show.
Shit.
Nah, Herb, you in the body to her because you ain't answering shit. This nigga talking about
You
timely
easy
shots.
work
I
now.
asked a
You
simple
easy
question,
work,
and y'all
son.
niggas don't want to have
Hey,
that basketball
son. Hey,
conversation because
son.
you know on the
I
scatter
know I
report.
ain't
Now I gotta let
fixed
break
your
it down for
bottle
y'all.
yet.
No,
I know you
Herb.
ain't fixed
You
your
gonna cut me
bottle
off? You
yet,
ain't gonna cut
son.
your
But
goofy
I
ass me
finna
off.
I
No,
finna I finna
Herb.
fix you. I finna
You
fix
gotta
you this
hear this. You gotta
bottle
hear
in a
this, Herb.
minute.
When we talk about scouting
Go
report and
ahead, young
basketball,
Africa. Then
we
I'ma
gotta
go.
understand. No, we gotta understand something. You gotta understand something. We pick our poison, bro, in the playoffs, right? There's gonna be great teams. They do great things. We're gonna pick our poison. So what we gonna do? We're gonna sag off Rudy Gobert, pack the paint on Anthony Edwards. So one player already defending, who's our post defender, big, is gonna be sagging, and he's gonna be helping on everything
He
called
said pack the
Anthony
paint.
Edwards.
With
Rise and
who?
penny. Hey, hold the fuck up. See, this nigga can't let me finish. I'm talking
Herm, who
basketball.
Hey,
do you pack the
let
paint
her
with?
finish,
Oh,
Kobe Jordan.
Okay,
Let her
okay,
finish.
go
Let
ahead.
her
I
finish.
got you.
Let her
Go
finish.
ahead.
I'm trying to talk the
Pack the
game.
paint.
This nigga want to talk
This
feelings
nigga
anymore.
crazy.
He want to talk about timely shots, how a nigga feel. But he ain't trying to give me no numbers. Look, we're gonna sag off for Rudy Gobert, pack the paint on your best player, and his rim pressure ain't gonna be the same. And so what he's gonna turn into a perimeter threat, and he's gonna take jump shots, bad shots, mid-range shots, all that, right? Off the dribble threes. And then when we do that, and we need even more additional help and straight box this nigga, box and one type shit. Now we leaving Jaden McDaniels open. You got Rudy Gobert on the court, you got Jaden McDaniels. So your best defenders, perimeter and interior, we're gonna create them as liabilities and ask big questions of the coaching staff as to whether you're gonna ride with these niggas or die with these niggas. And I feel like more often than not, if Jalen McDaniels hits 6 threes and beats us, GG's, bro, good game. We're gonna come back with the same shit next game and see if you beats us again, nigga. And while that happens, you got big questions. So at the end of the day, and while that happens, your best play is gonna be limited. Anthony Edwards ain't gonna get nothing easy off. We loading up on the nigga. So what happens with that? You know how that plays into our hands because we don't have elite perimeter defenders, the Phoenix Suns. I agree. I understand that. So what do? We play boxing one. We play team defense. We fucking limit the space for Anthony Edwards, and we make Mike Conley try and be a shot creator. He ain't that. We're running him off the line, and then Jaden McDaniels and Rudy Gobert complete liabilities, and we win that series in 5, nigga. That's light work, nigga. And that's how you break the game down,
Yeah. I think you're being disingenuous, and I think you haven't been watching the T Wolves to understand that Jaden McDaniels is a solid shooter. He is not a bad shooter. He will not miss open threes. You leave him open, he will knock them down. Then you got guys on the bench that could score that are bucket getters now. Adding Monte Morris, that's a threat that you know you can't leave open. Nas Reed is a threat, could score from all 3 levels of the court as well. Then you got a guy, Anthony Edwards, we know what he is, Mike Conley. You still got to respect this jump shot. Cat, it's arguably, he still shoots a 3-point at a high percentage as well. You can't leave him open. So, end of the day, you could try to say Jaden McDaniels is the weakness, but Jaden McDaniels showed you this year that he actually could score for all 3 levels of the court. So therefore, what you gonna do with a guy that can actually score for all 3 levels of the court? He actually could slash and get easy buckets. He could shoot a wide open 3. He actually can score off the dribble as well. So what weakness you talking about of Jaden McDaniels? He is not asked to score 20, but if they need him to score 20 a couple of games, he is very capable of doing it. He has proven it this year. He has proven it this year.
He ain't capable of doing that shit. Stop.
He is proven this year though. So I mean, how can you go against it?
Who is that? Who you talking about?
Jaden McDaniels.
20 points.
He could give you that a couple of games if you so-called trying to live and die with him.
I'm gonna just ask you a question, Moss. Since Rudy Gobert ain't a threat from the perimeter, right? I'm gonna ask you: would you call Jaden McDaniels a shooter? On the scouting report, are we accounting for Jaden McDaniels shooting? Do we fear that?
Yeah, because he can hit open threes. I mean, he can shoot it, can he? So I mean, listen. Let me answer the question, bro. I don't think
answer the question.
Hold on. I don't think you come to a game saying we gotta stop him, but you can't just leave him wide open because he can shoot it. But I don't think he's gonna make coaches lose sleep over it. But you have to account for him to a certain degree, yeah, if that makes sense.
Well, I tell you, dumbass, John Africa, you can't leave the man wide open.
Like
you cannot leave him open.
Bro. It's crazy. Like I mean, the man can shoot a little bit to where he can. I tell you
be
what,
respectable.
I mean, he ain't no goddamn Jared Vanderbilt. He ain't him.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I mean, yeah.
The nigga shoot 35% from 3 this season. I ain't trying to feel. I ain't trying to.
Hold on, bro. For a big man of his caliber, that's actually decent for him.
Decent for a small forward.
You don't think it is for him?
That's average.
I no. I said for him though. That's
for him.
That's decent.
No. I'm talking about for the guy that needs to be a threat, for the floor spacing to be adequate for Anthony Edwards to cook in the playoffs. If we're gonna go with Rudy Gobert, we can't have 2 non-floor spaces on the court at the same time.
Listen, I agree. Listen, I'm not playing McDaniels and Gobert at the same time. I have to.
See, hey, we already got y'all changing up. That's my point.
I have to stunt their minutes, but that's not what you asked me. You asked me about shooting.
I did because I said if you're gonna play your best defenders, right, and you're gonna play have McDaniels and Rudy Gobert on the court at the same time. Well, now I would personally say you got 2 non-floor spaces. We loading up on Anthony Edwards. We ain't letting nothing easy. We're gonna turn Cat into a catch and shoot jump shooter, and if he's gonna beat us by that, do that. But we're gonna stay on him and don't leave him. He's gonna help on Anthony Edwards every single time when it comes to Rudy Gobert and Jaden McDaniels. Man, bro, he getting no space. He's gonna have to be a perimeter shooter. He's gonna have to be a jump shooter.
I tell you this,
and we're gonna take away
McDaniels. I've seen McDaniels this season hit a lot of timely threes. And for me in the postseason, if you can make timely threes, then I'll take that. You know that, Africa. Come on, bro. Like, I mean, you acting slow today, bro. That shit crazy.
Nah, man. I've been frying y'all niggas, man.
Nah, Kobe Jordan already cooked you, man. He cooked you.
No, he didn't cook shit.
He did.
He didn't have no answer. So why did Ty Lue bench Zubac last year when it came to the same team called the Phoenix Suns? Well, why that happened in the clutch? 4 quarters, not closing with Zubac. What happened?
Maybe because Zubac wasn't rebounding, wasn't defending. I mean, it's more so than just shooting.
He did best rebounding, Moss. Stop it, bro.
No.
Best
Hold on. But maybe in the postseason he wasn't doing those things. I don't know. I feel like I look at the stats. I
Oh,
don't
he
know.
was. He was averaging damn near double, but
Oh, he
his
was.
minutes just decreased in the
Oh, okay.
playoffs.
You a
His
sad
minutes
nigga.
decreased.
You a sad
I don't know.
nigga,
I have to go verify that. I don't know.
I do know.
Africa a sad nigga, Mr. Mars.
Timely
So
threes
before I go,
is
we've been up for
ridiculous.
almost 3 hours now. So real quick before I go, Africa. So who do you got win the West?
Oh, I got the Denver Nuggets winning the West, man.
Okay. And who they playing
He
in the conference
knows
finals?
better. He knows better.
In the conference finals,
Yeah, who they playing?
honestly, I got them playing the Phoenix Suns.
Oh, okay, the Phoenix Suns. Okay.
I got them playing the
Well,
Phoenix
you and
Suns. Yeah.
Miles got the same picks, man.
Oh, Miles got the same pick. Okay, yeah, man. Well, shit, we know the game, man. I'm not surprised.
Well, I think the second round matchups are going to be key this season out west. So depending on who match, I think in the second round, depending on who the Clippers play, depending on who Phoenix plays, is going to dictate if those teams can get to the conference finals.
Look,
Like the
man,
Clippers
I
have-
personally think. Oh, go
in
ahead,
my
Miles. You ain't finished.
Well, I was going to say the Suns have to avoid Minnesota. They have to avoid
Man,
the Clippers. But if they can get like a Dallas, if they can get maybe like a OKC and a team like that, the Lakers in the second round, then I think they can advance to the conference finals. But if they got to play Minnesota, Denver, or the Clippers, then they're going home. They're going home.
I agree. These playoffs in the West is all about matchups and where these guys gonna be seated at. Because I think if you got Minnesota and OKC on the same side in that second round, OKC obviously had a lot of success against Minnesota. You would choose them. It just all depends what's going on, man. If I'm a team, honestly, if I'm the Clippers, I'm avoiding that number one seed. If I'm a team like the Clippers, I'm avoiding that number one seed because honestly, if they play the Lakers in the first round, I don't know about that matchup, Mr. Mars in Africa. I don't know about that matchup, man. If they play the Lakers in the first round, I don't know, man. As much as I hate the Lakers, I don't know, man.
What's funny is this: even though we all agree that the Lakers probably are not a better team than the Clippers, they have AD, and I think it's not a bad matchup. But I think the stakes would be so high because of the rivalry in LA. Both teams play in the same building. I don't trust the mental fortitude of James and PG to handle that type of series. I think Clippers are better, but I think the mental aspect, Africa, I think the Clippers come up short. I think Kawhi plays his ass off. Like, I'm not worried about him. And I just think that, like, Kawhi's going to need PG and James to be good for 4 out of 7 games. And I don't trust it versus that team. I think the stakes are
me
too high.
neither, and I think we agree there. But
I think LeBron and AD, that duo will outplay Kawhi, whoever else you pair him with.
Salute Mark Rivian Black. Yeah.
But let me ask you this, Miles and Herm, right? Coming back to Minnesota, right? Because we already know Clippers and Lakers. No matter what happens, I don't see them going deep into the playoffs. Either of those teams, second round exits at best, right? Because I expected more on the trade deadline from the Lakers. Our defense ain't as good as it was last season without Vanderbilt, and our offense is mid, man. So look, let me say this.
But go ahead.
Let me say this. Let me say this. In the lineup, right, of Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert, Karl Anthony Towns, Mike Conley, Jaden McDaniels, right? Who is Karl Anthony Towns guarding in that small ball 5 Phoenix Suns lineup? Who is he guarding? Who's Rudy Gobert guarding?
Well, I'll put Rudy on either probably Eric Gordon but I mean
a shooter that you can't leave.
Hold on. Africa, are you sure that Frank Vogel is going to go to that lineup though versus that team? I don't think he's going to do that.
Oh, I think you have to
because of the
He'll
rebound.
get desperate after he down in the series.
The paint
No. That ain't no desperate.
He ain't gonna start that in game.
I'm not sure he's going to.
No. We ain't starting the game, but we closing games like that, Herm. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We're closing like that.
But I don't think the game gonna be close enough for that lineup to be seen.
Second chance points, rebounds, tip-ins. I'm not sure that's a good strategy for
No,
Phoenix.
you can't. But you can't answer my question though, right?
Africa, you
Y'all
basically
ducking and swerving.
no. But Africa, you basically saying that let's trade twos for threes, and Minnesota got a way better chance converting them twos than some
And
of
that's
those
how I look
Phoenix
at it. And
players
that's a fair
converted those
point.
No,
threes.
no, no,
That's how
no,
I look
no.
at it.
Hey, see, I already broke down
That's
how
what
we're
you
gonna play
asking
team
though.
defense, and we're gonna give up because we're not a great elite defensive team. We're gonna give up what we want to give up. That's what you do in the playoffs. You dictate to the other team what they get off, right? That's what the coach is meant to do. Play to your strengths, and if you don't have
Not
the
really.
defense to be able to cover
Some
multiple
teams
areas
do
on
it
the court,
beyond.
you dictate to the other team, we're gonna give you this shot, and that
No,
shot
that's
is
not
gonna
true.
be
That's not true.
hands,
That's not
the
true.
ball in
That's
the
not
hands of
true.
Rudy Gobert and Jaden McDaniels,
That's
bro.
not
Straight up.
true. That's not true, Africa.
What do
That's
you mean
not
that's
true.
not true?
Listen,
Stop.
but I'm about to tell you, the real contending teams that compete for championships, they take what they want. They get the shots that they want because they're that great. You know that. Come on, man. You know
Minnesota's
that.
not that though. Minnesota's not that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They're not that. They're not
I think
versatile enough.
Hold on. I think Anthony Edwards can get any shot he wants versus the Phoenix Suns defense.
No. He's the only one, and we load up on him. What's he gonna
what
do?
about Anthony Towns? What are you talking about?
Well, what's Cat gonna do? Swing, Cat. What's he gonna do?
No,
Attack
bro.
the closeout and do what?
We've seen Cat be a 3-level scorer.
Man, off
Africa,
the
what are you talking
dribble,
about right now?
ain't
Bro?
nobody feeling threatened by Cat off the dribble. Now you want to talk about the offense, right? Understand this: Minnesota ain't no great offensive team. They're a great defensive team, but they rank 17th in offense.
But you don't have to be great.
Hold on. Let me hit you with the facts, though.
What are you talking about?
They
bro?
rank 17th in offense, right? They rank 26th in pace, Moss. One of the slowest teams in the NBA.
But you don't
they
have to
ain't
be
running up
great
the court, up and
offensively.
down the court like that. No, hold up. We know Phoenix Suns
Go
like
ahead,
to play
man.
up tempo. We know they like to go coast to coast. We know they just push it. Whoever get the board, go.
Yeah,
for it,
Africa,
right?
you
So this is
tripping,
what I'm
bro.
gonna ask you.
You
Huh?
tripping,
No, hold
man.
on.
Get him,
What?
man. He tripping.
Africa. Everything you're
What?
saying, I agree with. If it was versus a different team, you don't have to be great offensively to get your shit off versus Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns give up any shot you want, bro. That's what you're missing. The Phoenix Suns don't play no elite style defense.
No,
the Minnesota T-Wolves can get any shot they want versus that Phoenix Suns team. Any shot.
No, they can't.
Yes,
No,
they can.
can't.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can.
No, they can't, because what we gonna do is we gonna
What y'all gonna do?
load up on Anthony Edwards. We're gonna give you Jaden McDaniels, give you Rudy Gobert. They can get whatever they want, and
So
everybody else is gonna get pressured, man.
Africa.
He trapped himself.
So when Minnesota comes on the court and slows it up and dumps it down to the four-man Cat, and he has KD on his back, backing his ass down, get him in foul trouble, what the Suns gonna do defensively?
Foul trouble, backing his ass down. You act like Cat is like that.
I'm asking you a question, bro. If
He
he's
will
backing
be
down
in that series.
That's not gonna happen because Cat is not that type of player. That's
Yes,
what, man.
He just bullied the Clippers. He just bullied the
bro?
Clippers.
What are you talking about?
Have you
man?
seen
Crazy.
what did Carl Anthony Towns do? What has he done in his playoff?
He
career?
just bullied Kawhi Leonard, though, young Africa.
Bro.
Wow.
Him in the playoffs is not
Answer
that
the question,
guy.
though, Africa, bro. If he's back, okay,
He's
listen.
never showed that.
Hypothetical.
Horrible in the playoffs last year, bro.
Africa,
you know how bad he was.
use hypothetical for the lineup, right? With the small five for Phoenix. So
yeah, you had no answer as to who is guarding in that lineup.
If Cat is coming down and he's backing down KD at the 5, and he scores 2 easy baskets, right? What are the Suns gonna do defensively?
No. First off, I'm trying to tell you, Moss. See, this is what we don't agree on, right? You're not going to be able to play some of these niggas. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So
you're gonna have to make choices.
No.
Cat, Rudy Gobert, and Jaden McDaniels are not playing at the same time, bro. I'm trying to tell you that.
Listen, I didn't mention McDaniels. I mentioned Cat backing down Kevin Durant. Answer that question. That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, that's going to be a bread and butter offense. So you got Cat backing down KD, and you're going to go to that.
Man, if he's working KD on the block, on the post, and he's scoring,
I trust KD in that matchup to play straight up defense and be able to contest the shot, bro. Make it difficult. That's what you got to do.
He's not. Oh my, this is wow.
The nigga 7 foot, Mars. Stop it, man. Hey, Mars, you underrating the rim protection and post defense of Kevin Durant. Now you're underrating that.
He's not physically on the same level as Cat is in that paint.
Cat is not no bully forward, bro.
He ain't got to be a bully, bro.
He just bullied the Clippers, though, young Africa. What the hell?
The Clippers are weak as fuck. Come on, Herm. Stop it, man.
He's stronger than they not weaker than Phoenix.
Facts, wisdom. Hey, wisdom, facts, bro. I agree with that.
Cat is not gonna put no.
You at Life Phoenix. You at Life Phoenix is a strong ass team.
Hey, Herm.
No. We don't have to be strong, bro. We can load up on your best players and make it hard for them. They're not great playmakers. They're not going to pass out the double team well. They're not going to handle that pressure. Well, we loading up. I'm telling you, Rudy Gobert open, Jaden McDaniels wide open. We loading up,
question of the day, Africa. If Cat is your 4 and Rudy's your 5 and KD is your 5, let's say that KD's guarding Cat. Who's guarding Rudy Gobert when Rudy flashes to the paint and then just puts his hands up? And then if I'm Mike Conley, I just lob it over the top and easy dunks and easy 2-point shots. Who's guarding Rudy Gobert?
First
If
off,
it's not Kevin Durant, who's guarding him?
flashes to the paint. Who got the ball in their hands?
I just asked you a
How to
question.
go from Cat to Mike Conley? How to get there?
I just asked you a question, bro. Who's guarding Rudy? That's all I asked you.
Who's guarding Rudy in the dunker spot? We got KD, man.
I thought K's guarding Cat.
KD can guard Cat, whoever, man. We got a body on Rudy Gobert so that he doesn't have the ability to catch the lob,
bro. Who's a body? I'm asking you.
It can be anybody, bro. Let me say
somebody.
Like
who?
It's gonna be Eric Gordon.
Eric Gordon. So if I lob the ball up top to Rudy at the rim, who's
no, he ain't getting to the rim.
What are you talking about, bro?
He ain't getting to the rim.
Today?
He ain't getting to the rim, bro. No. Something's up with you, bro. He ain't getting to the rim, bro.
This man said Eric Gordon.
He ain't getting to the rim. Hey, Mod, how many times is that going to work in the fourth quarter? That's your bread and butter offense in the fourth quarter. Lobs to Rudy Gobert. Our plan is working, Moss.
Well,
our
listen.
plan is working. No. You falling into our plan, Moss. That's the point, Moss.
Hold on, bro.
You're going away from your best players and you're going to lobs to Rudy Gobert. That's the point, Moss.
Hold on.
We want you to do that.
No. If you just said it's not going to work consistently, because if you're going to bring the help man down from Cat, right? Now Cat's open for corner threes, right? So, I mean, it's like pick your poison here.
Oh, we could zone up. We could play zone on that shit.
No, you can't.
Conley,
you can't.
We could play a boxing one on that shit.
No, you can't.
Yes, we could.
Okay. Wow.
Yep. Yo, Africa, you ain't thinking this shit through, man.
No, he's not.
Y'all think that Minnesota got this lineup that's a threat offensively. They're below average offensively.
Nah, we don't believe in Minnesota, but we ain't sitting up there saying that it's gonna be easy to do. And you sitting up here coming up with dumb ass shit to say that why Minnesota gonna lose with a small ball lineup. You tripping.
Honestly, it could be. I'm forgetting about Royce O'Neal. He could be out there. He like 6'7". He can guard Rudy Gobert. That's light work.
Who can?
Royce O'Neal. Yeah, that's
Royce O'Neal.
Yeah, Royce O'Neal. Yeah. What do you mean, Royce? Well, why are you saying it like that? Nigga was playing small ball 5 for the Brooklyn Nets. Nigga was playing small ball 5 for the Brooklyn Nets for like half the season, bro, before he got traded.
Yeah, and they were like 4 or 5, 8 games under 500. So what's your point?
It don't matter. Royce O'Neal.
It does matter. It does.
Royce O'Neal. Royce O'Neal, you got the size.
They just fired their coach.
Rudy Gobert gonna turn into a scorer.
And you wonder why the Nets fired their
coach.
That's my point, bro. If you want Rudy Gobert to be a scorer, thank you, Moss. I'm trying to make you do that.
No, I'm gonna hit you with this, Young Africa. I'm gonna hit you with this. Don't you know the last time a team relying on Eric Gordon to come through was the Houston Rockets, right? And you know that game when Houston Rockets lost the epic game 7 to Golden State. You know, as a team, that small ball shit you preaching on, them motherfuckers were 0 for 26
no.
in the damn second half. And they was relying on the 3 ball, relying on the dumbass shit you saying. And who was out there on the court that they relied on? They relied on Eric Gordon to be big. His ass could buy a goddamn bucket. So you trust Eric Gordon to get it done?
You said that Royce O'Neal played the 5 in Brooklyn?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, and guess what happened today? They fired their coach for a reason. Next point. Coach got fired.
Easy work, Bob.
Hey, man. No. But at the end of the day, Moss, hey, Moss, you think you're slick, yeah? You think you're slick, but at the end of the day, you haven't given me.
Kobe Jordan, you back, man.
Hey, who does Karl Anthony Towns guard in that small ball 5 lineup?
Hey, I got your worst enemy back, man. Go ahead, Kobe Jordan.
I mean, it's got to probably either be Grayson. I mean, Grayson or Eric. I think you put Rudy or Cat either on Eric or Grayson, because you can't put
exactly. And that's a problem. So you got problems, we got problems. I like my problems better than yours, though. That's what I'm saying.
No, I don't. I like mine better because my team defends and rebounds. The Suns don't.
We got shooting.
And offensively,
we got floor spacing.
And offensively,
we got off the dribble. You know, Cat can get cooked off the dribble, right? You get cooked off the dribble.
Hey, Trey, what's wrong with that nigga, Trey? What's wrong with that nigga?
Eric Gordon going off the dribble.
This man said Eric Gordon.
What's good, Trey?
Eric Gordon cooked Rudy.
They gonna take a shit anywhere, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Yeah, Africa tripping, man.
Don't tell on it. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell them Suns fans. Be like, don't tell nobody, Ezel. Don't tell nobody, Ezel. Come on, bro. And Then get
Who's
mad when
Ezel?
Ezel
I
tells
don't know.
Eh,
that
Is
the
that your
Suns
nigga
taking
friend?
this
Huh?
shit over
Africa,
there.
you tripping, bro. You tripping, bro. We
Hold on.
seen Mike D'Antoni plenty of times try this type of shit you talking about. It failed him, bro. It
D'Antoni
never
never
works
had
out.
3
Yeah, but Dan
All-Stars
Tony is a better
level
coach than any
players.
coach you can think of. Dan Tony to me
D'Antoni
is a
never
better
had
coach
Devin
than Frank
Booker,
Vogel. But
Kevin Durant. The
man, don't you
difference
know how
is,
many great shooters he had on Phoenix Suns,
bro,
nigga? He
did
had Joe
D'Antoni ever
Johnson.
have
He had Joe
Devin?
Johnson, Quentin Richardson, Sean Marion is
No,
a better
that's the
defender
difference,
than
bro.
anybody. Sean Marion is a better defender than
Did he
anybody
have
Phoenix got right now.
a 7-footer called Kevin Durant, though, Herm? Did he have that?
He had Steve Nash and Amari
No.
Stoudemire,
That's a no.
Joe
That's a
Johnson,
no.
and Quentin Richardson.
Stop it, Herm. That's a no,
Come
Herm.
on now. And you want to rely on Eric Gordon and Grayson Allen?
No. That's just for floor spacing issues.
Nah,
What do you mean
I'm
rely?
just saying though. Is Grayson
Rely.
Allen and Eric Gordon better than Joe Johnson and Quentin Richardson? Yeah. You got a
Don't you
little
think
quiet.
Devin Booker is a front runner? I mean, you don't trust PG, but you trust Devin Booker. I mean,
I'm not saying I trust them.
they
I'm
got
saying
Kevin
I'm saying
Durant, but he ain't
against
Superman.
Minnesota.
He can't do it
Against
by
Minnesota,
himself.
I do. Yeah. So
But Minnesota
Maz,
has
you
length,
got short
and Booker
memories,
struggles.
right?
Hold on, bro, because you said something earlier that caught my eye. You said that because I think Herm said that they'll run, or Kobe said they'll run them off the 3-point line, and then you said that Suns have some elite mid-range shooting. I agree, but Minnesota has length and contest shots, probably the best in the league. And Devin Booker struggles with lengthy defensive players. You know that. And so why are you
They
putting
got
so much
one.
faith
They
in
got
Kevin
McDaniels.
Durant?
Who else?
Kevin Durant can't do it by himself. Like, you know that.
Ant-Man can defend him at
Ant-Man is
times.
Yeah, hold on.
6'7", man.
Starting five, Moss. Starting five, right? Rudy Gobert is going to be guarding Nurkic, right? Who Jaden McDaniels is going to be guarding Kevin Durant. Who's Karl Anthony Towns guarding in that lineup in the starting five? Start the game.
I don't know.
Hey, hold on. What do you mean you don't know?
I don't
No.
know.
Hold up. Y'all niggas know so much. Y'all don't know
not
the
sure.
starting lineups out the gate.
Well,
Who is
how do you
Karl
know?
Anthony Towns guarding in the starting five of the Phoenix Suns?
I mean, are you the coach? I mean, we all don't know.
Hey, hold up, Moss. You break it down. Who
Josh
you start?
Okogie ain't that much of a threat.
Yeah, he can
Josh
guard
Okogie.
Yeah.
Josh Okogie.
What's his name?
Doesn't start.
He'll guard
Herm. Don't
Josh
do that.
Okogie.
No.
Well, who starts then?
Josh Okogie doesn't start, Herm. Don't do
Who
that.
starts?
He has started.
No, he don't start no more, Herm. Don't do that.
Well, who starts then?
So all
That's
right, then
the
the Suns started 5 then, young
Yeah,
Africa.
yeah,
Since you
yeah.
know so
Jaden
much.
McDaniels.
Then
Then the started 5, young
McDaniels
Africa.
plays for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Miles, you think you just gonna duck my question, Miles? So you ain't gonna answer
I
my
said
question?
name the starting five so I can see who he's going to guard. Name them. You got Kevin, Devin, Bill. Kevin, Devin, Bill. Grayson Allen.
And
Nurkic,
whoever they
Grayson
decide.
Allen. Yes, Nurkic, Grayson Allen.
You know what? I'm going to
No,
put
Rudy Gobert is guarding
Allen.
Nurkic, right? That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you assume that. Oh, see? Now that's going to be tough.
Who cat guarding?
Yes, probably Grayson Allen.
Oh, man.
That's going to be
what?
tough.
But guess what? Karl Anthony Towns can do. No. Here's the comeback for that though, young Africa.
I was say that starting five is cooked, boss. No.
But what can't?
Niggas gotta get out.
But Cat is gonna punish them so bad in the paint it don't matter. But who? But who's?
No.
Here's the
You
point.
gotta.
Young Africa. Here's the point. Here's the point of that though. When you got a lot of length and athleticism, they can recover. So I'd rather run them off the 3-point line. You can recover if they want to stop a pop for a mid-range. If they go all the way to the goal, I dare Grayson Allen to drive to the paint the whole game. I dare them niggas to go to the goal. That's what I want them to do.
I'm disappointing you, Herm. You understand, Maz? You understand the modern NBA drive and kick. If I'm able to penetrate into the paint, most likely I can get a high quality shot.
Who are great finisher? Is Grayson Allen the great finisher at the rim?
This is basketball
No. Is Grayson Allen the great finisher at the rim?
I agree with that. The Phoenix Suns.
Hold up. If I can beat my man, I can collapse the paint, make y'all rotate, and you have to do something in that situation. And who do I have in those situations? I got Bradley Beal to attack a closeout. I got Devin Booker to attack a closeout. I got Kevin Durant to attack a closeout. Some of the best off the dribble mid-range shot makers in the NBA.
Grayson Allen not a great mid-range shooter. Grayson Allen not a great mid-range shooter. What you talking about?
What? Who?
Grayson Allen not a great mid-range shooter.
Grayson Allen's job is to beat Cat off the dribble on the closeout, right? Because
All right, but you rather for him to do
and
that.
then kick it back
You
out to
live
one of
with
them
that.
niggas.
Yeah, but
No,
Nah,
and then
you
kick it back
live
out
with
to one
that
of
though,
them.
young Africa.
Listen,
You live
ain't
with
gonna deal
Grayson
with that.
Allen
Is
trying to
the
score off the
defense is
dribble and
gonna
try to
have to
create off the
collapse.
dribble.
I can live with
Young
Grayson
Africa,
Allen trying to
young
get home.
Africa, like you try to say about Jaden McDaniels, like you live with Jaden McDaniels. I live with Grayson Allen trying to create off the dribble or finish at the rim the whole series.
He ain't got to create, bro. He just
I
got to
don't
drive
trust
and
that
kick the
Yes, he
ball.
motherfucker.
does have to create. He
He
to draw
would
and
have to
kick.
create,
He has to
dumbass.
draw and kick. Yes, he does. Yes, he
So,
does.
so you slow. You ain't thought about that, motherfucker.
No.
Yes, he does.
Hold up. Grayson Allen is attacking the closeout of a Carl Anthony Towns.
Right, which means
What
that
do
he
you think's
has
gonna
to
happen
draw
when I
and
break
kick.
down the defense and make it collapse?
He has
What's
to
gonna
make
happen?
a decision. Do I go up versus Gobert in this paint, or do I draw and kick? He has to be he'll be forced to make a play. You trust that
Yeah,
all
okay.
game long? I don't. I don't trust
Simple
him.
play.
I don't trust
Simple
that in the
play.
7-game series.
Simple
Doing
play.
that shit, man.
You act like you gotta make a hard read. The defense
He
is gonna
do
be
gotta make
rotating.
a
I
hard
think he's
read.
one of the all-stars.
It sounds easy, Africa, but you know it's not easy. You know it's
Hey,
not.
And that's
easy.
one of the best defensive teams in the league.
He's not used to doing that, anyways. He's not used to drawing and kicking like that. He's a spot up shooter. You know that.
Bro, stop it, bro.
What are you talking about? And
Carl
you act
Anthony
like
Towns
the,
gone to
and
Grayson
you
Allen
act
now.
like
That's
the
the plan,
T-Wolves
Moss.
can't get
That's the
inside the
plan.
Suns' paint, draw and kick, and create havoc on their defense.
Mm.
Man, come on.
Hey,
bro.
y'all got problems, Moss.
Now
Carl
listen.
Anthony Towns gone to
Now
Grayson Allen.
listen.
Y'all got problems, Moss. Y'all got
Listen, can Kevin, Devin, those guys get hot and just overwhelm them? Of course they can. I mean, that's why they're that great. But I would go at Minnesota, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Suns won. But I'm gonna go at Minnesota for my reasons because they defend and rebound. Period.
And Eric Gordon, is Eric Gordon the capable creator as well in the offense? Attack the closeout and create.
At times
off
he
the
is,
dribble?
yeah. At times he is, yeah.
Oh,
At
definitely
times.
is. Definitely is. Definitely. I would
times
say he
he is,
definitely
yeah.
is. He's been doing that his whole career. So
I
let's
wouldn't
not
say
act
his
like
whole
they ain't
career.
got those
Not his
guys.
whole
Turnover.
career, but you know, in stretches.
Hey, once again, Mama, to my point, the game of the playoff basketball is to impose your will on the other team and make them forward and change up what they do and what they've been doing all season long.
Right.
I
So
feel
when
like the
Minnesota-
more
hold
versatile
on.
team
So
is the
when-
Phoenix Suns,
So
and that
when
versatility is going to
Minnesota-
assist them in the playoffs, bro.
So when Minnesota gets all these tip-ins and second chance points,
Oh,
and
then
Rudy-
and if that's the
Bro,
case on the
let me
small ball
finish,
lineup,
man. Please,
then we
bro.
call up Ball, Mars. That's
Let me
what we
finish, please,
Ball,
bro.
Ball.
When
call
Minnesota
out
gets all
Bol
these tip-ins and second chance points,
Yeah, we
and
call out
putbacks
Ball.
and rebounds,
Yeah.
bro, you're gonna bring in Bobo. Good luck with that nonsense,
Ball,
bro.
Ball. Yes.
Good luck.
Yes.
Where's he from? He from your
Hmm?
country?
Yeah, no, he's from Sudan.
Where's he from? Your country?
He's from a neighboring country. They're my neighbors, man. Sudan.
Okay,
yeah,
no. I'm asking because I
Go
don't
to
know.
Lawal Deng, Mars. The same
I'm
nation
not
as
being
Lawal
funny,
Deng.
bro. I'm just
Don't do that,
asking.
man. Don't do that.
I'm asking. I'm not being funny.
Don't do that. Lawal Deng. No, he not from my country, but he from
Okay,
the
okay.
neighboring country. But Bobo, he gonna be like that. And so at the end of the day, Mars,
Bobo,
you
bro,
got
he
problems.
never
We
runs
got problems.
straight, man. I mean, he walks and runs awkward, bro. Stop it.
Wouldn't you say a team that has versatility is better suited for the playoffs than a team that's more limited to what they can do in the playoffs?
Nah, no. I think playoff basketball,
No?
the game slows up, and the team that defends and rebounds and can score at a decent rate, they're built for the playoffs. If you ask me,
You
You know that.
you think an offense ranked 17th in the NBA is able to win a championship or at least go deep in the playoffs?
yeah, because the Cavaliers, a guy who you say is the GOAT of all time, the Cavaliers were ranked number 29 and got to the finals. So you easy work. Next point.
Ranked 29 in what offense?
The 2018 Cavaliers were ranked almost dead last in defense and got to the finals.
In defense? No, that's
Yeah,
not the
defense,
Minnesota
yeah,
Timberwolves.
defense, yeah,
I know
defense.
that. I'm not talking about Phoenix. I
Oh,
agree. A
what'd you
great
say?
offense can substitute for a great defense, but a great defense and a below average offense ain't gonna go deep in the playoffs, bro. Not in 2024.
But okay, hold on, Africa, real quick. You know, when you look at team offensive ratings and efficiency, the number 8th ranked offense compared to I'll say the 10th ranked offense compared to the 20th ranked offense, the gap isn't that big. Do you agree on that at least?
That's
I
a
mean, like
fact.
sometimes it's
And the
like
Wolves got a
minute
deeper
gap.
bench and everything.
Is that fair to say, Africa? Be honest.
Say that
You got
again.
slow.
Yeah,
You got
I
slow
said
mo.
sometimes when you say a 17th mediocre offense, I say if you take the 10th seeded offense right now this year and you compare it to the T-Wolves and you compare their numbers, it's not going to be that far off. Like
You know what's
sometimes the
interesting,
numbers
Maz?
are so minute.
You know what's interesting about this conference? You know who the 10th ranked offense in the NBA is? The
No,
Phoenix
tell
Suns.
me who is it? Who is
The
it?
Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns.
Well,
I see a big
okay,
difference.
and what's their numbers? And hold on,
I see a
and
big
what's their
difference.
numbers?
No, I just see a big difference in offensive talent. That's what I see. A big difference.
No. Hold on. Listen, I know the eye test may say something different. I'm not arguing that part. I'm just saying, based off the numbers, I can almost guarantee that they're like neck and neck. They're very close.
You know
I
the
can almost
numbers
guarantee
change
that.
in the playoffs. You understand that?
But
You
we're
understand that?
going. Hold on. But when you use a team offensive rating, you're using the season stat. That's what you're using.
Yeah. Well, what do you think? You think the 10th ranked offense and the
So what if I
17th
told you?
ranked
Okay, cool.
offense
Then.
is
So what
close?
if I told you? Hold on. So then, what if I told you then
Close?
if the T Wolves
Go
meet the
ahead.
Phoenix Suns in the second round, and the T Wolves had
Mhm.
the 5th ranked offense in the postseason, and the Suns had the 10th, who are you picking?
I don't expect the T Wolves to have the 5th best
I didn't ask
offense
you
in
that
the.
question, man. That's not what I asked you.
I don't expect that. No, that's a fraudulent question because that's a crazy
How
hypothetical.
is
I
the
don't like
fraud?
that.
It's not a hypothetical.
Wow.
No.
No, it's not because no.
Based
Hold on.
on what will they be the 5th best offense in the playoffs? That's ridiculous.
I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because guess what? The Denver Nuggets last year during the season was a middle of the pack defensive team, but in the postseason they were like in the top 3 defensive teams in the postseason.
Mm-hmm.
Explain
Okay.
that. Okay, that's my point.
No. They got the pieces though. So like you said, they got Aaron Gordon who's
Okay.
elite, and they got KCP
So
who's elite. So you tell
Minnesota
me,
don't.
So which pieces are elevating in the playoffs?
Hold on,
Which
yeah,
offensive
Africa.
pieces are elevating like that in the playoffs?
Hold on, yeah, Africa. So
Who?
Minnesota don't have pieces off the bench. Like you got Cal Anderson, a solid guy coming off the bench.
Kyle
Nas
Anderson.
Reed, solid coming out the bench. Monte Morris, solid coming out the bench, including with your starter 5.
Right,
One
Edwards,
of the best teams in the league. One of the best defensive teams in the league. One of the most balanced offensive teams in the league. And you telling me what Miles ain't saying doesn't have credence?
No,
right.
not
They
that
can
big of an
become a good
improvement.
offensive
No.
team in the postseason, despite their
No, they will be
season stats.
below average offensively in the postseason as well. When
So
the
how
pace
did
slows
Denver
down even more.
become a top 3 defensive team when they were
And
like
the
a
best
top team
defender in
during
the
the season?
league, Jaden McDaniels.
One major aspect of that was that one of their weakest defenders on the roster, Jokic, actually played great defense in the playoffs, right? Elevated his level.
Why can't Minnesota's offensive players play greater in the postseason? Why can't their guys set the game
So
up?
that's my question. So who's
Why
elevated
can't
in the
Ant-Man?
playoffs?
Why can't Ant-Man
What do you
step
mean,
into
bro?
Well, he's already playing
superstar
elite,
status?
so there's not much room for him to grow. He just
Yes,
needs to
it
sustain
is.
his
There's
level.
plenty
Yes,
of
there is
room for
room.
Ant-Man to grow. What the hell are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yes, there is room.
So
What are you
how
talking
many
about?
more points is he going to average? How much more is he going to elevate? You tell me.
It's not about the
You tell me, go
points.
ahead.
It's not. Hold on, Africa. It's not. It's not about the points.
What's going to elevate
It's
then?
about the offensive efficiency and the shot making and just getting better. You know
Well,
that.
how is it going to become better, Moss? You
How
just break it
about
down
Cat?
for me.
How about Cat? How about Mike Conley, who we know in the postseason? He's a veteran point guard. He'll probably be a little bit more aggressive offensively. Like
He's
have to
been in the
Minnesota can't
conference
get better.
finals before. He made deep
Right.
runs before.
What are you talking about, bro?
Who's made
Africa,
Mike
you've been going
Conley.
all day, bro. You
Gritty grind, nigga. You forget about
Hey,
gritty
man.
grind?
Hey. I've been
This
frying
getting
y'all
imposter,
all
Herm.
day,
Herm,
man.
this
This is what
can't
I
be the real
do, man.
Africa,
I
bro.
come
This
on to
can't be.
Tiki TV and fry niggas, man.
This
That's what I
cannot
do.
be.
I've been
This
doing this,
cannot
man.
be the
People know
real
me.
Africa, bro. I'm gonna start calling you corporate Africa now, bro. You changed.
I think ever
No,
since you got
that's
cooked on, I think ever since you lost that debate, Africa, ever since you lost that debate, man, you
Hey,
been
man.
slipping, bro.
Hey, shut that
Ever
shit up
since
here.
you
I'm
lost
about
the
to pack
locker
you up
room in
real
that
soon.
debate,
Look.
you slipping, man.
Hey,
You slipping.
hey, man.
Yeah, he been slipping.
I was just
I
about to
don't
say
like
I
that,
heard
man.
him
Hey,
on
wisdom.
locker
Hey,
room.
hey, tell your boy backstage Tony to stop unblock me, man. He's been ducking me for years.
Hey, Africa,
Come on, man.
Africa. It's a nighttime over there, bro.
Backstage Tony been
All
ducking
the
niggas.
players is
Own niggas
Africa,
right.
it's a
backstage.
nighttime over there, bro. Like, I mean, is it like the morning time? I mean, like, did you just wake up, bro?
No,
I know
it's
the hours are
midnight, bro.
different.
It's kind of late, man. I had a long day, you know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
yeah.
But you know,
I knew it was something, bro.
what?
Yeah, you must be tired or something. You must be tired. I don't know what's going on over there.
Nah, you know, I had a couple blunts, but what I'm trying to tell you is this, man. Like,
Yeah, let me know when you
expect.
do another video too, young Africa, so I can come on there and cook your
Oh,
ass
it's all
on your
good. I'm actually
platform.
working on a video of analysis, man. I'm trying to break down the game basketball,
Are
man.
you? Okay, then you
Especially
should
the
bring me
offense.
on
Yeah.
then. Yeah,
Man,
so your
I'm
fans
actually
get some real
editing
talk.
that shit right now. But let me tell you something, bro. You expect the Minnesota Timberwolves to elevate offensively, right? I expect the
I
Phoenix Suns
actually
to
do.
elevate
I do a little. Yeah, I do.
elevate offensively. That's amazing. It's gonna be interesting to
Yeah,
see if they
I
can do
think
that.
they'll
I
get
feel
better
like
shots.
with liabilities on the court, you're gonna have to make choices, and I don't know if the coach is gonna be
They
able to
don't
make
really
that.
have any liabilities
But
on
watch
them.
this, Herm. Watch. Hey, Africa.
Rudy Gobert's a
From a
liability.
Africa, from a statistical standpoint, bro, what team has one of the worst fourth quarter offenses in the league? Who is it? Do you know who it is? The Phoenix
I would
fucking Suns.
say one of the worst would
No,
be
no,
the
no.
Lakers. I don't know.
I'm about to tell you, the Phoenix Suns have
Mm.
one of the worst fourth quarter offenses in the league. Why is that?
Really?
Look it up.
I'm surprised by that. I don't know why. I'm surprised by that.
And explain why LeBron James been closing out fourth quarters against Phoenix
And
the
you
whole
know,
season.
postseason basketball, Herm, comes down to closing out and having good fourth quarter efficient offense. You know that.
I would blame that on injuries, chemistry, lack of continuity. Lack of continuity. Yeah, that's what I would blame it on.
All right, so I'm gonna blame Minnesota Pan. I'm gonna blame
Lack of
Minnesota last
continuity.
year off of
Lack
injuries.
of
I'm gonna
This
blame
man said
Minnesota off of
injuries,
injuries
but
last
Nas
year.
Reed and fucking McDaniels missed the postseason last year, but he blaming injuries on the Phoenix Suns. Go ahead, man.
Facts.
Hey man, hey.
All right,
This is
Herm,
one
I'm
thing
out,
I would
man.
say.
I'm gonna take me a
If
nap.
the coach
Salute, Miles. I know
decides
that
to go
shit
with
was
Nas
easy,
Reed,
man.
All right, Africa. All right, man.
All right, peace.
It's
hey
cool, man.
man,
Peace,
Get some rest, man.
hey Mars,
Yeah.
you down 3-1 in the series, Mars. Don't be talking about that.
You got your ass cooked, man.
That shit up, man.
Hey, but I finna end this joint. It been running for 3 hours, man. Hey, y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Hey, y'all also subscribe to Young Africa, man. He got a channel now. He be doing videos. Y'all look out for Young Africa. I don't know when his crazy ass go do one, but just subscribe to his page anyway, and you'll be able to see when his ass go drop one. Man, salute to Trill City, man. One of the realest niggas on YouTube, period, man. And tell King AK-47 that I'm ready to cook his ass again.
AK.
Yeah, man. End of the day, yeah, you're African. That's another nigga that own you too, though. But
That's cap. That's 100% cap.
hey, but y'all,
that lad talking nigga nah, but shout out to you, Herb,
hey,
man. It's all love, though.
hey,
Hey,
King
it's all love. And we gonna
AK-47. That's
see,
the
man.
voice of the
I'm
streets, man.
surprised by y'all.
That's the voice of the streets now. But man, y'all hit that like, man. Y'all look out for the next video. Shout out to my brothers Trill City, Kobe Jordan, Young Africa, Mr. Mars, Mingo Juster, my boy Zay, man, my boy Dorilla. Shout out to everybody that look at this video, man. Y'all hit that like button. Man, salute y'all. I'm out.
Salute, Ticket.